Straight Talk Wireless, now offering our $45 Silver Unlimited plan with 5 gigabytes of hotspot and nationwide 5G on America's largest, most dependable networks. The $45 Silver Unlimited plan from Straight Talk. Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
A month equals 30 days. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
Other banks go out of their way to make redeeming credit card rewards needlessly complicated. Like how they require minimums or force you to use your rewards before reaching some arbitrary expiration date. But Discover isn't like that. With Discover, you can redeem your rewards for cash in any amount at any time. So you'll never have to jump through hoops. Unless you're like a trapezist, then by all means, go right ahead. Learn more at discover.com/redeem rewards. Terms apply.
Helzberg Diamonds presents the guy who hit a home run with an engagement ring. Andy was on a mission to find the perfect engagement ring. But where to start? He did research, went online, asked his best friend for advice.
Hey, for engagement rings, where should I...
Helzberg! Andy went to Helzberg Diamonds. At Helzberg, Andy found an incredible selection of lab-grown and natural diamonds, certified and guaranteed to be of the highest quality. He also found help choosing a custom setting from Julie, a Helzberg diamond expert.
Don't worry, we got this.
Plus, he learned about Helzberg's special financing options, so Andy could get the perfect ring for her with a payment plan that was perfect for him. And when it was time to propose, he got the reaction he wanted.
Wow, you really hit it out of the park, babe.
Mission accomplished. Be like Andy. Find the ring of her dreams at a Helzberg store near you or at helzberg.com. And right now, take advantage of special financing offers. Hurry, offer ends soon.
Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car, running or not, can be picked up as soon as the next day. No title? No problem. With gas prices at all-time highs, now's the time to donate.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
With your donation, you'll receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher, so donate today.
If you or someone you love has been diagnosed with breast cancer, breastcancer.org is here to help. Find free expert guidance online. Learn about breast cancer risk, diagnosis, treatments, side effects, and managing life during cancer. Join breastcancer.org's online community to connect with others who know just what you're going through. Our mission is to empower you to make the best decisions for your life. No one should face breast cancer alone. Find support at breastcancer.org.
97.5 The Fanatic is an equal opportunity employer and is dedicated to performing broad outreach to fill job vacancies at the station. We seek the help of local community organizations in referring qualified applicants to our station. Community organizations that wish to receive our job postings should contact the Fanatic's business office by calling 610-771-9750. We also encourage listeners to visit bbgi.com, where you'll find an online listing of job openings at Beasley Media Group, LLC. Want to be the first to know what's happening at the Fanatic? Go to 975thefanatic.com and sign up for the Fanatic MVP Club. The Fanatic MVP Club. There's never a subscription fee, and it's only from 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. WPEN, Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Good morning. Thought I'd help you wake up.
It's 6 a.m. and you're listening to The John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Let the party begin!
The show starts now.
And it does. Your Thursday morning begins. Or Bob's Friday morning. John Kincade Show on The Fanatic. Appreciate you getting in with us early today and being a part of everything we've got going on here at the John Kincade Show. Bradford White Water Heaters are here for the Pro. You'll have game time at 8:30. And other fun and frivolity during the course of the morning today. Pat's here. Connor's here. Jamie's here. Bobby's here. We're all ready to go. And Heavy Chevy, maybe a little cake hangover from his birthday yesterday.
Oh, is that what we call it these days? Cake hangover.
Could be cake hangover. Like waking cake.
Yeah.
Pat, sometimes Saturday mornings you seem a little glazed over. Maybe the cake is still hitting you on Saturday morning on your new venture. A little glazed.
Maybe not. Don't talk about me like that.
I'm sorry. You do imbibe. Friday nights.
I do, but we don't need that on the public like that.
You have tons of Friday night.
We don't need this known.
You've been known to bathe yourself in icing.
I told you that in confidence.
There you go. Bradford White Water Heaters are here for the pro. Bradford White Water Heaters will take care of you. If you've had a water heater for over 10 years, by the way, get it checked. Get it checked because it may be ready to bust, and then you're going to end up with a problem, and you don't want that. In the morning mind bender the coach sent in, 42% of high school girls do this regularly versus only 7% back in the 70s and 80s. What is it? I think I know the answer. I'm going to guess it's get their nails done. Go to a salon and get their nails done.
That's a good guess.
Because I have spent a freaking fortune on nail salons. So I absolutely I think that is the answer. Bobby, you have one?
I really was racking my brain when I saw this morning, and I can't think of one. I'll say no. Makeup was popular in the 70s and 80s.
It was popular.
I don't know. I'll have to say. I was going to say smoke, but that would be the other way around. I would think that more did it back then than
more
now.
did it back then. There were smoking lounges back in schools.
I got to tell you, I have wear heels.
Uninteresting. Wear heels. Jamie?
Talk smack about other girls.
Interesting. So Mean Girls, like the Mean Girls thing got worse. That's interesting. Pat, what's the answer?
That's not it, but that's all I got.
Listen to Drake.
Listen to Drake. Well, in the 70s and 80s, Drake wasn't born.
He was Wheelchair Jimmy back then.
Yeah.
Now, in the 70s, he wasn't even born in the 70s.
Yeah,
right?
I'm not going to sit here and hem and haw. I have no idea.
You didn't look it up?
No.
Oh.
You don't have the answer?
I do have the answer. It's on the back page, but I didn't.
Play organized sports.
That crossed my mind,
I think that's a great one.
Damn.
I should have known that.
We should have known that
Yeah,
answer.
it's pretty obvious in hindsight.
And by the way, Jamie, start putting away money now for the nail salon.
We're stupid.
Yeah.
Is Addie a nail salon person?
Not a crazy amount, but yeah. Like she took Skylar for her third birthday.
Okay, well, the girls will be going.
Yeah.
The nails and
my gosh.
what else do they do? The eyebrows?
Eyebrow waxings.
Oh, my God.
You just grab it. You just grab a series, and you're like, I grabbed a series of the eyebrow waxings. They get like $20 a pop to do their eyebrows.
Scam.
It's amazing.
Just do
How
it at
much
home.
do you pay to do yours?
Mine are free.
Yours are free?
Yeah.
Yours are free.
Naturally waxed.
You got yours naturally waxed. Now, you don't pencil yours in, though.
No.
Like a villain from a cartoon.
I saw a funny TikTok video of a grandma getting new eyebrows yesterday.
Jeez.
Take this bleep off.
Oh, jeez. Phillies lost to the Reds yesterday. What do you want us to say? That was a terrible game yesterday. And it went so fast. The game seemed like it flew. No offense. And no matter what we think about the Phillies' chances or where they are right now, and they've done a great job of, they're 20 games over 500 since the managerial change. But to be shut out 4 times in 1 week is atrocious for a baseball team, no matter how well they have played recently. In fact, 4 times in 1 week. Do you know how many times that happens in an 8-game period where a team gets shut out 4 times? According to ESPN stats and research, that is going to happen to one team every year. It's like 1.35, so I guess that means it happens once a season. That's a terrible run for the Phillies offense. Yesterday was pathetic. They kept getting runners on base, and then it's runners in stranded position when it comes to the Phillies right now. They literally strand them on the base paths.
Yeah, it's funny because, I'm going through when Harper gets back and all this, and now with Stott playing the way he's playing, and I was, juggling around. We hit on it real quick at the end of the show yesterday. So last night I sat down and I started, doing lineups and figuring out what they're going to be. And you look at it and you're like, damn, this lineup is really good. When Harper gets back, it's going to be a really cool lineup, and you wonder what you do and all that. And then same thing. I started thinking, how the hell is this team getting shut out?
Well,
as much as they are. Now, these things happen in baseball.
Not 4 in a week, though.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's 4 in 8 days or whatever it is. That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
And Rhys Hoskins on the base paths. He is a terrible base runner.
Yeah, he is.
The man does not understand how to run the bases. How?
Don't know.
I don't get it. Sort of like I don't understand Castellanos' paths to the balls in the outfield. I don't understand how he doesn't know how to take an angle on a ball. Still doesn't. Yesterday afternoon showed it twice. Just doesn't. It doesn't grasp that concept of being able to do that.
Yeah, I don't understand a lot of the mental capacities with this team. Of that 4 shutouts, 2 were versus the best pitchers in baseball. So I guess you can justify it a little better than 4. But yesterday, there's no excuse. I saw their average with bases loaded, no outs this year is .78 as a team.
I thought only one of them was against the best pitcher in baseball. One was against DeGrom.
But they also had Alcantara.
Oh, yeah, the win was against DeGrom. Yeah, you're right. Chris Bassett was
and they beat Alcantara.
Yeah, they did.
So, I know.
They
got shut up by 3 guys who weren't the...
You look for a reason why, and you go, I don't know.
I have no idea.
DeGrom's pretty nasty, so I guess that's okay.
65 and 52, I'm not going to rant about it. That's fantastic. They've been on an amazing run.
It is odd.
It is just really odd. They're 33 and 26 on the road. That's still really, really good. That's a very good mark, and they can continue to improve on that. So
they're not the clutchest bats yet.
No.
They might be a good offense, but they're not clutch. They haven't shown clutchness a ton this year. Stott's had a couple. They've had a couple big hits here and there, but bases loaded, no out situations, they've been terrible. Runners in scoring position situations, they're not very good.
Stranded position.
Yeah.
Runners in stranded position.
Stranded.
Pat, how do you feel about the development of Stott, though? We did get into it late yesterday. He is really showing you things.
Yeah, he's come a long way. I mean, statistically wise, it's not, anything to write home about. But when you watch the whole season, you watch the progression, you know where he was at the beginning of the year, you know how much he was struggling to where he is now. He looks way more comfortable at the plate. He looks like a big league ball player. And I think a lot of it has to do with some of the confidence that Thompson's instilled in him. Bob, you talked about it. There was a game a week ago where he's got Stott. It was the Friday game. He had Stott batting leadoff. Where Schwarber's out. That doesn't happen under previous management where you would have a guy who's hitting 210 hitting leadoff. In terms of a rookie, not Kyle Schwarber, because Kyle Schwarber is hitting 210. But there's a little bit of a difference there. But in the previous management, Stott would be batting 8th and 9th. And Rob Thompson goes, no, this guy's got talent. Let's bump him up to the one hole.
He's hitting 321 this month with an on base of 346.
Yeah, that's got to boost your confidence tremendously.
I want to take you back to something that'll really boost your confidence with Bryson Stott. You know what his batting average was at the managerial change?
I would go with $192.
94, I was going to say.
188.
114.
What?
Oh, jeez.
The first month of the season.
Again?
He was batting 114 on May 29th.
So April, March, he hit 133. In May, he hit 116.
He was batting 114 the day of the managerial change.
What was Alec Boehm hitting?
I'm not sure. I'll have to look at that. But he went from 114, and a month later, so on the 29th, he was hitting 173. And then when it got to July 29th, he was hitting 193. And now he's up to 221. So immediately there's somebody who has benefited. I don't understand what absolutely Rob Thompson could have done for him at the plate, other than just showing confidence in him and saying, "Kid, I'm throwing you out there every day. Go play."
It's that and see ball, hit ball.
Exactly.
It's not launch angles. It's not analytics.
I really think it's just a mentality. I think you're right, Pat. All right, go out there and hit. You're going to be in there. We're going to slot you in there for 5 of the 7 days this week. Be ready to go. And, I just think the mentality that Rob Thompson has transfers these guys to, as opposed to Joe Girardi, has just made for better baseball.
114 when the managerial change was made.
That's amazing.
And he's hitting 221 now, and he's contributing.
Bohm actually started out well, to Pat's other question. April, March, he was hitting 308.
What was he hitting May 29th?
The month of May, he hit 284.
Oh, okay.
So he's probably around 300-ish. Yeah, he was doing all right.
I love seeing it. I love the both of them in there. I just like seeing both guys in there. And I had said from the beginning, I wished they could have just played all year long. I don't know what the Didi Gregorius – I know what they paid him.
14 million reasons why he was playing.
I got you. I understand that. And maybe that comes from up top. And they say you have to play him because you're paying him that. But I'm so glad they moved on from that because they're a better team because of it. Hey, it's a Wendy's Thursday. Did you realize that, Jamie?
I did.
We're having Wendy's breakfast this morning. Wendy's hot and crispy fries are natural cut, skin-on fries, perfectly sprinkled with sea salt, better than ever at participating U.S. Wendy's. I believe it's high five, so go on out and get you some little Wendy's a little bit later on today. We will have a FanFest online ticket raid today at 8 a.m. So everybody can get it out there on their social media. Tell your family, tell your friends. There will be a select number of tickets that are available online in a FanFest online ticket raid coming your way in an hour and 47 minutes. So make sure that you go and alert yourself for that if you have not already secured tickets to FanFest 2022, and we will talk more about that coming up. Just too, if you want to get in late on our golf tournament, next Tuesday, the Scramblewood at Ramblewood presented by Corona Premier. There are still spots remaining. 1 o'clock tee off. And as Bob was saying, go to work in the morning, then slip out.
Yeah. You get off the computer around noon or 11:30 or something like that. You put in a solid day's work.
Tell your boss you have a meeting.
Yeah. Then you head on over to Ramblewood and you hang out, maybe have a transfusion with Jamie before you go out and golf at 1 o'clock.
I like that idea.
Yeah, it sounds like a winning idea.
Absolutely. And then dinner afterwards, and we'll hang out and maybe some prizes and stuff like that. Oh, it's going to be awesome.
Sounds good. All right. We have identified the 14 teams that will make the NFL playoffs by consensus. We voted, and it took a 3-1 notion to put the teams that would absolutely be missing the playoffs. So it identified, it left us with 14 teams that are going to make the playoffs. So I want to be able to take note of this, and I'm going to have Coach put it into the ledger of accountability. I just want to do a simple exercise here. Same thing we did before. It's going to take a 3-1 majority to come up with the answer that everybody's got to agree on. Who wins the AFC East? Just right now. You're talking.
Just blurt it out.
Blurt it out. Bobby, put your vote in. AFC East. Who
Buffalo
wins?
Bills.
Buffalo. Okay, so we got Buffalo. Pat, your vote wasn't even necessary in that one. So
then I'll go with Miami.
Okay, good. Well, then you're just going to be the contrarian on that one. I'm going to let you go first in the AFC North, which is a much more difficult choice potentially.
Oh, I don't want to go first.
Yeah, you're going first.
Baltimore.
He goes Baltimore. I go Bengals.
I go Bengals.
I go Baltimore.
Ooh.
Splitskis.
Okay, we're going to have to put that one aside for the second. We go to the AFC South. Jamie, the AFC South, who wins? It's not a very good division.
I'm going to go Colts.
I will go Colts.
I go Titans.
I will go Titans as well.
Okay, we're going to need another tiebreaker coming up here. How about the AFC West?
This is the toughest one in sports.
I think it's really, really tough.
I know who Pat's not taking, so I'll take them. I'll say the Chiefs.
I'm going to say the Chiefs. Jamie,
my gut said Chiefs.
So you want to go Broncos, though?
I do.
He wants to say Broncos.
I do. But my gut said Chiefs, so I'm going to go Chiefs.
I'll go Broncos.
You go Broncos?
Yeah.
Jamie could have held off for that one with you.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the NFC.
It's a safer play.
In the NFC West, who wins?
I got Rams.
The Niners feels like, I don't know.
Rams.
I have Rams.
Yeah, I'm going to go
So
Rams,
okay.
but I'm tempted by the Niners. There.
I got the Rams. All right, NFC South, Pat. think it's an easy one.
No, it's
No?
not.
Really?
Matty Rule.
Oh, no. You're not doing that.
No, it's Tampa.
It's Tampa.
Tampa's dealing with injuries.
Anyone
but
else?
It's still Tampa.
Anyone else?
No, Tampa.
All right, good. All right, NFC North, Pat.
Well, I just went.
All right, Bob, you can go.
Packers.
NFC North.
Packers.
All right, we got Packers.
I'll go Minnesota.
NFC East. Eagles.
Who?
The Eagles.
The who?
The Eagles. That's what Olivia used to call them. The Eagles.
Yeah, I'll go Eagles also. Although it was with a little hesitation.
Jamie?
I'll go Eagles. It's not hesitation.
It's not
for me.
hesitation
Thanks,
for
Pat.
me.
Because I'm a diehard Cowboys fan. I didn't want to have to make that.
So we found two of the divisions. The exercise was meant to create that two of the divisions we sort of don't agree on. I was reading a thing yesterday where the NFL is such a great sport, where they did a fan survey that NFL fans, sports fans, excuse me, from an older story on Bleacher Report that I missed earlier in the summer, that they believe that the NFL is the greatest sport because it's completely unpredictable year to year. Now, we just went through it there, and we picked 6 of the 8 division winners by consensus. 4 guys, 4 differing opinions, 4 different sets of eyes. We picked 6 of the 8. So do you believe the NFL, do you believe the talking point that the reason the NFL is so predictable, so successful, is because of its unpredictability year to year?
Yeah, kind of. Because I don't think we'll be right on those 6.
So you don't think those 6 we're going to be right on?
No, not all of them. I think 5 of the 8 probably would be right. So that leaves almost half the division's kind of up for grabs every year.
What do fans say is the most predictable sport? And it wasn't close.
Basketball?
Yeah. The
Really?
NBA. Yes.
They think that's unpredictable?
No, most predictable.
Oh, okay.
The NBA is the most predictable. The NFL is the least predictable sport.
Oh, disagree with
They
that.
think
I thought the NHL would be.
Yeah, NHL.
They think college.
Yeah.
How many different Stanley Cup champs is the? I mean,
I think it has more to do with like how many people that are surveyed are hockey fans.
That could be also. College football considered to be, though, if you take all sports involved, sports fans believe college football is the most predictable. Because before the year, you can tell 5 teams that are going to be discussed for the national championship, and you most likely won't be wrong on any of them.
Yeah,
you're not going to find that outlier team unless the committee's trying to be cute and say Cincinnati does belong in here.
Yeah,
unless they do that, you're going to find the teams that really belong.
But take that AFC West. How the hell do you pick that winner? You know what I mean? All 4 teams are loaded. That could go either way.
It really could. I wanted to say Chargers.
I wanted to say Broncos.
See, I wanted to lean Chargers, so it does it.
Yeah, and I went Chocolate Chiefs. So yeah, that is going to be a fun division to watch.
AFC North. Would I be shocked if the Ravens won it? No.
That's because.
But I picked the Bengals.
That's because the Ravens tend to be that
steady.
That organization.
Yeah,
they tend to be someone that carries it together there. I just
and the NFC East. Who knows?
Well, we know Dallas won't win it if you believe the predictable of they never repeat.
It's since 2004.
Is it
2004,
than that, isn't it?
Yeah,
2004.
Yeah.
So if you believe that, because it was the Commodes, then it was the Cowboys. So now you've got so after the Cowboys winning, it should be the Eagles this year. Maybe it'll be the Giants. Maybe I don't. Boy, if you just want to entertain yourself as a sports fan, go read everything out of Giants camp. That the Giants offense looks awful.
Yeah, Tyrod Taylor might be taking over that job.
Brian Dable, though, he's got he's got a long haul job there. And for some reason, they made him do Daniel Jones for 1 year, or they claim that he wanted to see what Daniel Jones had. That in the interview process, he said, "Let me have a shot at him." To me, that's a coach saying, "I know I'm going to suck the first year.
Yeah.
Let me have a built-in excuse." So he builds it in by saying, "Let me be the good guy. I'm gonna try to."
Or they just want a top 5 pick.
That could be too. Maybe that's his strategy.
That's the quickest route to fixing it. Is give me C.J. Stroud year 2, and I'll take you in the right direction.
And we'll get it going in the right direction. I don't blame them.
I don't either.
How much is it going to piss you off though if the Giants just sort of,
if they have a top 3 pick?
Let's say the Giants pull a Sixers.
Yeah, that sucks.
And just literally say, we're doing the best to go get a quarterback that you guys are going to face for 15 years, and he has the potential to be a killer.
That's all right. They had that in Eli Manning who won 2 Super Bowls but couldn't come close to beating the Eagles in 15, however many years he was there. Like,
yeah,
the Eagles owned him.
Like they did.
Yeah.
They did.
Giants, that's nothing.
Really,
to
they
me.
don't.
Nah, nothing.
They don't. Well, they shouldn't
Nothing.
concern you now.
No,
But
they
I
haven't
think
concerned me for years. Like, seriously, that whole Eli Manning run, the Eagles owned
they did.
Eli Manning and the Giants. So, yeah, right now they're just like they're by the curb.
But if the Giants and the Commanders, Pat, are both really, really bad this year, we're going to hate draft night.
I don't think we're going to hate draft night at all. I think we're going to like draft night because they have 2 first-round picks. So we're going to be looking at it like, you might have the 3rd, the 4th overall pick, and that's going to suck, but we have 2 shots at this of getting it right. So I don't think we're going to hate draft night at all. I also don't think that there's a chance that in hell that Brian Dable, whatever you want to call him, he's got to earn the right for me to pronounce his name correctly. But I don't think that there's a shot that he just tanks the season. He seems way too much like a Harry Hardo. We're going to
football guy.
Yeah, we're going to get after it.
See, I don't think he's anything like his predecessor.
I do.
I don't.
I get the introductory press conference. He's yelling at reporters for being 5 minutes late.
What do you think about What do you think about the? I know you earlier loved Jamie the sweatpants policy.
Mm-hmm. I do like that.
That place looks like it honestly, it looks like they're walking into.
They're athletes.
97.5 The Fanatic during the wintertime.
Be comfortable.
It really is. They're just.
All I care about is how you play on the field.
I'm interested to see how it works.
Yeah.
I find him very interesting.
Team
Brian
flights,
Dable.
wear whatever you want, guys. I don't care. It's not a damn fashion show. This isn't Paris.
I wanted him as the Eagles coach.
I find him really interesting.
Yeah, I do
he's
too.
He's an intriguing guy.
And he was.
I didn't feel that way about Joe Judge.
No, and he had a big part in Josh Allen's turning around the MVP candidate and all that. So yeah, I mean, he earned it. I don't mind him. He seemed all right.
Hey, Amtrak's hiring. Amtrak offers competitive compensation packages and a comprehensive benefits program to meet your needs, like if you had a wife and a son. Your future rides with Amtrak. Careers.amtrak.com. Careers.amtrak.com.
Who could that be?
I was just like saying.
Just hypothetically.
Actually, one of our listeners is driving to work.
Somebody cool.
Let's say they have and you like,
real cool.
It doesn't say you like ice cream obsessively, but it is in the mix.
That's a black raspberry last night.
Don't leave us, Pat. Did you really?
Please, Pat.
Yeah.
We couldn't live without you. November 22nd, circle it on your calendar, but I'm asking, is this really an end date? It's the John Kincade Show. Thanks for being with us early this morning here on 97.5 The Fanatic. I know your windows are cracked. Some of them are hard to open. You maybe can't lock them anymore. They've swelled up. It's just not doing the job. More importantly, they're drafty. So what they're doing is they're letting all the air conditioning out in the summertime so the hot air gets in, or they are letting the cold air in the wintertime, which runs your heating bills through the roof. If you need vinyl windows, wood windows, fiberglass windows, my friends at Window Nation have got the deal for you. It's their back-to-school sale. They're going to give you 2 free windows for every 2 that you buy. You need 20 windows for your house, you're only paying for 10. But there's more. You're not opening your wallet until 2025. You lower your energy bills, you raise the value of your home. You do business with a company that's got an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Better yet, they're cutting the deal in half. Buy 2, get 2 free on any new style window from Window Nation, and you're paying nothing until 2025. Every style, every size, every color that you can need. Do your window shopping online at windownation.com, and then call them at 866-90-NATION. That's 866-90-NATION.
The John Kincade Show.
They're like the family from hell on acid that's on steroids.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Guess what, folks? Yes, you know it. It's August. Going into September, college football is back. It's time to enjoy the tradition, the fun, and the great offers from DraftKings Sportsbook to celebrate the best time of the year. And right now, new customers, well, you can bet just $5 on any team and get $200 in free bets instantly, win or lose. If that's not enough of the action, you can also place the same game parlay for a shot at an even bigger payout. Just combine multiple bets into one, like which team will get the win, which team to score first, and more. I love these. I've been telling you about them for so long. How about a few games on, let's go to a little bit later in the month. Let's go to Northwestern and Nebraska. How about UNLV, Idaho State? Well, you could pick one of those games and then go in there, pick the winner, the first half, the second half, and put that into one big parlay and see how you make out. And don't be worried because DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable. Best of all, you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. So all you have to do is download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now, use promo code FANATIC. Bet just $5 on any college football game and get $200 in free bets instantly. That's code FANATIC only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older. Pennsylvania only. One per new customer. Minimum $5 deposit and wager. $200 issued as 8 $25 free bets. Restrictions apply. See terms at DraftKings.com/sportsbook in partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Not long ago, I wouldn't even leave my house.
Addiction had such a hold on me.
I was a stranger in my own life.
My sister told me about 844-REACH-NJ.
I learned about medication that could support recovery.
And it's working for me.
With medication supporting my recovery, I'm moving forward.
844-REACH-NJ was my first step back into life.
And it feels amazing.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Call 844-REACH-NJ to learn about medication that can support your recovery. A message from the New Jersey Department of Human Services.
Staples has everything for school at great prices. So this year you won't go back to school. You'll be ready to move forward into art class.
A 4-foot replica of the Statue of Liberty using elbow macaroni?
With glue and art supplies from Staples.
By tomorrow.
Right now, 24-count Crayola crayons and Polly Pocket folders are just 50 cents each. Plus, select lunch and backpack sets are only $14.99. Staples, we're not going back. We're going forward to school. In-store only, folder and crayon offers and 827, limit 30. Backpacks and 820.
You could save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, but when we just come out and say it, it feels like it falls a bit flat. So we're going to sing it.
We're singing words now.
We'll even sing the business part.
Save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive.
Now that's a commercial you'll remember, even if you don't remember the bundle and save with Progressive part.
We're singing a commercial.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discount not available in all states or situations.
This is the end of the jingle. A jingle about insurance.
You know what a booster shot can be like? Charging a cell phone. Just like a cell phone charger helps restore your battery, a booster is given after a primary series vaccination to enhance or restore protection against COVID-19, which wanes over time. Boosters are recommended for people 5 years and older. Schedule a booster appointment as soon as eligible. You can even make the appointment on your phone, as long as it's charged. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
Like bones, your teeth lose density and become weaker over time, which can lead to tooth decay. And that can make your visit to the dentist feel like this. But if you want your dental visit to feel like this, try Crest Densify. Crest Densify actively rebuilds tooth density to extend the life of teeth by remineralizing enamel. Densify from Crest, the #1 toothpaste brand in America. Smile, Crest has you covered.
In the wee hours of the night, when everyone else is fast asleep, you're the one on third shift, burning the midnight oil. When a part fails and everything comes to a grinding halt, regardless of what the clock on the wall says, you leap into action. Grainger is with you and all the ones who get it done. With 24/7 customer support by phone or click to chat. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Car shoppers, with light inventories and heavy markups, is it even possible to find a fair deal out there? To be sure, Faulkner Buick GMC in Westchester is the region's trusted name for selection and savings, with no markups and nothing priced above MSRP. Fair, honest pricing has been our way for over 30 years. Find the perfect vehicle, whether you pre-order or drive it off the lot today at Faulkner Buick GMC in Westchester on Auto Park Boulevard and at FaulknerAuto.com. To be sure.
Cigars are not a safe alternative to cigarettes. Looking for a premium smoke? Then welcome to the world of Al Capone cigars, where we're keeping it real. Using only premium natural leaf wrappers, Al Capones are hand-rolled for a unique look and smooth flavor. From mellow to bold to the rich flavor of sweet cognac, Al Capone cigars stand out. Elevate your style with Al Capone My Way. For Al Capones near you, text premium to 909-909. Text premium to 909-909.
Listen to 97.5 The Fanatic everywhere. On Alexa at 975thefanatic.com, the Fanatic app, and now on Odyssey. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Whether you were a day one listener or have just joined the party, we're glad to have you here. It's the John Kincade Show. It's continuing now
on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
It's the John Kincade Show on The Fanatic. All right, Tony wants to play hooky on Tuesday afternoon. And he said, can I blame Bob if the boss lays me off?
I don't want you to get laid off.
Because I'm putting the idea out there that it was your idea to like get out of work in the afternoon and come play golf with us on Tuesday. The Scramblewood at Ramblewood presented by Corona Premier. That might not be fair that I'm, putting people's careers at jeopardy and putting it on you.
Yeah, don't get fired. Be honest, though. Be honest with the boss. Like, hey, I'm going to support something. Am I okay to get everything done by noon or whatever it may be? Yeah, because then you'll feel better about yourself. And
be honest with the boss.
Be honest with the boss. Just say, hey, I'm going out to support a really good cause. Are you cool with it? I can do something on the back end if we're tied up a little bit or whatever. And I'm sure the boss will be, yeah, go do what you got to do.
You may be like 3 or 4 Coronas in by then. Corona Premier's. Then the work might get a little sloppy. Yeah. Pat, can you believe that new policy there from Bob? Be honest with the boss.
Bob,
I'm not doing that.
I don't think that's a new policy of mine.
I'm not doing that. There's not enough money in my bank account.
You're assuming bosses are cool all the time.
You're just listen to Bob. Bob's in Friday mode. He's feeling
You have a lot of work to do.
I got a kid who's 23 years old who works in Charlotte, just started a job. And I talked to him yesterday. I said, how was work? He called me yesterday afternoon late. He said, work's work. I said, oh, are you driving home? Or are you home? No, I worked from home today. They have the option. I said, oh, why'd you work from home today? Why didn't you go in? Phillies wrong.
Oh my gosh!
I'm like, you kids, man. It's
quite a life.
It's fine. He's allowed to work. They want him to work from home. He prefers to go into the office because he likes to see people and stuff like that. But yesterday he chose to work from home.
I mean that's a good day to stay at home.
But you're not work. His thing is that people like you're just as productive at home. Yeah, because you're staying home to watch the Phillies game. Bull crap.
You have it on
you
the
are
background.
just
Baseball's
as productive at home.
So easy to have on in the background and follow.
I know, but you're not having it on. Most likely, you're not having it on at the office.
If we are going to pretend that everybody who comes in here today is working for the full 8 hours, then I don't know what to tell you.
Just about full 8 hours. How many of them are going to sit and watch the Phillies game?
How many of them are going to sit on pointless Zoom meetings where they contemplate why they didn't get into finance? Like, let's be real here. The amount of pointless meetings that we have, Zoom, in person, where you're just sitting there twiddling your thumbs thinking about anything but the topic at hand. Yeah, let's not pretend that the Phillies game is the be-all, end-all of distractions, because some of those Zoom meetings that I've sat on, holy God.
I think Joe Z's going to come in and smack you.
It's not Joe Z's fault.
Because his 8 hours is an 8 hour. I mean, and he's usually pushing 9 or 10.
You meander around, then you go to the bathroom. You stretch that out from 5 to 10 minutes.
10 minutes in the bathroom?
Then you take an hour
10 minutes
lunch.
is a good time frame for
Nobody's going to question if you're in the bathroom for 15 minutes, because then they just assume you're going through it.
Jamie Frankel has little hourglasses that they have to flip when they go to the bathroom. They flip it
as a kid
on top of
my teeth. Yeah.
Cubicle.
Wait a second.
No, they don't have that.
So Jamie Frankel's our head of sales.
Sales, yes. So when they go to the bathroom,
who's they? When her salespeople?
Yeah, they flip an hourglass, and then they're to be back.
4-minute poops and peas.
Hands wiped, everything back to their seats. Bob, I'm joking.
The hell are they running there?
Josie puts on his headset, acts like he's selling. I realized the other day that headset's not even plugged in.
It isn't?
He's perfected the George Costanza.
He's got it going on.
He just looks like he's working really hard, but he's not.
Hey, try Wendy's hot and crispy fries. Natural cut skin-on fries, perfectly sprinkled with sea salt. Better than ever at participating U.S. Wendy's. Make sure that you do that. November 22nd is a Tuesday before Thanksgiving, and it will be the Ben Simmons return game. But I asked the question at this point, and I think I already know the answer. But is it going to be over once we have that night? The payoff settlement, to me, raises his creep factor to a whole new level. And honestly, the fact that there was just, we'll settle with you. We don't want to have to fight you, I think is pathetic on the Sixers' part. I'm just flat out saying it. I think it's pathetic that they would not take a stand against a malingerer who absolutely took 4 opportunities to come up with a reason why he wasn't coming to work. And the fourth one was, it's a mental illness thing. And then wasn't able to produce the doctor to be able to give him that diagnosis. The fan reaction that night is going to be front and center. The whole nation's going to be watching. We already know that. They are just waiting to paint us as Neanderthal idiots that are going to harass poor little Ben Simmons. So, in that spirit, do we want to try and create some sort of a special memory for him that night?
Well, let me just ask this. You're assuming he plays?
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm not.
By November 22nd, he's not playing?
Oh, I think he'll be playing. I think he could conveniently miss that game. I'm not putting that past him that he walks onto that court.
No. I'm not saying to you that I'm putting it past him that he would take a punk move like that. This is somebody who actually was willing to claim that they weren't playing because of mental illness. So they were willing to hide behind something.
I'm at the point I'd be more surprised if he played than he didn't.
They have the only thing is it's a back-to-back. And this is where I say the next night they play at Toronto.
Well, then he'll take off conveniently game one of the back-to-back and play game two. This is already built in for him to take off.
I go back and forth on this.
He's going to have to rip the Band-Aid off at some point.
Part of me thinks that he doesn't want to play basketball at all anymore. I really do. I don't think he likes to play basketball. I really don't. And
There's
I've
a
said that
difference
for
between that,
years.
though, right?
For a couple of years. Whether he suits up or not, it wouldn't surprise me if he doesn't suit up for the Brooklyn Nets for a large portion of the season. It wouldn't surprise me if they go into training camp and it's, he's still not ready to go or whatever. Then the other part of me says he just doesn't care. He came into Philadelphia last year and sat on the bench. He didn't play and got his ass booed and all that stuff. I don't think it phases him. I think this guy is so just out there that I don't think he cares if he comes in and plays. I don't think if he cares if he comes in and doesn't play. I don't think he cares if he gets booed, if he gets cheered. I just don't think he really cares all that much.
Both games in Philly are back-to-backs. So the next night they play a game.
Yeah.
One is on the road, one is on back home in Brooklyn.
Yeah, that was nice, Adam Silver, to give him that out.
So I think there's going to be that potential out. The games in Brooklyn, though, do not give him that luxury.
Well, it's more of a safe space up there.
By the way, the game against, if he skips the two Philly games.
That would be hilarious.
If he does, Saturday, February 11th. It's not a back-to-back. It's a Saturday night, 6 o'clock in Brooklyn. I think Philly sports trips.
I was waiting for you to end your statement, and I was going to jump on and say, Vince from Philly Sports Trips will have a busload of Sixers fans going up to that game.
I believe that's the day before the Super Bowl. I think it's Super Bowl weekend, Saturday night, 6 o'clock in Brooklyn. So there's one potentially to put on your calendar.
To your original question, I'm kind of over him.
Kind of over him?
In terms of giving him the reaction.
The headspace.
Yeah. He's worthy of boos. That's fine. But I don't think it needs to be some grand charade of enemy of the state, war criminal, throw him in Guantanamo anymore. It's just like, I'm over it.
Show him all the care that he showed you. That's what I would say to fans. Like, he didn't care about you. Don't care about him.
And look, the team's not left, abandoned and desolate and no chance. I like this Sixers team. I like where they're at. I like their chances. So it's not like he completely left the organization in ruins.
No. He burned it to the ground.
Not really. I do that trade 10 out of 10 times again.
Well, wait a minute, though.
Still.
But you told me in this studio, you blamed him for last year, the mess that last year was.
Yeah, he did.
So, he did. He burned
but I'm over it now.
So he burned a big season down where they had a chance to potentially compete for a championship.
Yeah, but because Joel Embiid was so good, you kind of stayed above water a little bit. But I'm not going to waste any more of my time on him. So I don't think he deserves this grand orchestrated event to
So nothing from us. We don't want to do any.
That's how I would
just ignore it.
Yeah, if we were that station and Sid that said, listen, here's what you need to do tonight, I would say, here's what you need: apathy towards him.
Apathy.
I would love the
that
old
might hurt him the most.
High school move of just like turning your back to him. If you could pull that
Pick up
off.
the newspaper in front of your face.
Yeah, to put the newspaper in front of your face.
But the Daily News is like $2.95 now.
I know, nobody can
People
afford
couldn't afford it.
But that would be funny, but that's about it.
Hey, join the Fanatic in our show as we cheer on the Birds in Arizona. Reserve your spot now with a small deposit at phillysportstrips.com. Philly Sports Trips, where you travel with the pros. And we have secured our broadcast spot. We will be telling you about it coming up for the Friday and the Monday in Arizona. We have a great Philly-themed broadcast spot for you that we will reveal coming up. So if you're making the trip out to Arizona, you'll have a chance to hang out with us Friday or Monday, and we'll see you. And we've got some great events, including golf on Friday morning.
I was talking to our man Vince yesterday.
How was Vince?
Everything's great. Ever-growing family. He can't wait for Arizona. I was asking him about some little specifics. It's going to be such a good time out there.
I just want to tell you, too, though, the one thing I took away from the Sixers schedule release, the final 10 games, which this year was like Mickey Mouse Club down the stretch.
I took a screenshot of it.
It's
that bad.
At Golden State, at Phoenix, at Denver. Wow. Come home, play Dallas, play Toronto. Then go to Milwaukee. Come home, play Boston, play Miami. Go to Atlanta, go to Brooklyn. Holy gosh, that is a nasty final 10 games. So the Sixers better have their positioning sort of locked up.
Yeah.
Because that's a terrible way to end the season.
I mean, at worst, you should go 5-5.
Yeah, but that could end up costing you
could.
a seed or two.
Yeah.
I mean, you better have feasted on the bad teams, like we're talking about with the Phillies doing. You better take care of business against the bad teams, because that is a nasty, nasty schedule with you. In Cooney's Corner, Bob's telling us something that he's thought for a while in this baseball season.
Now, let's see what's in Cooney's Corner.
Yeah, I was sitting around yesterday after the Phillies game got done, and they, as you said, John, they get shut out for the fourth time in 8 days. I mean, that's crazy because this team, you thought it was a bunch of bashers. I don't know what's going on with that. So throughout the course of a baseball season, this is what I came up with. You have things that go well for a while, right? You'll get guys on hot streaks. You'll get teams on hot streaks. You'll have pitchers that'll go 5, 6, 7 outings, much like Grainger Suarez is now, and just be absolutely spectacular. And then you'll have things that'll go bad for a while. Castellanos has gone bad for pretty much the whole year. JT Realmuto started the year really bad. You had Kincade, wasn't a good closer at the beginning of the year. But then you also have things that are consistent throughout the year. If you look at any teams in baseball, you can say, oh, yeah, he's just been, or they've just been really consistent all year long. I'm having trouble figuring out, like, who's been what for this Phillies team and what can we count on moving forward? Now, I'm not saying this in a bad way.
What?
I'm not saying this in a bad way. Like, who the hell is this team? I'm saying it in a way of, much like I did at the All-Star break, where I said the team has a good record, and yet nobody has performed really above expectations. The Schwarber home run thing was different, and that was one thing. But there was nobody else that you said, I don't think they can do that in the second half of the year, what they did in the first half of the year. So my thing is, who's been really, really good for long stretches so far for this Phillies team?
Kyle Schwarber. Bryce
He's
Harper.
hitting 200.
Yeah, I know, but
you can't say that.
You can't say that.
He's leading the National League in home runs. I can say that.
No, you can say who's been a good home run hitter for them.
I mean,
he hasn't been good at the plate. He's heading to the bench 4 out of 5 times.
He's leading the National League in home runs.
Yeah, but he's a good home run hitter.
No, I mean, that's good. Saying. Yeah.
That's today's game. I mean, average doesn't matter like it used to.
Bryce Harper's missed the last 2 months. Like
but he was he was probably an MVP candidate when he was playing.
So the caveats are there for those guys. Like you can't. There's okay.
I don't even put caveats on Schwarber. I mean, he straight up dominated Major League Baseball for June and July
with a 200 average.
It is what it is.
I completely disagree with that premise.
If they don't have Kyle Schwarber, you're not where you are right now.
No, he's a great home run hitter.
Yeah, but
he heads to the bench 4 out of 5 times. Has unproductive at bats.
Look at Major League Baseball. There's like a handful of guys that hit over 300 anymore.
No, I got that part of it.
That's because pitching's better now than it ever was.
But it's feast or famine.
Yeah, but I'm not putting qualifiers on it. Kyle Schwarber dominated 2 months of the Major League season.
It's been 4 months, though.
Yeah, and he dominated 2 of them. I mean, he wasn't that great in the beginning of the year.
Yeah, but we can't count on him, though. You can't.
I think you can count on him.
No, he had a month. He had like a 6-week tear. It's fair. 6-week tear.
I mean, there's not a lot of guys that have played that well for the Phillies offensively.
Well, that's what I mean. I think that's Bob's point.
Yeah, but Schwarber.
We don't have anybody that you can count on. Like, who's to say Schwarber?
I mean, Connor wrote it up. He was NL Player of the Month.
Okay,
that counts.
Yeah, it is. It's a 4-month season, though.
Yeah, but that's all. I mean,
you can't.
If you
there's
look
no
to their
consistency.
record,
who's consistent? The most consistent
Kyle
player.
Schwarber's consistent.
No, the most consistent guy on the team he's not consistent at all.
Yeah.
Schwarber's. No, he's not.
You know what you're getting. You're not getting a 300 hitter. You're
That's
getting a
not
guy that swings out
consistent.
of his shoes and hits bombs.
Alec Boehm has been their most. Him and we know
Alec
without
Boehm had a horrible first couple of months also.
No, he didn't though. Did he?
He
I don't think
started
so.
out strong and then he dipped, and
Then he had a slight dip. Alec Boehm has had the best. I think he's had the best year at the plate. As far as
now he's hitting like 285 now. Yeah,
and Segura tends to be that too.
Again, another guy that was out for 2 months.
Exactly, but you can. I don't know
the
what
name of the
you can
game is
count
run
on.
production. Alec Boehm has 46. Kyle Schwarber has 69.
No, but I'm
How
saying
many?
you're talking about consistency.
69.
You're talking about consistency of what he does, the productivity, the consistency. Alec Boehm's been there.
So we've defined kind of what's been the good, and that was Harper, but he's been out for a couple months. Schwarber is what you're saying, but again, he hits 200. You can't deny that. Yeah. So
I know, but I don't know why we have to qualify him. He is what he is.
Okay, but 200 isn't good. We're
That's
talking
not
about what
good.
the things have been really good with the Phillies. 200. The guy hits home runs and does nothing else.
He hits
That's
home runs.
okay.
He's a great
But that's
home run
good.
hitter.
I'd take that.
Okay,
It's good. I don't know why we need to qualify.
I'm not qualifying. I'm
Both of
saying
you say he does
I'm
this,
saying
but he's hitting 200.
he has one.
It's
he has
not
one,
a fallacy.
He has a great skill.
It's not like we're putting opinion upon his 34 home runs.
No, but you're
We're
trying
saying
to.
he's had 34 home runs and he hits 200 at the plate for a leadoff hitter.
Yeah, but it's just not necessary.
Well, then it's
For
not
the
necessary to say he hits 34 home runs.
For the purpose of this is who's been good for the Phillies. He's been good.
I'm saying he's also been bad.
Not really. I mean, he had a slow start. Outside of that, he's been good. I mean, Connor wrote
I said
up
he's also been bad.
I don't agree.
You don't. You just said he had a
I
slow
don't care
start.
about
He
his
was
average.
bad.
I don't care about his average.
You just
I find
said
it
he had
irrelevant.
a slow start. That's bad.
It was a slow start. It wasn't
Who's
bad.
been consistent on this Phillies team? Take away pitchers.
Boehm, Reese, Harper, and
Reese
Schwarber.
has been
Yes,
very.
fine. So the whole practice of this, the whole reason I brought this up was it's really hard to define who's been. Schwarber has been good. He's also been bad, in my opinion. There's been guys that have just been bad. Who's been the consistent, which you usually get on a baseball team throughout the year? And it's probably Alec Boehm. And and Hoskins has been up and down too. I know that's what he is. But the consistency, I just have trouble categorizing what this team is. You know, like you're going to go into a playoff pretty soon. You don't know what the set lineup's going to be. You don't know, this guy for sure should be here, except for Bryce Harper. But again, he's coming back after an injury, and you don't know how long that's going to take to go. So I just kind of need stability with this team going forward once everybody's in place. But I don't know what that stability is.
Okay, one of our listeners.
Bryce Harper is the stability.
One of our listeners here, Danny, says that he said, I agree. I tend to agree with what Bob and John are saying. But when I study the numbers, Kyle Schwarber can be arguably considered one of the most consistent players on the team despite his 200 average. He said he might have the fewest games of any player that he appeared in without a hit. He hits in almost every game that he appears in, and which is really strange. So I pull up the numbers. So he gives me the link, and I pull up the numbers, and it's unbelievable. So we got a streak here, like starting April 14th. 1 for 5, 1 for 5, 1 for 4, 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 1 for 5, 1 for 4, 1 for 4, 1 for 6, 1 for 4, 1 for 3, 1 for 4, 1 for 4. He did not have a zero.
It doesn't feel like that.
He did not have a zero. He didn't have a zero hit game. I mean, he's been an incredibly consistent. He said for a 200 hitter, he's been an incredibly consistent 200 hitter.
Yeah, I mean, when you talk about him, it's just like I just assume he's like a 205, 210 hitter.
He said he's a very consistent 200 hitter. He doesn't go.
He went 28 straight games getting on base.
Right. I mean, that's very consistent. So that plays to that. He said, but then again, he goes, I don't know anyone who would say that a 200 hitter is one of your most consistent players, but he rarely goes games where he puts up the offer.
I mean, like, think about it. Have you ever seen anyone like this? We have to go into the Dave Kingmans of the world and maybe some others. Guys that are leading the league in home runs and hitting 200.
I mean,
it's
pitching's better than it's ever been.
It's kind of weird. I mean, that's not.
That is
not
a weird.
normal.
It's
just not normal.
It is strange, but
and he's your leadoff hitter.
But Jamie, I can see your point though, because and Danny, thank you for sending the link there. That is true. To put up that many games where you go 1 for 5, 1 for 5, 1 for 4, 1 for 5, but you still get a hit in the game. You don't show up nothing.
So does anybody? I got a trivia question for you. How many guys in the National League right now are hitting over 300?
11.
7.
Ding, ding, ding. 7.
Really? 7.
Like it's a new era of baseball. It just is. Because when I was growing up, it felt like there was 25 guys hitting over 300.
Well, I bet you there were.
Yeah. I don't like a 200 average.
Well,
I'm not trying to
the era of analytics.
I'm not trying to justify it. I mean, a 210 average is not great, but he is what he is.
Yeah.
He's a modern baseball dinger.
Danny has Jamie Lynch's back.
Thank you, Danny.
Way to go, Dan.
Danny's a dentist.
And I'm not an anti-dentite.
You're not an anti-dentite.
No, I don't like going to the dentist, but I respect what you do.
You don't like getting your teeth cleaned?
No, I've had a lot of implants, and
really?
I got hit in the mouth with a baseball bat.
I thought yours were real.
No, very fake.
Oh, really?
And they're spectacular.
They are spectacular.
Yeah, once you have an implant, you kind of lose all desire to go to
done at that point.
The dentist. Yeah,
I enjoy.
They
it.
suck.
I wish I could get my teeth cleaned every month.
Oh, you're sick.
You can if you pay for it.
Yeah,
just not gonna pay for it. Pat, you like going to the dentist that often? No,
really?
Not a fan.
No.
You're not a fan of it.
No,
you're not a fan. Bob, you're not a fan.
I don't mind. I don't care.
I like going to the dentist.
I think the scrape so hard.
You got to go. You got to go.
No, use the sandblaster. Tell them to use the sandblaster.
Sandblaster?
They have a thing. It's a sandblaster where they don't have to scrape.
Yeah, John goes home and Christina takes out the power wash and she says, "Smile, bitch."
There you go. Open up, baby. Here it comes. All right. A interesting piece out of the Bleacher Report that I think could add to an interesting conversation we're going to have. John Kincade Show continues here on 97.5 The Fanatic. The new BetParks app is really, really cool because you've got the digital casino and the sports book all in one app that makes it really, really easy for you. And I've said it before. You want a little time waster, you want a little fun, 25-cent hand blackjack. I can celebrate like I just won a $50 hand, believe me. But betting futures on the professional football and the college football is truly where my interest lies right now. I don't bet on preseason games. I'm just not going to do it. But I will bet on things that I think I know about the upcoming season. Do you think you know who the division champions are? If you are, bet them now with a futures bet. If you believe you know who is going to be over or under their win total, you're very, very confident about it, check them all out on the BetParks app. And did you know that BetParks is also an official betting partner of the PGA Tour? You're going to absolutely love it. New users can get a risk-free bet up to $750. Your risk-free bet will be refunded in site credit. Sportsbook and casino all in one. You got to be 21 in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
If you don't like it, go on the internet and complain.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Hi, it's Cuz. Is your summer weight loss plan not working out as well as you hope? Look, hope is not a strategy. This is what you got to do. Contact njdiet.com today. They will contractually guarantee you will lose 20 to 40 plus pounds in only 40 days. Just go to njdiet.com. Their program starts with bioenergetically personalized supplements that are based on your saliva, your hair, and your blood work. And then NJ Diet uses DNA testing to create your ideal diet plan and workout regimen to help you keep the weight off. If you're not sure you can do it alone, NJ Diet's with you every step of the way. You're fully monitored by their certified staff to make sure you're burning fat, not just losing water. You'll also get the doctor's personal email and phone number. NJ Diet is committed to you keeping the weight off. It's all natural, no shots, no hormones, no surgery, no prepackaged foods. Locations close by: Newark, Delaware, King of Prussia, Cherry Hill. Worldwide live online video consultations. Call them. 855-5NJ-DIET or go to njdiet.com. That's njdiet.com and lose the weight for good.
Did you get the Clement Horizon clean last night? I don't want another barnacle incident. Where's Ivan?
Kiki's head of docking operations just jumped ship.
What do you mean he's sailing around the world?
She needs a new marina manager to help keep her head above water.
Yeah, the tide's perfect, but we are slammed.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Let's be real. Mopping is a hassle. You have to fill the bucket, pushing a wet, heavy mop around, then cleaning the mop when you're done so it doesn't grow bacteria. A hassle on top of a hassle. Try Swiffer WetJet. With Swiffer WetJet, you start with a fresh pad and cleaning solution every time. And when you're done, you just toss the pad. Swiffer WetJet, the faster, easier, cleaner way to clean your floors.
You've been putting back a few, and a few becomes a few too many. For a moment, you think of calling for a ride, but nah, you live nearby. What's the worst that could happen? You get pulled over, your insurance goes up, you lose your license, you total your car, you kill someone. The results of driving drunk are tragic. That's why law enforcement is out there looking for impaired drivers to save lives. So if you think you're okay to drive after a few drinks, think again. Drive sober or get pulled over. Paid for by NHTSA.
You know what a booster shot can be like? Charging a cell phone. Just like a cell phone charger helps restore your battery, a booster is given after a primary series vaccination to enhance or restore protection against COVID-19, which wanes over time. Boosters are recommended for people 5 years and older. Schedule a booster appointment as soon as eligible. You can even make the appointment on your phone, as long as it's charged. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
Progressive presents Married to Your Home.
I'm disgusting.
Oh, House, don't say that.
You could live someplace so much better than me.
That's not true.
Oh, yeah? Look at these uneven stairs. Gross.
House, you know I don't care.
Ugh, and the squeaky door hinge.
Well, I think it's cute.
No matter how much you already love your house, you'll love it more knowing you could save big bundling your home and auto with Progressive. Coverage from Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Bundle discount not available in all states or situations.
5X480. Dayton B100 V-Belt. One of the many parts Grainger carries. It's also the item that helped Rob carry the day. The job was on hold. Deadline fast approaching. But a quick search on Grainger.com and Rob found his part. And with same-day pickup at his local branch, he and his crew got the job done safely and on time. Get supplies and solutions for every industry with real-time product availability. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Hey, it's Ricky Bo. If you're looking for a new car this summer, visit the team at Barlow Buick GMC in Woodbury, New Jersey. They have huge savings on all vehicles in stock, including the new GMC Sierra. Barlow is family-owned and operated since 1971. That's over 50 years of honest pricing and dedicated service, so you know you're in the right hands. When you shop at Barlow, there are no dealer fees or markups. Order your next vehicle from Barlow. Visit Barlow Buick GMC in Woodbury or at barlowautogroup.com.
Hey guys, Andrew here to congratulate my friends over at Family and Company Jewelers in Marlton, New Jersey. They were just named SJ Magazine's best bridal jewelry store for 2022. Guys, listen, if you're looking to get engaged, Family and Company is the only place to go. The largest selection of designer jewelry, the best service, and the best prices. So go see my man Angel at the showroom and tell him Andrew sent you, and they will take care of you. Online at FamilyJewelers.com.
Family and Company Jewelers, South Jersey's diamond destination.
Wendy's knows everyone hates cold and soggy fries, so they changed theirs to serve them up hot and crispy all day, every day, using only natural cut, skin-on fries, prepared to golden goodness and perfectly sprinkled with sea salt. Try Wendy's hot and crispy fries today at participating U.S. Wendy's.
Xfinity Internet is fast, and it's powerful enough to connect hundreds of devices at once. Unbeatable Internet with supersonic Wi-Fi. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Restrictions apply. Actual speeds vary.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Sorry, this is your life right now. Listening to me on the radio.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
7 a.m. hours brought to you by the all-new BetParks app. Sportsbook and casino in one sleek, easy-to-use app in Pennsylvania and New Jersey. You will absolutely love the BetParks app. Check it out today and get yourself that app. So you had someone telling you they're getting their teeth cleaned?
Yeah, Miss Janet Snakehole out there.
Hi, Janet.
Well, that's not her real name.
No, I think it may be. I think it really is.
She said, I'm going in for a cleaning tomorrow, and I can't wait.
Her real name's April Ludgate.
As we begin this 7 o'clock hour.
Bob set the YouTube off in a discourse about Bohm versus Schwarber now.
What about?
I sent him off in a thing?
Your topic. It was a good topic.
What was the discourse?
It's just the conversation's continuing. Now it's
what
on
is the debate about?
The consistency on base versus average versus power and RBIs, and basically just now it's a debate on there. It's a good debate.
I think productive at bats is a big one. Do you when you're a homer? I mean, he is a spectacular home run hitter, and it is about production.
It's all about RBI is the most important stat to me.
Yeah, Eric Ben sends me. Schwarber has been awesome this year. Let's please don't do this. Come on. Awesome this year?
I mean,
I'm not denying what he's doing.
He's a great home run. He's spectacular. He's a spectacular power hitter.
I think the one that ends.
But this is Dave Kingman. When Dave Kingman did this exact thing,
nobody knows.
But nobody in baseball at the time said that Dave Kingman.
He was ahead of his time.
Was a great they wouldn't have said he's a great home run hitter.
He was sent from the future.
Well, he was.
Yeah,
he was gigantic.
The thing that seals it for me is Alec Bohm only has a 0.7 higher on base than Kyle Schwarber.
That's crazy.
That's wild. That really just tells you that Bohm doesn't walk and Schwarber's understands what he's doing up there.
Hey, John Stolness had a piece in Bleacher Report that was a really interesting read, and I think it's well worth your time, about his 10 most optimistic 2022 Eagles predictions. Okay? So he says he's going on the optimistic side, and I wanted to run them by you, and you can link to this at Bleacher Report. You can find it. He's feeling really good about this team. Okay? Now, these are he's being overly optimistic. These are things that he could see happening, but he feels he's looking through Eagles glasses. So I want to know how many of them we would agree could actually happen. His number one, well, they're not in any particular order, but the first one on his list was the Eagles' passing offense finishes top 5 in efficiency. I say 0% chance of happening.
Efficiency?
Yeah, what is efficiency?
Passing efficiency.
Meaning completion percentage.
I mean, it's completion percentage and yards.
And interception.
There's
not high.
I think it's 0 chance. They were 14th last year, by the way.
Yeah, I don't
see them as a top 5.
No.
I don't think there's any chance. Pat, do you have any disagreement with that?
No. Fulgham's not here anymore, so he's not going to agree with that.
How about Jordan Davis wins Defensive Rookie of the Year? It could happen.
That could happen.
That could very well happen.
I want to know what percentage of snaps he's playing.
Yeah, I mean,
because there's going to be linebackers and a defensive back out there that's probably playing 100% of snaps.
But I don't think that is a crazy thing to say that these are his overly optimistic predictions.
At best, he's probably going to play, 45% of snaps, 50%?
I think 40 is a number.
40 is probably about ballpark. He'd have to be pretty dominant in
He'd have to be impactful.
It's not crazy because he was one of the top, 10 defensive players taken in this year's draft?
Exactly. So he's going to have eyeballs on him and everything.
Yeah.
A.J. Brown leads receivers with 12 touchdowns. I could absolutely see 12 touchdowns.
No.
Leading receivers?
No. Yeah, not from
just for the team.
It's Eagles leads receivers.
Cannot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Well, I mean, no, he's 12. There
he might lead them in touchdowns. I don't see 12.
His career high is 11.
I can see 12.
Set in 2020 with the Titans.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that.
I'd be shocked.
I don't have any problem saying 12.
Yeah, I'm okay
I could
with that
see
one.
that. I could absolutely see it. But the Devontae Smith and Brown go over 1,000 yards. I do not see that.
No.
No way.
I could.
You do, really?
Yeah.
Then what's Goddard get? Okay, so we work on that premise. I'm going to give you this. Devontae and A.J. Brown each get 1,000 each. They both scrape to 1,000.
Goddard's probably a 750, 800 guy.
So you have about 750 more
with
to dole out.
Does Quez get 750?
You got Quez. You got
Quez will
others.
probably be
Gainwell?
550, 600. Yeah, I mean Sanders and Gainwell will probably have a
Sanders,
couple hundred.
Gainwell? See, that's the one I said absolutely not. I don't believe that you could have
It's possible. I mean, I'm not betting on it.
17 games.
Yeah.
Miles Sanders will be over 1,000 plus total yards.
Total yards?
Total
yeah, I believe that.
yards.
I believe that. I'll take that.
Yeah, I would bet on that.
I'll go under. Pat?
Yeah.
1,000 or over?
No, over.
You're going
I
over
was
also?
agreeing with them, yeah.
Oh, okay. Didn't really know where you stand on that one.
Well, I said yeah.
Jalen Hurts joins the 3750 passing and 500-plus rushing yards club. So he passes for 3750. Last year he threw for 3144. I don't see any problem thinking he can throw for 3750 this year. The 500 rushing yards, he ran for 784 last year. I have no problem thinking that could happen.
Yeah,
He passes for 30.
I think that's easy for him.
So he passes for, let's just say he plays every game, which he didn't last year. That's a difference. But he's only that's only passing for 600 more yards over the course of 17 games, which is almost nothing. You're talking, I mean, that's really not a big deal. That's a few big plays.
Yeah.
No, you don't seem good on that one.
3750.
He rushed. Remember last
if
year.
he does that, I think they have a great year.
Remember last year he rushed for 784.
Right.
Yeah.
The
500
500 rushing,
should be
I'm fine.
easy.
The 500 is easy, I think. The 37, I think that's a bigger leap than maybe you make it seem.
At least one linebacker makes the Pro Bowl. Anyone?
No.
Yeah.
You do.
Yeah, I think Reddick makes the Pro Bowl.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, Reddick could be listed as a linebacker.
I wasn't
he should
thinking
be,
of
right?
him as being a
We'll see.
linebacker.
I think he's going to play a little bit of everything.
Yeah, but they'll list him as an outside
Probably.
linebacker, right?
Probably. Yeah, I could see that.
Hassan Reddick notches 12-plus sacks.
No. This is Eagles football.
Well, if I'm saying he's
He had 11 last year. He had 12. He had 11 last year, and he had 12 and a half the year before.
Yeah.
Why do you say no?
It's the Eagles. I mean, I don't know.
Okay,
we're not used to having 12 sack guys. I'm pessimistic about that.
Yeah, I go no also.
I was shocked. Nobody's reached 12 since.
Trent Cole.
No.
Hugh Douglas.
No.
Chris Clemens.
You're missing somebody more recently.
Jason Babin.
Connor Barwin.
Oh, that's right. He
14 and a half.
He did have a huge year.
That's right.
Jason Babin was the one that initially, when I was reading that piece, in my head, Jason Babin popped into my head, thinking that would be it. The defense finishes top 5 in takeaways. I don't see it.
I mean, Bradbury and Slay should.
They only had 16 takeaways in 17 games last year.
Yeah, but now you got linebackers that are going to be athletic and, hopefully punching a lot of balls.
I mean, but they only had 16 and 17
Bradbury
games.
and
Did they teach them to do that?
I hope so.
You punch someone in the balls, though, you're going to get a penalty.
In the balls, punching balls.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jamie, clarify this.
Yeah, I mean, Hassan Reddick,
We all
Kazir
got it.
White, and those guys are a little bit more playmakers than we're used to, so. I mean, it's far-fetched, but. Yeah, I don't. Maybe not
can't go top five.
But I think
No,
they're going to be
can't.
drastically improved.
When you're one of the worst teams in the NFL at doing that, I don't know that you can.
top
I don't
five
know
is a
that you're going to be
stretch.
top 5. His last one. The Eagles advanced to the NFC Championship game. He says Dallas subtracted more than they added. The Packers offense could take a big hit without Devontae Adams. The Bucs had a tumultuous offseason. The 49ers have a brand new, unproven quarterback. Russell Wilson's gone, and his history has shown it's awfully difficult for a team like the Rams to repeat.
I don't see it.
I don't see it either.
I don't see it.
No.
Okay, so when you say that, we'll get into this net more as we get closer to the season, though. You guys dismissed that one out of hand.
NFC Championship?
That you get to the NFC, just playing the game.
Yeah, no. That's not going to happen.
I don't think so.
John Stolnis, interesting pieces, a really interesting read. I like Bleacher Report's content a lot of times. I find a lot of good stuff on there. I think they do some good work. So good job, John. And I wanted to give him the proper attribution to that, for that. Got to tell you that right now, dental and vision plans are available for everyone, starting at under $8 a month at teethkeepers.com. Go to teethkeepers.com and enroll yourself today. In the linchpin, Jamie wants to talk about one of his favorite guys Windy.
This is the linchpin.
Yes.
You love Windy.
As an ambassador of Team Windy.
And you are Team Windy.
Yeah. So he had a couple things to say.
In more ways than one, yes.
Oh, my board works again.
Oh, it is. You can hit again? There you
go. Anyway, he was talking about the Kevin Durant situation. Kevin Durant, by the way, just photographed with Joel Embiid's brother at a gym in Europe yesterday.
Saw that. The deal done? That means deal's completed?
I'm just mentioning it.
How much does that matter to Nets management?
Sean Marks, it probably dictates everything for him. He said, "Oh crap, he's with Embiid's brother.
There it is. I gotta
just take whatever is presented to me."
That's interesting.
This situation's ugly for the Nets. It really is. Windy went on to say, we're going to play a cut from him. He also went on to say the Nets have zero leverage here. I found that very interesting. He said basically teams know they don't have any leverage. They're not upping their offers. Nobody's going to go all in bigger than they've already offered. And other teams are just kind of sitting back and waiting because they know what happens when a star does this. Here's Windy talking about the Durant situation.
Joe Tsai and the Nets believe they've got a really good team. They don't believe they have a good trade for Kevin Durant, and they want him to consider coming back. But Durant has very clearly made it known that he doesn't want to play for the Nets under the current situation with the current coach and the current GM. So, Malika, you really have to ask yourself, what is the avenue for Kevin Durant to move forward with the Nets? Because he's been told no on trade. He's been told no on firing Steve Nash. He's been told no on firing Sean Marks. So where do we go from here?
It's interesting. Now, the schedule comes out yesterday. The Nets last year had 26 or 27 national games scheduled. This year they have 13. Tells me he's getting moved. Tells me the Nets have no hand in this. I can't wait to see how this plays out. I'm not saying, I think the Sixers are right there on equal footing with your top 3 or 4 teams to make them offer that's credible, that Sean Marks would actually take. This is ugly.
It is ugly, though.
Sixers are going to get him without giving up Maxey.
Yeah, right. Okay.
Bob's trying to make everybody feel really good on this one.
Well, he makes people smile, as we learned yesterday.
People said that. I actually got tweets that yesterday.
I mean, Tyrese does make me smile, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't
Bob
trade him.
does too. I mean, it's Bob and Tyrese.
You can't get rid of Maxey because he's got that smile. I mean, we learned that yesterday.
I would not want to be Sean Marks.
Oh, it's got to be hell up there because
this is look at this last year he's been through.
That's it. This was the team that this time last year we were saying was one of the favorites, if not the favorite, to win the NBA championship. And now they are in a
disarray.
Bleep hole.
A bleep storm.
Yeah. I mean,
they are. It's
does it happen before the season? I don't like.
Well, wait a minute. You know the whole thing about not having leverage? It's exactly what people said and exactly what Windhorst said. So I went back here and looked. Exactly what Windhorst said about the 76ers and the Ben Simmons situation. He is quoted, said that the Sixers have no leverage. This was last year at the beginning of the season. Sixers have no leverage in the Ben Simmons situation if they want to try to trade him. Everybody knows what the Sixers are holding and that they would have to get rid of him.
They didn't.
They
didn't
did,
have
though.
leverage.
They did. They
have
waited.
Leverage?
But they waited.
Yeah.
And they ended up getting a very good deal.
Game,
and they got a very good deal from him.
But
So
at
they
the
had
time,
leverage.
though, that wasn't a lie. They had no leverage.
Well, what leverage did they end up getting to get their deal? How did the leverage
James
change?
Harden wanted out. That was the leverage.
And Darryl was texting with him.
And then they
that did fall on.
No, but they did that by waiting. The waiting was leverage.
But that's
somebody's going to need him.
But I don't know if the Nets are going to be able to do that.
You don't think so? With 4 years left on a deal? That's a good point, Pat, as far as, but I think the waiting is your leverage.
No, I
you
think,
wait and you say someone's going to get injured. It's like the 49ers. I think somebody will trade for Jimmy Garoppolo. I think the 49ers holding on to Jimmy Garoppolo and not cutting him, somebody's going to have a catastrophic injury. And they're going to trade for a guy who who went to the NFC Championship game last year.
Sam Bradford proved that.
By waiting for him, that's their leverage.
But I don't know if the Nets can wait again. They've been waiting for Kyrie for a year. They've been waiting for Ben Simmons. Now they got to wait again.
But they know they're not winning.
They know. They got to decide which way they're going.
Deep down, if you give Sean Marks truth serum, he knows he's not winning. Because first of all, you've got Ben Simmons, who is he going to play, and then you've got Kyrie, who will play for
when he
half
wants.
the games.
Yeah.
So he knows he's not winning.
I just don't know how much patience they have up there anymore.
If I'm Sean Marks, I'm literally watching what Daryl Morey did and doing the exact same thing. I'm just calling your bluff. I'm just waiting it out.
But there's a big difference here. Do you think Kevin Durant's willing to sit out a season?
No.
Ben
Simmons was. What happens if KD goes out there and gets hurt? There goes your trade market.
Caller has a point, man.
I mean, the big difference here is Kevin Durant versus Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons was willing to sit out an NBA season. Kevin Durant loves basketball.
Yeah, he loves the game. Like
he's
Bob
not sitting out a season.
Like Bob's saying earlier, he doesn't know how much Ben Simmons loves the game and whether he wants to play anymore.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant would play. He'd play 12 months a year.
He'll go play in a playground somewhere just to keep playing.
That's real patience if you're Marks saying,
I don't think he has it.
Exactly. Like, okay, Kyrie's only going to play 60% of the games, he says. Durant doesn't want to play for us at all. What? Am I going to go into a season like this? No, I don't think you can.
I don't
Not
think
up
you
in
can
Brooklyn.
either.
No.
I think something's going to happen before the season.
I think it has to.
Yeah,
I agree with
That's
you.
kind of the point I'm getting at. Is I think this happens before the season.
Yeah, I agree
think
with you.
KD has a gun to Sean Marks' head.
So to speak.
Hypothetically.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but like he's screwed. He's screwed.
You got I think you're screwed. The thing is, if the best.
And Darryl knows that.
If one of the best players
Brad
in the
Stevens
game,
knows that, and whoever the hell the Pelicans GM knows that, and they're just sitting and waiting.
If one of the best players in the game says he wants gone from your franchise, I would tell you that I think you're screwed.
Oh, yeah. You always are. And that's why it almost makes me appreciate the Harden deal more, that the same thing happened here and we ended up with a good return.
Yeah.
I think the Nets are in
I think you're
trouble.
screwed. I think you're screwed for that. Because if Kevin Durant wants off your team, you're screwed.
He's not going to sit out.
No, I know, I got you, but I think you're just.
You know what I
think
mean?
you're
Like-
screwed.
But Jamie makes a great point. What if he goes out there and the Nets play hardball? No, I'm Tommy Toughnuts. You're playing for me or you're not playing at all.
And there goes the Achilles again.
Yeah, exactly. Then you're sitting there with your.
Then you're really screwed
in your hand.
I think about this. What if Bryce Harper said, there was some fallout. I don't ever want to be a Philly again. I don't want to play for this team again. I don't think the Phillies would be screwed because I think you'd have 10 teams that would consider trading for Harper.
Yeah, $25 million a year. Yeah,
I still think you'd have 10.
probably.
I think you'd have more.
I mean, yeah, I'm thinking money-wise.
Yeah, money.
A lot of teams aren't taking on $25 million a year.
Oh, that's nothing.
No, but there's a lot that
I mean,
won't.
me, you, Jamie, and Bob could probably scrap.
I mean, if
25 mil.
If they could afford it, I
Pat,
think
you really
almost
did
every
get a
team
nice
in the
new
NBA would want Kevin Durant. Would want to trade
absolutely.
for him. Yeah,
If they could afford it
yeah,
and it
exactly.
could work.
Yeah,
But this is a sticky situation.
It is, and it's good to see. Hey, try Wendy's hot and crispy fries. They're never sticky. They're just hot. They're crispy. They're natural cut skin-on fries, perfectly sprinkled with sea salt and better than ever at participating U.S. Wendy's.
Did you ever see the movie Wedding Singer?
Yes.
I feel like Daryl Morey's John Lovitz behind the curtain and going, and I'm reaping all the benefits.
Okay,
Good luck
John,
finding a GM who can move and shake like this.
John Lovitz.
Great cameo.
John Lovitz, though.
He's the critic, man.
Overall body of work. Are you
Solid.
a fan or not?
Yeah, I'm a fan.
See, I think he gets totally trashed.
I don't
and
think
I find the thing is, though, the less the better.
Yeah, he's great in small doses.
Right. A bit part comedian player.
Good cameo.
I think it's a real good cameo type of
The
role.
critic, you didn't have to see him. He was just voicing it, so it worked. Wedding Singer, great cameo. I mean,
Oh
the
my
man was on
gosh.
SNL. I respect anybody.
Like if you grabbed the average 35-year-old and said John Lovitz, they'd be like,
The Wedding Singer.
who? Or who?
I disagree
but,
with that. I
No,
think a lot
but
of
no.
35
Here's my
year olds
point.
now.
But he's made. Well, I mean, like what?
35-year-olds, maybe not, but 35-year-olds.
And I think
Yeah,
that
35s
but
would
I
know
think a
credit.
lot
But
of the
he's
20
probably done a lot more successful than even I or us give him credit for. I think he's like a tremendous writer. He's
yeah.
probably produced something, all that stuff. I think he's more of a behind-the-scenes guy. His greatness is behind the scenes more than in front of the
I think
camera.
he's a guy who gets. I hear a lot of people will like sort of demean John Lovitz. I think John Lovitz is.
Who's trashing John Lovitz?
I'm
Who's
looking
waking
at
up
his.
and
Bob,
my point. I don't think anybody knows who
I'm
he
looking
is.
at his IMDb. He's busy as hell,
Yeah. Oh, in front of the screen or behind?
behind and in front.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got if you look at his IMDb from 2016 on, he is busy every year, 4 and 5 projects minimum. He's got a lot of stuff going on.
I think the problem is he's not that leading guy.
Okay.
And even if you don't know who he is, you know him. You know, like so the 25-year-olds Bob's talking about. Even if they don't know the name John Lovitz, when you start explaining The Wedding Singer, League of Their Own, like
Then people know they know him
who he is.
when they see him.
His net worth is apparently $12 million.
League of
Good
Their
for him.
Own is what people are saying. That's
Did
what
you
he's
like
best
that
known
movie?
for.
Yeah,
League of Their Own.
Yeah, I did not like it.
Oh, I like
You didn't like it?
No, I mean it's not.
I was
one,
a little kid.
How about this? It's not one that I'd watch again.
It's all right.
It's not one that if I see it on, I'll flip by it.
Yeah, I watched it and said, okay,
yeah,
that's
I
cool.
had a
and that
big
was
thing
it.
for Gina Davis.
Yeah, I don't get that at all. You said it before.
I don't either.
No.
What?
Hey,
Don't say it.
Pat, before we get out of here, I want to answer because I had a few emailers saying, "Are you going to answer Tyrone on?" Is it, you don't have the audio? Okay.
Connor's grabbing it. So
Okay, we'll grab it. I'll answer Tyrone because I understand Tyrone was finding some good content yesterday out of our discussion, Bob, that we had in the morning.
He was smoking your ass yesterday, if you want to put it in a different way.
Well, what I'm going to play
I
for
heard
you,
it live.
What I'm going to play for you is like the first 10 seconds of Tyrone's point, and then I'm going to cut off the audio because at that point, that is not at all what the discussion was about. So the entire thing was a fake premise. So I'm going to let you hear it for yourself because it wasn't the premise. And if you want, again, I do appreciate some of the people online saying, it's real easy to go to 97.5thefanatic.com and click around where you can actually read what the premise was.
Yeah, you can.
It was right there. You can go on and you can read it.
And just click around, click and scroll.
Not what discussions spin off into, but what the premise was. It's very easy to go read it.
Well, it's one of those 10-minute bathroom breaks we were talking about. When you head to the potty and you're just trying to kill time, you click and scroll on 97.5 The Fanatic. You find a lot of good content, including some articles that you wrote.
So that's what you're doing? That's what you're doing?
You might find my Eagles fantasy football preview up there as well.
I was reading that earlier.
Boom.
And Jamie's an ass. Like he's an ass right now because you are totally what we're against in that you're changing. I didn't say I hate Gina Davis.
Hate Gina
at all.
Davis.
No,
Yeah.
he didn't.
I said she doesn't do it for me. He goes on YouTube and goes, "Bob's going too far with this Gina Davis hate."
No, Jamie,
you're a hater.
No, here's the Jamie move.
She's a bad actress.
Here's the Jamie move, and Christina does it to me too. You'll make a statement that, I'm not really into Gina. Like, I don't really think Gina Davis is that attractive. And then my wife will say something like, well, I don't think she's ugly. I said, I didn't say she was ugly.
She's not ugly.
I said she's
quite attractive.
I don't find her that attractive.
She's a leaf eater, too.
Somebody takes your argument and then makes another argument about it, which is what Tyrone Johnson did yesterday afternoon. And we'll play it for you coming up. John Kincade Show.
Davis.
Here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Look, you have heard me talk about my friends, the energy experts at Beyond the Bulb. These guys are instant revenue to your business's bottom line. They're going to help you save up to 30 to 40% on your energy costs by leveraging your energy incentives from companies like PECO and PPL. I want you to grab your bill from PECO or PPL. They're going to give your business a better bottom line. That's what they do. They've got the knowledge and experience that are going to get you the most savings, the best products, and the lowest costs guaranteed. So if you're a PECO or PPL energy customer, you're going to get greener, more efficient lighting at little or no cost to you. So this is an exact no-brainer. You improve your bottom line, you reduce your carbon footprint, you spend little or no money doing it too. And they're so good, they've been awarded the PPL Direct Discount Contractor of the Year. Go to onebeyondthebulb.com. That's the number one, beyondthebulb.com, or call them at 484-246-6542 to see if you qualify for a brighter bottom line. That's my friends at Beyond the Bulb.
The John Kincade Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic's 2022 Summer Golf Classic, the Scramblewood at Ramblewood, presented by Corona Premier. Next Tuesday, August 23rd at Ron Jaworski's Ramblewood Country Club in Mount Laurel, New Jersey.
Take a day off and spend it on the links with 97.5 The Fanatic.
The John Kincade Show and Anthony Gargano will broadcast live, and everyone from The Fanatic will be there.
Judge, he got all of that one.
Dinner is included, and your first Corona is free.
Plus, everyone gets a free pair of tickets to FanFest 2022.
This is almost sold out. Sign up now at 975thefanatic.com. Portions of the proceeds benefit the American Association for Cancer Research. Support life-saving cancer research by making a donation to the AACR. Go to 975thefanatic.com/AACR.
97.5 The Fanatic's 2022 Summer Golf Classic.
Presented by CoPair, your partner in weight loss. The gold standard in Philadelphia. Philadelphia. Ferguson HVAC, your Delaware Valley Train heating and air conditioning distributor. Visit Train.com to find a dealer near you.
And 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's in the hole! It's in the hole!
Philadelphia.
T-Mobile believes customers deserve to get more without paying more. Everything from entertainment benefits like Netflix on Us to travel benefits to Scam Shield protection, all with taxes and fees included. So the price you see is the price you pay. When you're a T-Mobile customer, you get over $225 in value every month in benefits with our Max Family Plan.
That's like paying for nosebleed seats and getting to sit in the front row.
That's right. At T-Mobile, your family gets over $225 worth of value and benefits with our Max Plan each and every month. Plus, with our Price Lock Guarantee, we won't raise your rate plan price for talk, text, and data ever.
That's like paying for a cab and getting a stretch limo.
At T-Mobile, you get value beyond the expected.
Qualifying service required. Value based on included monthly benefits. Sales tax and regulatory fees included in Max's monthly price. Price Lock guarantees rate price of talk, text, and data for new accounts with qualifying service. Exclusions apply. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Did you get the Clement Horizon clean last night? I don't want another barnacle incident. Where's Ivan?
Kiki's head of docking operations just jumped ship.
What do you mean he's sailing around the world?
She needs a new marina manager to help keep her head above water.
Yeah, the tide's perfect, but we are slammed.
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. You can schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from your employer dashboard. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Let's be real. Mopping is a hassle. You have to fill the bucket, pushing a wet, heavy mop around, then cleaning the mop when you're done so it doesn't grow bacteria. A hassle on top of a hassle. Try Swiffer WetJet. With Swiffer WetJet, you start with a fresh pad and cleaning solution every time. And when you're done, you just toss the pad. Swiffer WetJet, the faster, easier, cleaner way to clean your floors.
Kelley Blue Book is the one-stop shop for pricing, fixing, selling, and instant cash offering. Instant cash offer is exactly what it sounds like. An official offer to buy or trade your car. Just enter your VIN or license plate, answer a few questions about your car's history, and what kind of condition it's in. In minutes, you'll receive an offer to sell or trade your car that you can be sure is fair. Then choose a dealer to purchase your car and schedule a time to meet. For all of the its, KBB.com.
You could save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, but when we just come out and say it, it feels like it falls a bit flat. So instead, we're going to hire a professional voice actor and pay him absurd amounts of money to say,
I like this product.
Not sure why that was better. I mean, I'm a professional too, but we didn't pay him to say the business part, so back to me. Save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive. Sorry, I know hearing me say it was a bit of a letdown. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Discount not available in all states or situations.
Hey, it's cause the savings are heating up at Colonial Marble and Granite's sizzling summer savings sale. Get up to 15% off all marble, granite, and quartz countertops. Purchase a sink and faucet gold package fully installed for $4.99. This is a value of $1,200. Financing available on all purchases of $19.99 or more, and one of their designers will help you with your dream kitchen. Hurry in. Details on these sizzling summer savings. Visit one of Colonial's local showrooms or online at colonialmarble.net.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Did you know trading in your car at a dealer could cost you money? A recent study found consumers who trade in their car pay an average of $990 more. So don't trade in. Sell it to We Buy Any Car. Learn more and get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at We Buy Any Car.
For over 35 years, Health Partners Plans has been proudly caring for people in the community. Our nationally recognized Medicaid plan offers a growing network of doctors and hospitals so you can get care close to home. Health Partners can help you get the care you need, including doctor and hospital visits, prescriptions, immunizations, eye and dental care, and more. To learn more, please call 1-800-553-0784 or visit hpplans.com. Health Partners. Trusted care where and when you need it.
A new Dick's Sporting Goods warehouse sales store is now open at the Overlook at King of Prussia. Get ready to score up to 70% off thousands of items from your favorite athletic brands. Check out can't-miss deals for the entire family, including tees, tanks, shorts, leggings, footwear, golf apparel, and more. Plus, new styles arrive weekly, so there's always more from the best brands. Check out your new Dick's Sporting Goods warehouse sales store for the grand opening celebration, August 19th to the 21st at the Overlook at King of Prussia.
Looking to turn a small bet into a big payday? With DraftKings Sportsbook same-game parlays, you can pocket more cash when you combine multiple bets from one game. Download the app, sign up with code FANATIC, and get a special offer. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details.
Wendy's knows everyone hates cold and soggy fries, so they changed theirs to serve them up hot and crispy all day, every day, using only natural cut, skin-on fries, prepared to golden goodness and perfectly sprinkled with sea salt. Try Wendy's hot and crispy fries today at participating U.S. Wendy's.
You know what my wife and I decided to do when we moved into our home 2 years ago? We said, our HVAC system sucks. We're replacing this thing. And so for 2 years, we read around online. We listened to John Kincade talk about him in the morning. And we just talked to people. And the thing that kept coming back to us was that H&H Heating and Air Conditioning is the best. I want to tell you about what the install process was like at our house. John Leake and the management team came out to our house, assessed our house and our system, said, here's 4 options for you, 4 different price points. Here's the warranties. Here's efficiency ratings. Boom, boom, boom. You guys make your decision. Let me know whenever you're ready. I let them know when we were ready, and they came out. And Dan, the install manager, and his team came out to my house. They were in and out, same day. Didn't leave a mess behind. It was great. He walked me through the system, showed me everything about how it operates, hooked the system up on the Wi-Fi, and now I can mess with my wife and control the thermostat from miles away. And she has no say in it anymore. So that house is an ice box. It's great. I was so impressed from start to finish. At the end, they sent me a little nice thank you. A beer cooler with some cookies in it. That's how much H&H Heating and Air Conditioning cares about you. They'll send you cookies and a beer cooler. I filled it with a 6-pack last week and took it to the pool. And I said, H&H, I'm going home to my nice ice box house right now. So if you're thinking about replacing your system, call H&H and have them come out. You'll see right away why they have so many of those 5-star online reviews. Visit DelcoHVAC.com. That's DelcoHVAC.com. And tell them Jamie Lynch says hello.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Broaden Market, 22nd and South, and Cooney's Corner. Where else would you want to hang out? Back to the John Kincade Show.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Today's show is presented by Wendy's. It's a Thursday edition of the John Kincade Show. Right now, try Wendy's hot and crispy fries. Natural cut skin-on fries, perfectly sprinkled with sea salt, and better than ever at participating U.S. Wendy's. We appreciate you being a part of things here. Did you see the story about the Dodgers television broadcaster David Vassich?
I did see it. That wasn't real. The cast.
Yeah, no, he did.
He seriously hurt himself?
Yeah, he ended up in a cast. He ended up.
That's embarrassing.
I missed it. What happened?
He rode
I think
the
I missed
Brewers. He rode the Brewers homer slide, and I guess he didn't.
Smacked into the wall pretty good.
Smacked into the wall, and it is I think it looks like a hairline fracture.
That's embarrassing.
It happens. Yeah, I give him an A
but he
for
kind of went down the slide a little like, oh my god, like he was intimidated by the slide.
Oh, really? Okay, he didn't take it like a man.
And he got thrown into the wall.
Yeah, but
I mean, he did hit it.
Well, because he went down kind of,
awkwardly, and then he tried to break his. Instead of just flowing with it, he tried to sort of break his fall.
There's a padded wall there. You put your feet into it.
He put his arm into it and broke his arm.
Yeah.
And it says here,
that's on him.
No more Garcia Parra saying it is a broken arm. And he broke his arm doing it.
What an idiot!
That's incredible. It's a sliding board. With a padded...
the mascot does it several times a game.
I mean, when you see a padded wall, don't you just say, I'm going to go into the padded wall? And
I say, home.
That's a padded cell, Bob.
Oh.
Padded cell.
I'm looking at images of Gina Davis. I don't know
the Gina Davis thing is just taking over here.
I don't know what you
Jamie,
say.
I don't... Now, the thing is, when I say, Pat, I say many times, I don't trust your eyes. Well, I don't trust your eyes.
Yeah.
I don't trust
I don't trust Jamie's eyes on Gina Davis.
What cracks me up is Jamie will throw a female out there that he finds attractive, which is fine. I'm not going to kink shame. But it's not a female like Margot Robbie that's universally agreed upon. And when you go, dude, what do you know?
Gina Davis?
What? He will fight it
Gina
like
Davis?
it's
what? Like
he will fight it like Gina Davis is a pinup girl.
Like no,
she was
Gina
a sex symbol in the 90s.
She's not in anybody's top 10.
I didn't say
to Bob. I do not remember.
She was a
symbol in the
Thelma
90s.
Louise was like the women's empowerment slut movement, and like she was there.
I honestly, God, never saw that movie.
I didn't. I couldn't last 20 minutes.
She's never been the hottest woman in the movie she's been in. I'll say.
I don't know her IMDb that well, Bob. I just know as a 12-year-old.
I only know 2 movies, and I didn't even see one. And I took Susan Sarandon over her.
Horned up Jamie is just sitting here going like, at 12 years old, I was into her.
Gina Davis.
At 12 years old, you were into anybody with a double X chromosome.
Yeah.
You were into Kelly Kapowski. I bet.
Big time.
Oh, now that's universally
Topanga.
Yeah.
It's something about a leaf eater. A woman over 6 foot. Strikes
well,
my
you're
fancy.
a tall man, so you like taller women.
I like a tall woman.
But I think she's a great actress and probably a wonderful
that
person.
split she does
All
at the
I
end when
said
she catches it. Come on, Bob.
No, and that was.
Wow.
I do appreciate that she looks somewhat athletic. Like she looks like she can throw a little bit.
a
and
ball
stuff like
player.
that. Yeah.
I'm going to bring it to you here. I'm going to test your eyes right now, Jamie. Just look me in the eyes, and I'll give you Madonna.
I mean, I get it. I think she's slightly overrated in terms of sexiness.
Madonna, I don't get it at all.
Yeah, I'm not like crazy about her.
Madonna,
I get
Gina
it.
Davis.
I'd probably go Madonna, but
Well, then that tells me right there.
I mean, I just think Gina Davis is a beautiful woman that stands above 6 foot tall. And
She is a beautiful woman. She
She's
just doesn't
a
do it
beautiful
for
woman.
me.
She's attractive.
She's
I'd
not
say she's an
unattractive.
attractive woman.
Yeah.
That's it. She's an
All right,
attractive
look at
woman.
us.
If Gina Davis,
You're making
sex
it out
symbol
like
in the
she's
90s?
she was not a sex symbol in the 90s.
she was.
No.
if she's walking
She
down
was
the
Thelma and
street,
Louise.
you're not turning your head.
Jamie, I'm telling you, Bob and I were well alive in the 90s, and I'm telling you, guys were going
I
around
was
like,
alive,
Gina
baby.
Davis. Gina Davis,
we were
man.
more alive. Than
We
you
were
were.
more alive.
Jamie was
Thelma
going
and
through
Louise
socks like nobody's business.
That was
back
a
in
sex
the
symbol
90s.
movie.
By the way, we have to establish some rules here, by the way, on show crime.
I'll take her over Susan Sarandon.
No.
Now you've gone too far.
No.
Way too far.
Okay.
No. We have to set up a little rule, though, by the way, on show crime here at the station. And I realize the best show ever is our newest member of the Familia here at 97.5 The Fanatic. I would say this is what's fair. That if you're going to rip someone for what they say, then play what they said. Because we all work at the same radio station, you can play what the person said instead of falsely setting up the parameters of what you think you heard they said.
You don't want to make an enemy out of me.
That's what I'm suggesting. Let's hear Tyrone Johnson yesterday as he started to summarize an argument that he was completely incorrect on.
John Kincade on the John Kincade show this morning said something that was very troublesome. He said this morning, one, that the Sixers get a pass in this city, and that the Flyers are a better organization.
Stop. That's all we can end it right there.
I want to fight you.
He set up a completely false premise. So what did I do? I'm enough of a loser that I went back. And no, I never said that. Not once did I ever say those words. So Ty put an argument out to his audience in the afternoon on the best show ever with the whole gang, and the argument was completely false. Not once can you find me saying that. I didn't say that. What the argument was about was, again, is the Flyers are considered the dumpster fire, and the 76ers are considered this spectacular organization, and I just drew a comparison. Since the Flyers won a Stanley Cup, since the Sixers won a championship, how each organization is done. And that's all I did. That was the premise of the argument. Now, it spun off into a million different directions. But the premise of the discussion was not the Flyers are – right now, the Sixers are a better organization than the Flyers. This reminds me, and Jamie, one of our listeners pointed out that the discussion you were having about the Cowboys, where people were killing you about the Cowboys. Right now –
Des caught it.
Right now, the Sixers are a better organization than the Flyers. There have been many, many times when the Flyers have been a better organization than the Sixers. Many, many times. When the Flyers were a better organization than the Sixers. Sixers were in the total crapper, and the Flyers were better.
Real low points.
I think it changes.
The Flyers are now in their low point.
Flyers are in their low point. Now, the thing is, though, one thing I would say on the Sixers' behalf is the Sixers did their lowest point purposely. Did it purposely. And the Flyers
did it well.
The Flyers didn't do it purposely. I think the Flyers drove the car into the ditch. The Sixers said, we're purposely putting it into the ditch. That's where it ends right there. That's it. And I don't need to talk to Philip on a cell about it. By the way, Connor. There was no, that was the, and you can read it at 97.5 The Fanatic. Everything else that spins off of it is a deflection off the conversation. All it is facts. There's 9 trips to the Final Four for one franchise since they won a championship, and 2 trips to the Final Four for another since they won a championship. 2 in 38 years, 9 in 47 years. I don't know where the argument is or the discussion is. There's no discussion now, and never once. The Flyers aren't a better organization than the Sixers right now. Not even close. And never did I say it. So I think we should do that. We should make a rule. So there, I let you hear Tyrone make a false statement. Play the audio from that the person sets up so you can actually hear the discussion. And by the way, you can do these things. We point you to where, Pat? 97.5thefanatic.com.
Just click and scroll, folks.
And you can read it. You can read what the premise was.
We don't need that all. We're not asking for leaps and bounds here. We're just click and scroll.
Just read. It's easy. Go to 97.5thefanatic.com.
Just click and scroll.
It's simple. Hey, arguably the most powerful athlete ever, Tom Brady, admits that he needed to skip OTAs and now even has to take off time during training camp. He claims because Giselle demanded it. Did you read the story?
Yeah. I don't buy a second of it.
He said he was off. Now, I'm telling you this. He was off from the 3rd weekend of January until late July. He was excused from OTAs as he saw fit. Whatever he wanted to do with OTAs, he was excused completely before he left in January. He knew he didn't have to do that. So after 6 months off, you have 184 days where he was not required by the Buccaneers to come to work. 6 full months. He now has to take a family vacation during the middle of training camp? You had 6 months to take family vacation. And if your kids got out of school, by the way, when his kids got out of school, he had another 8 weeks to take family vacation. There's some conspiracy theories going on about this. That either Tom might be getting suspended. That this might be a penalty because of his involvement, and they're quietly giving him a penalty. And so they're forcing him to miss some training camp like it's potentially going to hurt Tom Brady. But when you read his own words, he said, Giselle thinks that I don't do enough with our kids and wasn't pleased in our marriage. That's a really weird thing to be reading in an explanation. He says, yes.
Is that what he said before when he retired? Or did he just say that again recently?
That's what he's saying now.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
Is that Giselle wasn't happy with the reason he's taking off. Giselle wasn't happy with his commitment to his family. He wasn't doing enough with the kids. She says during football season, and I'm going to quote some of the stuff in the article, during football season, she's required to make sure that the kids are picked up, to make sure that the kids are fed and looked after and everything. And she feels she has a busy career and that during the off season, when he's not required to work, all he has to do is work out. He should be able to pick up the load and do that. And by the way, he says that he's been doing it more. Carpool and things like that, he's been doing it.
I like how they're going to act like they don't have help.
Now the thing is that they're acting like they don't. They're acting like they don't have. Tom and Giselle already in another piece that was done by a lifestyle magazine. They have 5 full-time staff.
Of course they do. This is ridiculous. None of this is true.
Okay, so what's the story here? Because to me,
this comes right on the heels of the Dolphins situation.
Do you think he's suspended for training camp?
I think a spring training camp suspension is garbage, and the league loves Tom Brady. And if they were going to give him something, it would probably be that. I mean, this comes right on the heels of the Dolphins thing, and he disappears for 2 weeks in training camp. What the hell is that? And then yesterday, Antonio Brown starts tweeting about him and Alex Guerrero. Something's fishy here.
Well, by the way, you were the early adopter
Oh, TB12 is a scam operation to circumvent the cap for whatever team Tom's a part of. And then Alex Guerrero goes in the pockets of the teammates because Brady wants his teammates to use TB12. They get hired by the team. Then they get players' monies on side. Tom's getting paid by the teams to circumvent the salary cap. I'm convinced of it. He's been a top 5 paid quarterback one time in his career. I'm supposed to believe this guy that has a litany of shady things on his resume is all of a sudden going to, for the betterment of the team, take less money? Get the hell
Here's
out
what I'm
of
going to
here.
say, though, is would you be willing to make your wife look like a domineering...
To cover up my cheating? Yeah, sure.
You really would?
If she was cool with it.
Oh, okay. So what you're saying is...
Hey, babe, they're on my ass. I'm going to get suspended again. Can I run with this story about us parenting? Is that cool with you?
Okay,
cool.
this is a 2019 story that Tom and Giselle have 5 full-time staff, 3 that travel.
Yeah, it's ridiculous to say, oh, yeah, they're busy with cars. First of all, the kids are mostly, I think they're like 11, 13, and 15. They're pretty self-sufficient.
I love how you guys say that because people have money, they no longer are like parents that are there all the time.
That's not what we said. To supplement when you can't make carpool pickup.
That's not what we said.
To make a dinner if he's busy.
You have 5 full-time. The piece says they have 3 traveling staff that will travel with either parent during the off season to make sure if the kids are going with them, to make sure the kids are looked after, to make sure that everything, all that. You have
not saying they don't parent.
Each of their homes has a dojo, has somebody who runs the house for them.
Yeah, like get the hell out of here.
Come on, Bob. They're not the average guy in the street.
Bob, what?
No, but I'm saying is the guy. This story seems like a bunch of crap.
Stinks.
The average guy in the street.
I could care less about the goings on of Tom Brady and Giselle.
Well, that's because
whatever
it's not
her name is.
Do you believe the story then?
Yeah, it's not.
That's the story he's floating.
That he's going back to be with this. I don't know. Maybe one of his kids had a breakdown and said, "I can't stand not seeing Dad all the time." And he said, "Guys, I got to leave the team for a couple of weeks." I don't know.
Right after the story with the Dolphins comes out,
it could be part of the story that the Dolphins comes at.
I mean, Antonio Brown, who was his teammate, recently tweeted this yesterday. Tom Brady manipulates the game and gets 14 days to go home and get his mind right. LOL. Like, Antonio Brown's a bit crazy.
By the way, he's not the only one around.
There's some truth in that
jealousy
crazy
right there, too.
Nah, I don't think so.
Sure there is.
I think the league knows there's a lot of dirty secrets with Tom Brady going on.
No question
and
in my mind.
preferential treatment.
He's not the only one. He is not the only one around the Buccaneers who is floating that there are whispers that this is not a family vacation.
No, I don't believe it's a family retreat.
Like he had to take a family vacation in the middle of training camp.
Chance.
Yeah, that's odd.
Here's
To
one.
say the least.
Here's one for you here, though, Bob, and I will ask you the question. And I don't know that we've ever discussed it. Do you think that Michael Jordan retired from the NBA when he retired the first time?
No, I think there was some
either.
goings on there.
I do not either. And the fact that you believe it too makes me believe it all the more because Bob, I know, is far more connected. And I never believed for a second that Michael Jordan retired from the NBA in the prime of his career during the middle of a gambling investigation into Michael Jordan. That he just decided, no, I'm stepping away. And then, by the way, when he came back from his retirement, the gambling investigation was dropped, completely dropped. Wonder why that would be. If you're being investigated for something by your sports league and you retire, I would believe the investigation would either continue or would be picked up again when you came back.
His dad was murdered also.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was absolutely. And the uncashed check that was found with the unsavory character that had a $50,000 check. There was a lot of crazy stuff around that story at the time. I don't believe this story for a second.
I don't believe Brady's.
But I think putting your wife out there,
well,
he's making his wife look bad.
I'm sure they discussed it.
So you believe he said, I'm going to make you the bad guy? I would say to him, honey, you got in trouble. You're the one. If he's truly something happened where they told him you're missing 2 weeks of training camp, we're going to penalize you. Then, to me, I would think that Giselle would say to him, you take the bullet. You make yourself out to be.
She's Barbara Bettini, man. She's ride or die. She's going down with her man.
She's the moneymaker.
I mean, she makes more money
She
than
makes
him.
more money. Pat, where do you fall on this?
I don't believe this for a second.
You don't believe the story either?
Not one
Oh,
bit.
how could you?
Everything about Tom Brady screams fake. Everything. Like, his face is fake. The Alex Guerrero thing is fake. This story's fake.
Hairline.
Like I don't have
hairline.
I don't have any grudge against Tom Brady.
Yeah,
like, I
but
think
still,
he's,
It's
I think
fine, but let's call him what he is.
Well, let's call exactly.
He's kind of a cheater.
He is coddled.
No, he's not kind of a cheater.
He's coddled by the league.
He's a cheater
that looks at him as a golden boy, and this is absolutely fishy.
It's extremely fishy.
Dolphins fishy. It's good, Pat.
I just can't imagine making my wife look bad for if I'm getting in trouble.
I don't
for
think he's
something.
doing that without her knowledge of it. That's leading to divorce court.
He makes her look like a domineering, sort of like you don't
She
do
can
enough.
domineer me whenever she wants.
I
John.
mean, seriously. By the way, how
I'm
much
sure she was in
Some
on it.
husbands have no problem telling people that their wives rule them.
that they rule the
Giselle could rule me. She's bringing home several $100 million.
What's the deal? I mean, you've got to on that. There are many times where
I'll be
you're-
the housemaid. I
You
don't
would be
give
the
a damn.
You
Yeah.
could do that.
I'll clean her gutters.
Would she say to you that? Would she say to you that you that you're not doing enough?
Yeah.
Would
If I
she-
don't have to work, whatever you want, Giselle. I just don't believe Brady for a second.
I don't believe the story at all.
This story stinks from the head down.
His teammates got to be pissed too. I can tell you, that teammates hate training camp. They hate training camp.
Yeah, but they like playing with the greatest quarterback ever.
I mean, that's going to be the overwhelming narrative is a reaction to this story is going to be like Tom Brady needs training camp.
Yeah, he doesn't.
He doesn't, and when I hear that, it's like, okay, that's the lazy narrative, but it's true. Like Tom Brady can do whatever the hell he wants,
and it's showing,
and nobody's going to tell him not to do it. Like Tom Brady's sitting there saying, "Yeah, I'm going to tell him this." What are they going to do? Sit me?
But after what he did, to his teammates in
Kyle
Tampa,
Trask era.
and what he was trying to do in the,
he won his teammates a Super Bowl. I
it-
think he's on good standing.
you think they're happy that he?
I don't think they're happy, but I don't think they give a crap.
Yeah, I don't think
You
they.
don't think they
I
give
don't
a
think
damn?
they lose any sleep
I don't
over
think
it.
it matters. Yeah.
It's because hey, he wanted to leave them with Kyle Trask as their starting quarterback.
I mean, if Jason Light called Howie Roseman today and said, "I'll give you Tom Brady for Jalen Hurts straight up," done.
Of course you would.
Yeah. So
Of
whatever.
course you would. He's an amazing.
Imagine how his teammates feel.
You should be a GM, Jamie.
They got the best quarterback in the league.
This is a hot take.
I mean, I'm just
That's
saying
really
the
good.
guy's a cheater, but I want my quarterback cheating.
Jamie, that's why the state of sports radio is what it is because of what you just said.
I know.
We gotta clip that. I mean, that's
The state,
I would do that deal,
insight,
Pat.
That insight's
the
big.
state of sports radio is just so incredible right now.
Done.
Jamie, you would do that deal.
Done.
But would the caller do it? 610
Yeah, exactly.
632.
Hey,
Just saying, I want my guys cheating
Hey,
too.
the beach, the boardwalk, and the boat on the bay. Bet Parks when you're down the shore. Download it at betparks.com. You got to be 21 and in New Jersey. And if you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-GAMBLER. The golf tournament begins today, correct?
Yeah, it does. I got to get some bets in actually.
So you're gonna you said you want to do that.
Yeah,
they should be teeing off any minute, right?
Yep. I'm gonna take a look at the break here. Go to DraftKings and fire her up.
That's not a bad idea.
Finau, Zalatoris, they've both been locked in.
Finau's on fire.
Yeah, he is on fire.
There are a few things that we all agree on. We all seem to love Tony Finau.
Yeah, he's cool. He won me over when he dislocated his ankle at the Masters Par 3 contest, snapped it back in place, and finished out the hole. I went,
You're like,
that
crazy
guy's
guy.
cool.
Nah, see, I took him as an idiot for jumping up and down the way he did anyway. So he kind of knocked him down a notch to me.
Hey, I'm going to ask you to make a comparison, and it might leave you feeling happier than you've ever felt heading into a football season. We'll get to it next. It's the John Kincade Show. Have a great Thursday, courtesy of Wendy's here on 97.5 The Fanatic. And if you are organizing your attic or finally going to clean out that garage, my buddy Joe needs to do this badly, or you want to remodel your bathroom, if that sounds like we all have a perfect cleanup solution project that we need to do, and we all need a Bagster to do it. It's the most convenient and affordable way to help with your cleanup. It's a great product. A 3 cubic yard dumpster in a bag. You can pick it up anywhere like Home Depot, Lowe's, local home improvement stores, and it's just $29.99. And if I can put it together myself, I promise you that you can too. The Bagster, it's easy to use. So let's say you've got a backyard cleanup plan. You want to clean up some brush in the backyard. This would be a great thing for the Bagster. You set it up, you buy it, you set it up, you fill it up, and then you schedule your collection, and it's gone. And there's no time limits on the Bagster, so you're not up against the clock to get it done in 48 hours or so. So go to thebagster.com, find the store nearest you to pick one up, and I'm telling you right now, the Bagster's going to be your partner in this one. It's the dumpster in a bag.
The John Kincade Show.
He's a very strange young man.
He's an idiot.
comes from upbringing. On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
In order for small businesses to thrive, they need to be smart, efficient, agile, staying ahead of the market at every turn, and finding ways to do more with less. That's never been more important than it is right now. So for a limited time, Comcast Business is introducing Small Business Savings, a deal for companies across the country. When you call in now, you can get powerful internet for just $39 a month for 12 months. $39 a month, with no annual contract and a money-back guarantee. All on the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses, with the company that powers more businesses than anyone else. So if you're a small business owner, don't wait. Call and get started today. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Offer ends 9/21/22. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 50 megabits per second internet customers only. Requires EcoBill and autopay. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. Call or go online for details. After promo, regular rates apply.
Fred Beans here from Fred Beans Family of Dealerships. This August marks our 47th anniversary. I've authorized all our general managers to do whatever it takes to make a deal. We've loaded our lots with the best new and used car inventory. And you can be sure our anniversary prices are the best, like zero down payment, financing or leasing, and up to $2,000 over book value for your trade. See why it's better at the #1 automotive group in the Philadelphia area during our 47th anniversary sales event. Online at fredbeans.com.
Call 267-454-6814 for full details. And now coming in at number one. It's Kentucky Fried Chicken's $5 Mac and Cheese Bowl.
Mac and cheese, chicken and cheese. Mac and cheese, chicken and cheese. KFC. Mac and cheese, chicken and cheese. Mac and cheese, chicken and cheese. For $5.
Oh, yeah, baby. Order KFC's $5 mac and cheese bowls on the app. Back for a limited time in original or spicy. That's finger-licking good. Price participation may vary for a limited time only.
You could save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, but when we just come out and say it, it feels like it falls a bit flat. So we're going to sing it.
We're singing words now.
We'll even sing the business part.
Save big when you bundle your home and auto with Progressive.
Now that's a commercial you'll remember, even if you don't remember the bundle and save with Progressive part.
We're singing a commercial.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discount not available in all states or situations.
This is the end of the jingle. A jingle about insurance.
We're very excited about our new show, The Best Show Ever. And we want to thank the best partners ever. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza, that's Papa John's. And CSL Plasma Donation Centers. For locations, visit CSLPlasma.com. Thanks for supporting The Best Show Ever. Afternoons on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Hey, it's cause the savings are heating up at Colonial Marble and Granite's sizzling summer savings sale. Get up to 50% off all marble, granite, and quartz countertops. Purchase a sink and faucet gold package fully installed for $499. This is a value of $1,200. Financing available on all purchases of $19.99 or more, and one of their designers will help you with your dream kitchen. Hurry in. Details on these sizzling summer savings. Visit one of Colonial's local showrooms or online at colonialmarble.net.
Are you a skilled carpenter with a creative side? Are you tired of not being challenged, appreciated, or just hate going to your current job? If so, Valley Grove Construction is looking for you. We keep our carpenters engaged and motivated by doing a variety of work. We provide a safe and entertaining work environment, so our carpenters look forward to coming in each day. If you're looking to earn top dollar and join a company that will truly value your talent, please apply today. That's valleygroveconstruction.com and click on the Join Our Team link. valleygroveconstruction.com.
We're very excited about our new show, The Best Show Ever. And we want to thank the best partners ever.
Rowan University. Affordable tuition, strong academic programs, and vibrant campus life. Online at rowan.edu. And Landis Block and Concrete. Create your very own jaw-dropping outdoor paradise. View photos online at landisbc.com.
Thanks for supporting the best show ever. Afternoons on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
The Machine is coming. Bert Kreischer, the Birdie Boy Relapse Tour. 2 shows, Saturday and Sunday, September 3rd and 4th.
This is how bad of a parent I am. I went to a parent-teacher conference. I make a cup of coffee, I grab 2 Diet Cokes, go to the parent-teacher conference, crack my Diet Coke, take a sip, and realize I have a Coors Light.
There's more at BertBertBert.com.
I pushed back into it and I killed that Coors Light.
Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Bert Kreischer live. Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Atlantic City.
Hey guys, do you know men are more likely to get type 2 diabetes at a lower weight than women? And men with diabetes are more likely to have low testosterone. In fact, over 70% of men with diabetes will develop ED. If you're a man with diabetes or often feel tired, schedule a free consultation and screening today at IronMountainMen'sHealth.com. Dr. Avidan Appel and his team will help verify whether testosterone therapy is the right solution for you. The specialists at Iron Mountain Men's Health have treated thousands of men for low testosterone, and patients see positive results within just weeks. They gain muscle back, add to their energy, improve their sex lives, get better sleep, and just feel better all around. So make your appointment today and see if testosterone therapy can change your life. Visit IronMountainMen'sHealth.com or call their office at 215-659-3770. That's 215-659-3770. Tell them I sent you. Iron Mountain Men's Health, the leader in men's sexual health.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
We are no longer new and different. We're just different. The John Kincade Show returns
on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Hopefully your Thursday morning is off to a great start. John Kincade Show on The Fanatic, the 8 o'clock hour of the show, is brought to you by our friends at Martin Law, the law firm for injured workers. Visit paworkinjury.com. I would suggest that you get online now, as there is an online ticket raid this morning for FanDuel Sportsbook presenting FanFest 2022. FanDuel Sportsbook getting you there October 1st, Saturday, October the 1st, 1 to 5 p.m. at Xfinity Live. You got to be 21 to enter. Some of the great FanFest events, the stars of FanFest, are going to be announced very, very soon. And I'm hearing very, very soon on who you're going to want to meet. And Bob and Jamie, you've been here for quite a bit. I've only been here for one of these. But I would suggest that this could be the greatest guests ever. Not the best show ever. That's at 2 o'clock. This could be the greatest guests ever for a FanFest.
And it could be. And we've had some really, really good ones in the past. Pat, you've been around more than anybody, you and Jamie. Ben Simmons was there at the time, really good.
If he comes
Tobias
this year,
Harris
it
was
might
there.
be the best.
We had Tyrese Maxey there last year, right?
Barkley, Dawkins, and Iverson are three of the all-time
That's amazing.
fan favorites ever in this town.
That's amazing. And they've all appeared. Yeah, going to be
tough
we have to be setting the bar up at somebody like Icons, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Icons. Well, that'll be good. FanDuel's going to have their football toss with a chance to meet a very special guest that will be announced soon. The Mechanical Shark, the 3-person rock wall, Spider Mountain, and the 100-foot obstacle course from Betty's Bounces is there. The Sixers are bringing their sports court and net, plus the bell that they ring before each game, and Franklin the mascot will be there. Philadelphia Union will bring their 50-foot inflatable soccer field. The Flyers and the Wings will be on site. A bunch of exotic cars from our friends at Imagine Lifestyles, Luxury Rentals. All of our hosts will be there to hang out with you. And the haunted Deadly Beach will be on site, plus lots of food and drinks, and it's going to be a blast. And we've got tickets to give away today, and we're going to give away some tickets in the second half of the show here. But there's an online ticket raid going on right now. Go to 97.5thefanatic.com, because when they are gone, they are gone. That is the rule, Pat, with an online ticket raid, right?
Yeah, you can't just, ask for them.
You can't. You just got to go.
You got to go on that website, and if you can't find it, don't worry. Click and scroll, folks. You'll locate it.
And just click and scroll on everything.
Every single thing. Don't leave no stone unturned on that website, 97.5thefanatic.com.
We love Mary Beth, right?
Yeah, she's great. MVG or MVP.
She is the MVP. Today's a Wendy's Thursday.
It is.
Wonder if she got roped into having to get us our Wendy's again today. Try Wendy's hot and crispy fries, natural cut skin-on fries, perfectly sprinkled with sea salt and better than ever at participating U.S. Wendy's. So go to the 97.5thefanatic.com right now. Click on the online ticket raid logo. Grab yourself a free pair of tickets to FanFest. It's all brought to you by our friends at FanDuel Sportsbook. All right, I need you, Jamie. You're a historian. And Pat, you tend to be a historian too. So what I'm asking you to do is right now to try to do a comparison between the 2022 Eagles and the 2017 Eagles team. Now, let's get one premise set very quickly here. The 2017 Eagles, none of you thought that the 2017 Eagles were going to win the Super Bowl before the season started, correct?
No, yeah, you're correct.
I thought they were a playoff team.
Yeah, I thought they were a good team. I didn't think Super Bowl was in the cards.
Yeah, I thought playoffs.
I bet I would put $100 down every year if I thought they'd be a playoff team, just see them win the Super Bowl, just see if I'd win the bets. That's the only reason. I don't think I truly believed that they were a Super Bowl team. Bob, were you more?
No, I think we were kind of where we are now-ish. They should make the playoffs. Do they have a chance for the division?
See where they go.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you here, position by position, the Eagles starting team versus that team. And I just want to go in a grouping of positions and just talk to you. Do you want the 2022 Eagles receivers, A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith and Quez Watkins? Is that threesome not decidedly better than what the Eagles trotted out in 2017?
Not that you're persuading the jury at all by saying what the Eagles trotted out in 2017.
That is the truth.
Alshon Jeffrey was a very, very good wide receiver.
Was he ever
in the
A.J.
NFL
Brown?
Then. I think A.J. Brown has to put a couple years of resume still together to be considered that. Maybe not.
I mean, Alshon had comparable years to AJ. I'd say AJ's probably the more promising wide receiver. Nelson Aguilar was a top 5 slot receiver in the league that year. Whatever it was, it just
What do you have, 700 yards? I'm just guessing. I'm absolutely guessing.
He led them in touchdowns.
768 yards, 8 touchdowns, 1 rushing. Just 1 rush for 7 yards. I thought it was a touchdown.
If you got 700 yards out of Devontae Smith, we're not going to be happy.
If he got 8 touchdowns,
if you get
with the 700 yards.
If you get 700 yards out of Quez Watkins, you'll be happy.
Quez Watkins. And the third on the 2017
Torrey
Eagles?
Smith was only 36 catches for 430 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Okay. So Brown, Smith, Watkins.
Brown, Smith, and Watkins, I would say, is better.
Yeah, I'll go there. I'll go this year.
Pat, you go there too?
This year's is better, yes.
Yes. Okay. I go tight end, and this is the tough one.
This is real tough.
Is Dallas Goedert this year better than Zach Ertz 2017?
2017, Zach Ertz, 74 catches, 824 yards, 8 touchdowns.
I think Dallas Goedert can do that.
I do too.
I think he can
if he
bring you
does that, I'll be happy.
Let's just call it a wash.
Let's call it a wash.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
What do you say?
I think Ertz is better.
And you're leaning Ertz better.
Ertz was better at the time, but Goddard's got the chance because he's rising. You know what I mean?
Goddard could get 824. I don't know about the 18. I'll tell you what, if I'm leaning, I'm going with Pat. I'm going. If I'm leaning, I'll go Ertz. I'm more comfortable saying wash.
And if I'm leaning, I'm going Ertz.
I think
also.
a wash is fair.
But I think a wash is fair.
Okay.
With them as far as because if Dallas Goedert puts up those numbers, isn't that sort of what people would project this year for him?
Yeah, I think that's a good projection.
I need more touchdowns from him.
8 touchdowns, I'll take.
And that's what I need. I need him to give you more there. Do you like this offensive line combination of Mailata, Dickerson, Kelsey, Sayamalo, and Johnson?
So 2 of the 5 were on the starting 2017 team, and that's Kelsey and Johnson.
And then Peters in 2017 gets injured.
Right, so it's Halapuli Vaitai was your left tackle.
Right.
Wiz was your left guard.
You just wanted to just brag about
I did.
that.
That's really well. You did a good job.
I didn't say Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Brandon Brooks was he was probably the best right guard in the league.
Is this offensive line better?
I mean, you have to count Jason Peters because going into the year, he was the starting left tackle.
I think it'd be hard
I think
to
they're
say.
very comparable. I almost think it's wash again.
I think this one's better.
Now, you see, I'm edging towards 2017 was better.
But I do think it's a wash.
I think it's a wash, though.
I think it's a wash. But I lean
Bob?
towards 2017.
Are you
I
wash on this
lean
team?
towards this one, but I'm more comfortable with wash.
Okay. Running
That's pretty
back.
consistent for an offensive line.
Sanders, Gainwell, Scott.
Versus Blunt, Ajayi, and Clement.
Yeah, Corey Clement.
You give it to that one. Blunt was awesome that year.
I think I give it to 2017.
I absolutely already
I give it to
You already did.
I give it to
There's
2017, yeah.
Jalen Hurts versus the Wentz-Foles combination.
It's got to be 2017.
It's got to be 2017.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pat,
So,
right?
Pat, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay. On the defensive side of the ball, I want to go to secondary first. Just bring it to Slay, Epps, Harris, Bradbury.
They win.
They win.
I don't even think this one's close.
They win.
McLeod, Malcolm Jenkins.
Yeah, Malcolm Jenkins is great. But that four.
Jalen Mills, Ronald Darby. I got to go this year.
absolutely win.
Yeah, okay.
Linebacking core. Kazir White, T.J. Edwards, and Hassan Reddick. They win.
I don't know. Kendricks, Hicks, and Bradham
Bradham
was pretty strong.
Yeah, Hicks was injured in the Super Bowl. So
Right, yeah.
But,
By that time.
that was pretty strong.
That was a strong linebacking core. We kind of gloss over those three.
No,
when,
I agree
when
with
we
you.
talk about
That's
linebacking
a strong
woes.
core. I'll take this one.
I think this one's better.
I really do. I'll take this one better.
I always thought Kendricks was underrated and overhated on here.
Was he hated on here?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah?
I think I lean towards 17.
You lean towards 17's group.
I think I do too.
Okay, because you both go, you're leaning, but you wouldn't consider it a wash.
I would.
Okay.
I wouldn't.
You consider 17?
I think this one's better.
But
I think this one's better.
If Reddick's giving you 10-plus sacks.
Kazir White
and Kazir White's, making some interceptions.
Was one of the leading tacklers in the NFL last year. Out of linebackers.
I'm cool with a wash.
Okay. Bob, do you go with a wash or do you not? You like that 2017 crew?
They're just more proven to me, but I have no problem going wash.
Okay, defensive ends, Sweat and Graham.
Versus Curry and Graham?
Graham's a lot older, coming off injury.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Sweat and Graham's better.
I think Sweat and Graham's better also.
I do, too. That's the way I lean.
And you're sweaty.
Yeah, I'm a sweaty man.
You're a sweaty man.
Team sweaty.
I think you got to add in, though, like that whole rotation, including Chris Long. Chris Long had such an impact on that.
Well, and we get into then, do we then
more depth?
Okay, do we then say, though, do we have to say at that point then?
We got Derek Barnett here, Pat.
Yeah, Pat, if you go
man.
if you go the rotation, I go 17.
Yeah, and I think you have to include the rotation because this team never just has two defensive ends. That's it.
Sure, and this one's going to rotate also. So, yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm with you on 17.
Cox and Hargrave this year as your defensive tackles. Do you like it better than 17?
Versus Timmy Grills, Jernigan, and Cox. Cox was at his prime.
Whoa. That's disrespectful to Haloti Nada.
Yeah, Haloti Nada was just a...
Well, Timmy Jernigan was a starter.
No, but I mean...
Haloti Nada.
I
like Jernigan. He was good.
But now you got to go to that same thing as Jordan Davis, Milton Williams.
Yeah,
next up in the rotation. This is better. Your defensive tackle rotation is definitely deeper. Definitely deeper.
Probably, but you lost prime. It's prime Cox versus Cox now.
Okay, but you might have Jordan Davis.
I think you're always looking for
Jamie
the prime
prefers
Cox.
prime Cox.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why would I choose today Cox
All right, well,
when
how
I could
about
have prime Cox?
Well, how about if you have today's Cox and you add in Jordan Davis combined and compare that to just your prime Cox?
It's a good debate.
Because this year's Fletcher Cox should be better because of Jordan Davis being here.
He should be.
Because he should be able to be more rested.
But are we putting too much on a rookie?
Yeah, that's why it's hard to count on what a rookie's going to be just off of one preseason game.
Like, there's a chance Milton Williams has a bigger
Well,
impact.
I'm not basing it on one preseason game. I'm basing it on watching.
Yeah, I mean, we all think, but we've all been wrong many times.
No, not this show.
So where do you fall? When we go through the whole
I'm
exercise?
I'm 2017.
I'm
and here's the biggest one: Nick Sirianni, Doug Peterson.
Doug,
both second-year coaches. I felt better about Doug.
Yeah,
I felt better about Doug.
Bob,
I underestimated Sirianni last year, though. So Nick Sirianni should just chuckle and go, "Well, screw you, dude, because you underestimated last year, and I proved you wrong." And I've said that over and over again that I underestimated him.
But Doug had like a certain swag to him, like the going for it on fourth down, the aggressive style of coaching.
I enjoyed it.
I loved it.
Yeah, but last year didn't Sirianni go for it a lot too?
Not like Doug did, but he's not afraid of it.
No, he's definitely not. I don't think he's certainly.
But the league kind of caught on with Doug. Like Doug was at the forefront of the change.
Yeah, I don't know if Sirianni is going for it as much in his first year had Doug Peterson not gone for it. And I don't think he came in and went, "Oh, well, the old coach did it." But I think Doug Peterson having success with it changed the league, where the league is more apt to now go for it.
More analytical.
Yeah.
It's like, do I really want to net 17 yards on a punt when I can just...
Doug was the first.
So when I get it back to the premise, do you feel better about this team, or do you feel I think people may be a little over their skis on expectations for this year's team when we just went through that exercise because we all agree that nobody thought in September or even October of that year they were winning the Super Bowl?
So in the breakdown, which we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10 things, 10 categories, you have 4 2017s, 3 2022s, and 3 washes. That's how close we have it.
How about that?
It's a closer comparison than I would have thought.
I thought it was closer than I expected.
But the most important one is the quarterback.
I expected this team to be – the one thing I'm going to say about this team is I think that team had a much lower ceiling than this team has. And that's a team that won the Super Bowl. This team is ascending.
Yeah.
That team wasn't ascending.
No, you had the Chris Longs in here. A lot of the names of Jay Ajayi and those guys. Well, Ajayi was young.
When did Ajayi come? Halloween?
Yeah, it was right around Halloween.
Right around Halloween or whatever.
Yeah, but it's a great exercise. I didn't think it would be this close.
I didn't either.
Let me ask you this question now.
Wait a minute, though. What did you expect? Did you expect 17 to dominate it?
I thought 17 would win it a little more for obvious reasons because they did win a Super Bowl.
It's funny though. I went into it thinking the opposite.
If I were to tell you that your quarterback this year is going to have an MVP-like year and maybe the runner, the leader for MVP after 13 games,
Gardner Minshew comes in and wins you a Super Bowl.
Do you think they're a 13-3 team if he has that kind of a year?
Yeah, 12-5, 13-4. Yes, absolutely.
I say 13-3 because that's when Carson went out. They were 13-3, I believe.
But they were 11-2.
Oh no, they couldn't have been.
They were 11-2 when he went out.
It was like the first week.
Yeah, right.
He went out. The Rams game was the 11th win because he won 11. Carson won them 11 games, which is his jersey number, and I think that's fitting.
Yeah, this is probably
it's an interesting
a
exercise.
younger team than that team.
It's ascending. This team's ascending. The ceiling on this team's much higher, I would think.
Probably.
That team did. We knew.
But it all comes down to the most important position in sports.
Brings it back to that.
That's what every NFL, if you polled all 32 sports radio stations around the country, they're probably all in some way or another saying, well, it all depends on how the quarterback does. If Justin Herbert goes out and craps the bed, the Chargers are an AFC West contenders.
Hey, Marvel Studios' She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, starring Emmy Award winner Tatiana Maslany. Original series is now streaming only on Disney+. So you can check that out there. One thing is for the Phillies, as they come home, you realize the Phillies will open up the largest homestand of the year. Now they're coming home for it. So the largest homestand begins, 11-game homestand over 10 days. Honestly, the Phillies have a chance by the end of this homestand to, I think, almost secure themselves in playoff position. With the 4 with the Mets, where you don't face DeGrom and Scherzer. 3 with the Reds and 3 with the Pirates. 4 with the Reds and 3 with the Pirates.
Hope they don't get rained out tonight.
Yeah, if the Mets get rained out tonight, DeGrom will face the Phils.
And that's the problem. So we are rooting heavily that's not.
Come on, Mother Nature.
By the
Let's
way,
go. Stay beautiful today.
I do not believe that's going to be the case, that they're going to get rained out. We don't. We are hoping greatly.
Check the Doppler? You Jim Cantore all of a sudden? Why do I believe you?
Well, because
What's your weather knowledge here?
Because I lived 5 miles from the stadium.
What are you hiding?
For a long time.
Let me check the Doppler.
It moves. They rain out is sort of rare.
This is a conspiracy by big weather.
Yeah.
It's sort of rare. Who
got to you?
They're trying to skew you on over. Put in like 30328. Jamie, and check that. That's the zip. Check out like 30328.
I'm just looking at the dot.
And be able to look at it that way. I'm looking at the hourly for 30328. When's the game? When's the game?
There's a big storm front coming.
Nope.
Just admit it. You're
I'm looking at it right here.
Weather.
I'm looking at it right here. There's a
Louisiana and Mississippi are getting hit. And
there is tonight.
Up.
What time is the game tonight or is it today?
I think it's tonight, but I'm not
positive.
positive.
Okay, well, if it's tonight. Game time. 79 degrees, 23% chance of rain. 8 o'clock, 17% chance of rain. 9 o'clock, 75 degrees, 15% chance of rain.
Can't trust that.
So they're going to be.
They own you. They got your
should
pockets.
be fine.
I'm looking at my own Doppler.
I'm
not owned by Big Weather.
I'm looking at WSB.
You're owned by weatherbug.com.
No, that's WSB.
Everybody knows, John.
Nothing but a bot.
The World Security Bureau. So check that out. But I would think that this could end up they could end up securing themselves a playoff berth pretty much where you'd feel really comfortable by the end of this stretch at home.
Well, you're at 100% right now, so I don't know how much.
No, I am. I said
the only place it can go for you is down.
Right. Because I don't believe in Milwaukee or San Francisco.
Yeah.
So I don't, and I'm not saying they're the top wild card or they're the third wild card or whatever, but I right now I'd be completely shocked if they don't make the postseason, especially the way the schedule stacks up for them.
Yeah, I still have the ghost of years past that hovers around me when I'm sitting alone thinking playoffs, and it says September swoon.
I'm with John, though.
You're 6 games back. San Francisco's 6 games back of you.
I'd be shocked if they don't make it.
And you're at around 117 games played. So what's that mean? You got like 45 games left. And you're giving up a 6-game lead to San Francisco.
Yeah,
I'm not
probably
really
not.
I'm not buying that.
I told you yesterday I'm at like 85, 90%.
Okay, now Milwaukee, that could be different. They don't have because they have all those easy games in their own division. They got the Reds, the Cubs, and the Pirates. So you could see Milwaukee getting hot and maybe being a bit of a threat. But San Diego's schedule's nasty too. So I mean, you're a half game up on them right now as you come out of that. I'm thinking by the end of this homestand, we're going to feel really good about it.
All right,
that we should, and it better be. It better be.
You can't feel any better though. You're 100% positive they're going to the playoffs.
I can't.
As is Jamie.
Right now.
Didn't
I would
you say
bet,
100%?
Yeah, I'm 100%.
I'd bet 100% they're going to the postseason.
Yeah,
I bet 93%.
So you're going 7%.
Yeah, I think there's a 7% chance.
You're putting 7% on it. That they'd have a chance to do that. So.
Yeah, still a lot of baseball left.
DeGrom and Fried tonight is the matchup.
That's a good matchup.
That is a good matchup, and we are and hopefully.
Go.
What? Say it.
Right. I don't know who I want to win.
I hope they both kill each other.
I guess
I hope it goes 28 innings.
You're a Mets fan.
I
You know
guess
you want to win.
let's go DeGrom.
Did you go to Villanova?
Did he go to Villanova?
No, did you? You're a Mets fan?
I mean, you're not. Are you rooting for the Mets?
Yeah, I think so.
Why?
Because
don't you want them to be a little
because second place is actually obtainable. I don't think first is.
I don't think first place is in some.
I think you could catch the Braves. You can't catch the Mets.
No, I don't believe that either.
So let's go.
You know what? Know what? You're right. I actually think you do want the Mets to win this game.
Yeah, let's go Mets.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't mind if the Mets go on and win 120 games.
Because
if
right
they're
now
gonna beat
we
up the Braves.
Because
sure.
right now you don't care.
No.
Yeah.
But the only thing is, you're 6 games back of the Braves. So where I was just writing off the San Francisco Giants,
You could be 5.5 after tonight.
You could be. I don't know that you're making up 7 in the loss column. That's a lot.
Yeah, probably
That's
not.
That's
Harper's
a lot.
coming back. He's going to start hitting moon balls.
It's a lot to make up. But hey, we can all dream. I think you're right. I think we go. Let's go.
Yeah,
Mets
let's go
tonight.
Mets.
Let's go. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's gross.
Get a bad feeling in your mouth, even saying those words.
And then I said go Cats right afterward. My brain just
and then
said,
you say go Cats.
Yeah.
And then
Cats win. Cats win.
And then you post a picture of yourself with Jay Wright, you found at the shore or somewhere else, and tell us how great he is.
I don't like who you become.
Believe me. Jamie or me?
No, Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie.
No,
Don't
you
tell
haven't-
me.
John, you haven't changed.
No, there's
Jamie, though.
No.
Jamie paints himself off as something that he's not.
I'm going to keep that Jay Wright unmitigated venom coming because he's just too good.
No, if you saw him
He's
on the
just
beach
too
of
good.
Ocean City, you would melt like a little
I'm
girl.
not- he's too good.
We
Yeah,
got to
you
get him
would.
in here just so you two
He's too
melt
good. No,
with
I
his
just-
charisma.
No,
I
we won't.
legitimately do not want to meet him because
No, I don't
want
wanna
you two to
like
meet
him.
him.
I don't want to meet him because I don't want to be under the spell.
I want you
Yeah.
two to meet him.
No, I want the guy one day to start the show going, we found the guy. Jay Wright flipped him off in the Acme parking lot.
Yeah.
And we give him an interview. We let him come on. Crossing Broad goes with it big.
I don't
And
think
Jay,
he'll find
Jay
him.
Wright is
James,
finally cracked.
If Jay Wright flips somebody off in a parking lot, that person goes, "I'm sorry, my fault."
They deserved it. Yeah.
If they get the wave like you hate, they'll say, "Oh, thank you."
Jay
so
doesn't
much."
steal courtesy waves.
No,
Sorry, Pat.
I'm Peter in Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Like, I don't want to go surfing with all the snow because I know that I'll probably end up liking him.
You will.
And I don't want to like him because he's
no,
causing
you don't
too
want to.
much
I don't
pain.
want to like him either. Why do I want to like?
I like the fact he left.
He's on. Yeah, I do love that.
Then you should like him.
I do love that.
Neptune, what
All
kind
right,
of planet's
it's
that?
time. It is time for game time. Your chance to win fabulous prizes, Pat. We got fabulous prizes today, correct? We do on
Yes.
game time? Okay, so what we
confirm.
do is we need you to line up at 610-632-0975. 610-632-0975. Get on board. It's game time on the John Kincade Show next here on 97.5 The Fanatic. I know what Copair has meant to me, and I know what it can mean to you. We've got guys who want to lose 40, 50, 60 pounds. Ladies, too, who listen to this radio show who have joined Copair, and you're going to hear me do some ads that run when I'm not on the air in the station where I tell you about their stories. They called. They checked out CopairHealth.com on the web. They then connected with Copair, got themselves a personal coach, and they're seeing the results. Whatever your ambitions are, you want to lose 40, you want to lose 50, you want to lose 25, you want to lose 30. They are there for you, and they will customize a plan for you. And I'm talking about eating food. I'm talking about being able to understand your relationship with food better. It's not going to be a bunch of injections and hormones or anything like that. They're going to take great care of you, and they're going to walk you through this process. You're going to save hundreds if you do it during the month of August. So get on your horse, and by the time Christmas comes around, you're going to be a sexy beast in those pictures. So check it on out. Go to CopairHealth.com, and be sure to tell them John Kincade from The Fanatic sent you.
The John Kincade Show.
They put it on the air?
Of course they put it on the air. It was a big success.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Guess what, folks? Yes, you know it. It's August, going into September. College football is back. It's time to enjoy the tradition, the fun, and the great offers from DraftKings Sportsbook to celebrate the best time of the year. And right now, new customers, well, you can bet just $5 on any team and get $200 in free bets instantly, win or lose. If that's not enough of the action, you can also place the same game parlay for a shot at an even bigger payout. Just combine multiple bets into one, like which team will get the win, which team to score first, and more. I love these. I've been telling you about them for so long. How about a few games on, let's go to a little bit later in the month. Let's go to Northwestern and Nebraska. How about UNLV, Idaho State? Well, you could pick one of those games and then go in there, pick the winner, the first half, the second half, and put that into one big parlay and see how you make out. And don't be worried because DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable. Best of all, you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. So all you have to do is download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code FANATIC. Bet just $5 on any college football game and get $200 in free bets instantly. That's code FANATIC only at DraftKings Sportsbook. Must be 21 or older. Pennsylvania only. One per new customer. Minimum $5 deposit and wager. $200 issued as 8 $25 free bets. Restrictions apply. See terms at DraftKings.com/sportsbook in partnership with Meadows Racetrack and Casino. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Sure, you're managing to sweat through another summer with that rickety old AC, but it isn't easy, is it? Some days it feels like even your sweat stains had sweat stains. Stop suffering and set yourself up for summer comfort with special financing offers and rebates on a new high-efficiency heating and cooling system from Trane. With a whole-house air filtration system to keep the air you breathe clean and safe. Visit Trane.com to find an independent Delaware Valley Trane comfort specialist near you. It's hard to stop a Trane. Subject to credit approval.
This summer, the General Building Contractors Association is reminding the construction industry and all workers to stay safe while working in the heat.
Look out for signs of heat-related illness, like dizziness, fatigue, slurred speech, heavy sweating, and nausea. If you see a coworker showing symptoms, quickly cool them off, and when in doubt, call 911.
Learn more about working safely in the heat by downloading Toolbox Talks at gbca.com. We're GBCA, and we're building safer together.
Meet Harper, teammate at Truist. Hello. She was born to care and always had your back. Like the time her friend's bumper car took a gnarly hit.
Oh no!
His retainer went flying, but Harper caught it before it got crushed. Today, Harper's a teammate at Truist, the bank with Truist One checking. With no overdraft fees, a $100 negative balance buffer, and automatic upgrades, Truist One checking has your back too. When you start with care, you get a different kind of bank. $100 negative balance buffer. Eligibility requirements apply. Truist Bank, member FDIC.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Trading in or selling your car, truck, or SUV? WeBuyAnyCar.com takes the hassle out of selling in just 3 easy steps. 1. Get your free online valuation. 2. Drive to your local car buying center. And 3, walk out with your check in as little as 30 minutes. So don't wait. Get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at We Buy Any Car.
People do some pretty cool things in their 40s and 50s, like go back to college, learn to skateboard. Okay, maybe that one's not for everybody, but saving for retirement is. At aceyourretirement.org, you can get on track with your retirement savings no matter your age. Just have a free 3-minute chat with the friendly digital retirement coach, Avo, and receive personalized tips to help boost your savings. Start chatting with Avo today at aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
We filmed 12 Pennsylvania kids who are all waiting to be adopted and asked them what having a family and permanent home would mean to them.
I'm really tired of being alone. Kind of like one of those bottles in the sea, just kind of rolling around.
Visit adoptpakids.org to watch the video, meet the kids, and learn how you can become a foster or adoptive parent.
I can't wait to find my forever family.
Sponsored by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Tom Wolf, Governor. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Hey, it's Jen Scordo. 97.5 The Fanatic's golf outing presented by Corona Premier is happening August 23rd at Ramblewood Country Club. If you want to play, join me at Bailey's Bar and Grill in Levittown this Saturday from 6 to 7 p.m. Enjoy Corona Premier on special and compete in our golf putting contests to win great prizes, including passes for you and a guest to play in the Fanatics golf outing. That's Bailey's Bar and Grill this Saturday from 6 to 7 p.m. 6922 Bristol Emily Road, Levittown. For details, visit our events page on 97.5thefanatic.com.
Hi, it's John Kincade. I hope you're listening to the show every single morning. You know, I'm a 2-time cancer survivor. So I want to thank all of you who have joined us in supporting life-saving cancer research by donating at aacr.org/fanatic. And to our generous corporate partners, thank you for stepping up and supporting the AACR. It's the official charity of the John Kincade Show.
Davis CPA Group. For personalized caring accountants, bookkeeping, payroll, and tax preparation services, visit daviscpagroup.com. With over 1,500 windows to choose from, Window Nation can outfit any home. Call 866-90Nation or visit windownation.com. You can always count on H&H Heating and Air Conditioning for total home comfort and fast, friendly, and local HVAC service. Visit delcohvac.com.
You know, donations to the American Association for Cancer Research from our listeners and corporate partners add up to big breakthroughs that benefit cancer patients worldwide. Join me. Make a life-saving donation today at aacr.org/fanatic.
Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
You may not officially be one of my endless cousins, but I do consider you part of our family.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
John Kincade Show on The Fanatic. Wendy's fries are wonderful. You might want to get them at lunchtime. Wendy's breakfast, even better. If you're hungry in the morning, just grab yourself some Wendy's. I know we always have Wendy's gift cards as part of Game Time because Wendy's brings it to you every single Thursday right here on the John Kincade Show. And now we hand it to Pat.
It's Thursday at 8:30, which means game time. Today we are playing 2 Lies and a Truth. Now, here's your master of ceremonies, a man who lies about the size of his social media followers, Pat Egan.
That's right, we're well on our way to 30K right now.
I don't think you're a buyer of social media.
You know, I mean, there was a
Bought
Groupon.
all of his followers.
Yeah, there was a Groupon of the Indian bot farm. So I took advantage of it. Why wouldn't you?
I'm telling you, I wondered why I thought it was all because of Wake and Cake.
No, it's
which is incredibly popular. Saturday mornings, listen to Wake and Cake 9 to noon.
It's all because of Groupon. Yes, today we're switching things up. It's going to be 2 lies and a truth. Pretty simple. It's basically 2 truths and a lie. The guys are going to go around. They're going to say a fact about themselves, and the caller has to guess which one is true. You can get involved at 610-632-0975.
Did you have lists to
we
give
have
us?
a little problem here because none of us know what we're reading.
Are you serious?
Yeah, nobody gave us any lists.
I can make up stuff.
No. I mean, I have it in front of me.
You do.
Connor. I thought Connor was going to print it out.
Well, wait, but Connor can print it out.
Sure he can. What are you kidding me?
And
Connor, we have an emergency.
In the meantime, we can kill time by telling you to just go to 97.5 Fanatic to click and scroll, folks.
And
click and scroll.
Go everywhere on the website.
Yeah.
Right?
All right. Well, the prizes today, as
Coach
Connor
just
was to print
needed
it out.
a new change of shorts.
After that,
Coach got a
I
little.
have it, Connor. You got to give it to them.
You got to
Them.
give it
They
to
need
us.
I got it, man.
So Connor's going to make
golden.
some copies. Connor blew out his elbow a couple times.
No, Connor's
No, I messed up today. Connor was throwing a pitch, and I hit his arm, and I could have blown out his elbow.
Connor, we need copies for everybody. you got more.
You know whose fault this really is Coach. We're going to blame him because he's not here. Some people showed up for work. Coach did not, so he's.
Oh,
he's
so you're going to blame it on Coach?
Game time. The prizes we have: $50 Wendy's gift card. We have a pair of tickets to see Russell Peters' Act Your Age World Tour this Saturday at Ovation Hall and Ocean Casino Resort. We have a pair of tickets to go see Burt Kreischer on Sunday, September 4th. Very funny guy. A pair of tickets to go see Zach Brown Band on August 26th, and a pair of tickets to go see Rammstein on August 31st. Rammstein. Yeah. So those are the prizes. 610-632-0975 if you want to get involved. As Connor looks to print them out, I will bring up the caller, and until he gets the copies, I'll read off the.
All right, how about you do that?
First caller is going to be John in Norristown. John, you ready?
What's up, Johnny?
Hey, John, how are you, buddy?
Some Wendy's.
There you go. He wants to win some Wendy's, Pat.
No problem.
Kill some time. Tell us a little something about yourself.
John, you just have
What's
to
your
tell
biggest
us,
fear?
You just have to tell us which one of these facts is the truth, okay? John, since you have a copy, you can read yours.
Okay, I played the tuba in the high school band.
All right, Bob.
Wait a minute, Danny, come on.
I got it. I almost didn't graduate high school on time because I failed a class last semester.
There you go. Jamie?
I ran a 3-minute mile in college.
All right, John, which one of those was the truth?
I'm going to go with John and the tuba.
That was a lie.
Oh, come on,
No,
John.
now, look, John, you did a good job because obviously Jamie's not winning 3-minute miles. He can't even.
no.
He can't even outrun me. The
Nobody's ever
actual
run a
truth
3-minute.
there was Bob.
Nobody's ever run a 3-minute mile, so
No.
that one was easy for you.
Breaking 4 is great.
Bobby, though, what happened with you in high school?
Yeah,
John,
so I
you won
had
fantastic tickets.
we had
Thank
an
you,
exam.
John.
I didn't know my grade was close to not being good, and we had a final exam, and we kind of went out that morning before the exam and had our senior fun, messing around. I failed the exam miserably, and the teacher called me in and said, "You failed the class."
What a
I was
loser.
like, "Oh my God!" But it was an elective class, so since it was an elective, it didn't prohibit me from
Are you
graduating.
kidding me? Really?
Swear to God, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
That's why it's the truth. I swear.
That was the truth. That was
Elective
right.
in high school.
All right,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Senior
All right, let's go to
Let's go,
Bob?
Bob in Eagleville, which is a stone's throw away from Eagle View.
Exton. No, it's a stone's throw from Exton.
I said what I said. Bob, go ahead, John. Well, actually, no. Jamie, you have the paper?
I do.
So, Jamie, you started off.
I was an altar boy.
I almost became a priest.
I dated a girl in college that went on to become a nun.
All right, Bob, which one of those was the truth?
I'm going to say Jamie.
Let's find out.
That was the truth.
Very good there.
Jamie was an altar boy.
As was Bob, as was I.
All right, I'm the only one.
Pat, you were the only one that wasn't?
Sorry. Bob, you're going to win a pair of tickets to go see Russell Peters' Act Your Age World Tour this Saturday, 8 p.m. Ovation Hall and Ocean Casino Resort. Get tickets at theoceanac.com.
That was not bad.
Let's go to, do you have any stories of being an altar boy? Would you like it?
No.
All right, we'll move on.
I hated
No.
it.
I love
why'd
being
you
an
do it
altar
then?
boy.
It wasn't really my idea.
All right, Joe in
Oh,
Florida.
you didn't choose, so there you go. Joe in Florida joins us. Joe, good morning.
Hey, guys. How you doing? Listening to you on the app.
Joe, where
Thanks,
are you?
buddy.
Down in Tampa area?
Sort of just south. I'm in Sarasota right now, actually, but I'm from suburbs of Philly. So
That's
I listen to
beautiful.
you guys all the time. Love the app.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate it.
Well, we have a new app, so make sure to download
And the new app is
update.
beautiful if you haven't updated
Yeah,
it.
it's really nice. All right, guys, take it away.
I have. It's awesome.
There you go. Where are we going? Bob, you want to go first?
Sure. I once bowled a perfect game.
I cannot use plastic utensils.
I set the DVR for the week every Sunday.
Joe, which one of those was the truth?
You know what? I think I'm going to go because it always happens to me with the broken utensils. I think the truth is you can't use the the plastic utensils. Final answer.
I wish you didn't say final answer.
That was a lie.
That was a lie.
I felt like this one was actually a really easy one.
I thought it was easy, too. Yeah.
The truth is?
I set the DVR for the week every Sunday.
How long does it take you?
How long?
15 minutes.
And
maybe.
Joe, we'll give you FanFest
I go
tickets if you
through and
wanna
I
come
see
up, or-
Phillies play this
got
time
family there.
each night. Okay, good. Well, we'll put you on hold and get you those tickets. I put I say, okay, Phillies play 6:40 this time. Go through and I record it all. Set the record. Is there any big game in the NBA other than the Sixers game? I'll set the Sixers games to record, so that way I never have to worry the night of that I've recorded it.
You are
Every
psychotic.
Sunday.
You do know this.
Every Sunday I do that.
You take 15 minutes out of your Sunday to set the DVR for the
for
week.
the entire week, so that way I know I never have to go, oh, damn, I'm going to be 20 minutes late for the Sixers game. I'm going to be an hour late for the Sixers game. I don't have to worry about it.
That's not even the weirdest thing he does, I don't think. Like, that's actually kind of normal.
I don't think it is either.
Yeah,
I bet you there are other people who do that.
It's very Kincade-ish, but it's not the weirdest thing.
Here's the thing is, though, it's not because I get up at 4 in the morning either, because I did it when I worked afternoons my whole career. So,
all right, let's get
where we
to
going?
John in the Northeast.
Hi, John.
Hello, good morning, boys.
John, let's win you something, all right?
All right, start it off.
All right, growing up, my brother Doc duct taped me to a street sign.
Growing up, my brother always told me I was adopted, and at one point in my life, I believed him.
Growing up, my mom told me that we had an invisible cat named Bitter Love Bite.
All right, John, which one of those was the truth?
It's either Bobby or Jamie. Ah, man, let me see.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, you're correct. It's either Bob or Jamie.
Wow.
It's one of us.
I'm going to go with Bobby, my man.
Good move.
That was the truth.
Way to be, John.
Wait a minute. Why would someone think Doc wouldn't have duct taped me to a street sign?
I thought that was very believable.
He used to throw me over. He used to throw me over. He would throw me over the fence into sticker bushes.
I would not have won a pair of tickets to see Bert Kreischer on Sunday, September 4th.
But he
at the Hard
did.
Rock Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City, because I would have guessed that Doc taped you to a pole. But there are a few tickets for both of his shows, September 3rd and 4th, that still remain, and they're available at hardrockatlanticcity.com.
It's a great venue.
By the way, John, Mike K says if you have Comcast at home, just set the season recording. It'll record every game.
I do not. I am not a Comcast user.
All right, well, we'll move on before we lose any more sponsors. Dante in the Northeast.
I am a Fios. It's not
fine.
my choice.
It's fine, man.
I had to juice Fios.
It happens. We're just going to go to Dante.
There we go. What's up, Dante?
Good morning, guys. How we doing?
Oh, we're going to get you some. We're going to make you a winner here. All right. I put ranch dressing on most of my food.
I crush Pringles and put them in my salads.
Liverwurst makes me gag.
Dante, which one of those is the truth?
I'm going to go with Jamie.
That was the truth.
Good
Way to go,
job,
Dante.
Good job, Dante.
Jamie
My man.
is, yes, he's not a Liverwurst
John, yours was a
worst
little
fan.
too easy, buddy.
Yeah, mine was easy, right? Because I hate ranch.
Yeah, 'cause
Dante,
you so ick.
do you like country music?
Does he like Wendy's?
Yeah,
You do like country music?
Oh, you do like country
I
music?
love Wendy's. I love Wendy's.
Oh, Wendy's. All right, you get a $50 Wendy's gift card.
There
for
we
your
go.
trouble.
Boom.
All right.
There
All
we
right.
go.
Thank you for
Good job,
listening to the
Dante.
call.
There we
Let's get
go.
a couple more in here.
Dan?
Let's go to Nick in Philly was next.
Nick and Philly.
So let's go to
Okay.
Nick in Philly.
Hi, Nick.
How you guys doing?
Good. I hate lamps on end tables.
I learned to ride a bike when I was 30.
I can ride a unicycle.
Nick, which one of those is true?
The unicycle.
That was a lie.
You think he's athletic enough to ride a unicycle? That's
Oh, my
adorable.
gosh.
Nick, we'll give you FanFest tickets, though.
Nick, we'll give you some FanFest tickets, yep. I hate lamps on end tables.
That's
I
weird.
don't disagree with you.
I hate them. It's stupid.
Why?
It crowds up.
So that
'cause
bothers you out there?
They crowd up end tables, and then the wires show.
Yeah.
I hate them.
I'm
You
with
have an end table, and you look at the end table, and there's wires coming down from it because you have a lamp. I don't get it.
Okay, I understand you.
I'm
Bob's like, you're like, Bob is
No,
kidding
I'm
me?
with him on that. I get that.
I hate lamps on end tables.
I don't like the
I've
wires
never
sticking
thought
out.
about a lamp on an end table.
And you
in
go to
my
put a
entire
drink down and the
life.
lamp.
Yeah, but what we're doing this show is
All right.
Bob doesn't think about a lot of things. Because it's always like, I have never thought about
I mean,
that.
seriously, have you ever thought about a lamp on an end table?
Not really.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bob's
exactly.
saying, why is
Dan-
John bothered by this? That's what you're saying.
Dan
All right.
Dan and Exton.
There you go to Dan. Dan, what's going on?
The conversation.
How we doing, gentlemen?
Good, buddy. Let's see if we can get you a winner here. Jamie, you want to start?
I once threw up at the dentist from a mouth guard fitting.
I once chipped a tooth biting into an apple.
One time when I was on vacation, I ate chocolate-covered cricket legs.
All right, Dan, who's telling the truth?
Jamie's puking. Jamie's puking.
Good job, Dan.
Good, Dan.
Absolutely. Dan listens to the show. He
Dan's
knows.
a listener.
And he just won a pair of tickets to go see Zach Brown Band on August 26th at BB&T
I've heard they're
Pavilion.
great.
Some tickets
it's
remain
fantastic.
at Ticketmaster.com.
Oh, that's awesome.
I felt so bad. I puked all over the dental assistant.
We got one more? We're going one more, Pat? or
We
what?
can go one more, yeah.
Let's go one more. Let's
go
do
to
it.
Eli in the Northeast.
Eli.
Yeah, what's going on, guys?
All right, Eli, we'll get it started here. I will always leave at least 2 open parking spaces when a lot is not too crowded when I park my car.
I sometimes wrote my newspaper articles in the nude because it made me write better.
I sleep in the nude every night.
All right, who's telling the truth?
I'm going to go with John.
That was the truth.
Yeah!
Yes, that was the truth.
Eli!
Eli's going to win a pair of tickets to go see Rammstein. On August 31st at the Lincoln Financial
Good job.
Field. Tickets and info at axs.com.
Always leave 2 spots.
Wait.
You're in an empty
Your
park.
weirdness is really coming through today. What do you mean you leave 2 open
Okay,
spots? So you'll go in, and if there's wide open things, you'll park so that there's 2 spots open next to you?
If there's like a lot that's not too crowded.
Right.
So like the other day we pulled into Target. It wasn't too crowded. I left 2 spots between the cars that were parked out. I went 2 spots out.
I'd like to go 1.
I like to go 1.
And I always will leave 2 if it's
But I get
empty,
it.
because it's like I don't want to park right next up on somebody. I hate that when I see people like I pull up into a spot. There's tons of empty spots, and someone pulls right next to you.
I hate that.
I just don't understand why those people exist and why they're given driver's
parking
licenses.
spots.
Well, your car has
Are
scratch
you afraid
and dents
to
all
walk?
over it.
Right, are you afraid to walk?
It's not always
I'm
from
not
you.
afraid to
No,
walk
I'm saying
at
is to that person. I'm saying, are they afraid to walk?
I have one rule about parking. See if you can guess what it is.
You do not back in.
C-spot,
No,
park
you like
car.
to back in.
Yeah, let's go with Jamie.
No, not
You
backing
nailed
in.
it. I don't think about it.
I always park right near where you return the carts.
That's the dangerous spot. Isn't that
Yeah,
most
that's-
danger't spot?
you're
though?
wild, man. I'm still here, aren't I?
He likes to
Bad boy at parking.
Bob's like, I'm not saying
Look at
you're
his
going
danger.
to. I'm not saying you're going to die.
I
in your
unload the car and boom, I just put my cart right there.
You know why, though?
Here goes
Because you're a
bad
solid
body.
citizen and you're a good person. Because a lot of the jabronis will be out there, if they see empty spots, will leave the cart in an empty spot. I don't know how many times I navigate that, where somebody they empty out their car and they're like, oh, I don't care. I don't want to walk it. So they leave it
Yeah,
in the
you
middle
can't
of an
do
empty
that.
spot.
It never
You can't
happens
do
at
that.
Wegner's. Never.
Never happens
People
there?
on YouTube are saying that, John, you don't stay 2 spots away from people. You double park your car.
No, I never have double parked.
That's what people are
No,
saying. Far and wide. They're saying
never
it far
done
and
that.
wide.
From
Never did
Eagleville to
that.
Exton.
Even though I'm not paying the parking ticket, I don't think. I did not get a parking ticket. I got a camera violation that came from the parking authority that says that I turned right on red at an intersection when no one was on the roads at like 6:30 in the morning when down near Essington. So I get a notice in the mail the other day saying you violated, you went, I didn't, they said, here's the right on red sign, which exists, and you turned right on red. And in the pictures, it clears there's nobody on the roads. And they said I turned right on red. And it does not come from the police. It comes from this company.
Bad boy
in
of
Maryland.
Essington,
It
John
comes from
Kincade.
Maryland.
Yeah, I'm out on paying that.
I'm out on paying it. I don't believe that's a company in Maryland is sending me a picture. I'm going, that sounds like fundraising. I'm not paying it.
Good for you.
I
agree
refuse.
with you.
Now, your friends down in Maryland, you have relatives down there and
I
everything.
do.
Get on this.
I'll get on it right as we're done the show. If you want me to leave now and get on it, I will. Make it a long
This is
weekend.
already your Friday.
Yes, it is.
Jason says he's with me on the lamps on the end table.
Yeah, I get that one.
They make lights that go into the ceiling and give better light. And Christina just the other day made the lights dimmers, installed dimmers.
What are end tables there for then?
That's where you put your
Drinks and
cocktail.
books and
She has like a
magazine.
she has the bamboo is on one, which brings money into the household. Keep it very much so. Little
So
bamboo
you got the
plant.
bamboo on the
Got a
end table.
bamboo on the end table. Got what plants on the end table or something like that, but not a light. Like
Well,
I'm
where
not.
do you
It's
put the
not
lights?
Grandma and
Where do you
Grandpa.
put the lamps?
You got they're in the ceiling. The lights are in the ceiling.
I installed ours in the wall.
I don't have.
And you have sconces. So you have sconces in the wall?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
above our
cool.
couch.
All right, Carrie Williams.
What do you have?
In the wall?
Pat, do
What
you
does
have, Pat, do you have
sconce ever
end
do
table?
before
Do you have
Carrie
end
Williams?
table lights?
No.
No, like Grandma and Grandpa.
In the
do.
bedroom we do.
In the bedroom, you usually do nightstand.
Yeah, but-
on
Yeah,
the
we have
nightstand,
nightstand
you
I
would.
like how because you don't like it, it's grandmom and grandpop are the people that have lights on the
I
end
think
table.
that's mostly an older thing.
Jamie, can you believe this?
I don't believe
Bob was bought by big end tables.
Bob's been bought by the end
by
table,
the lobbyists
the end table lobby.
I
couldn't
tell
relationship
you.
between end
I
tables and
couldn't
lamps.
tell you if I had anything on an end table or not.
End
Yes, you
tables and
do. You
lamps
know what's
have
on your
in
end
their
tables,
pocket.
don't you?
I don't even know if I
He's
have
not that
end
guy,
tables.
John. He doesn't notice what's in his house.
I mean, you don't know what's on your
We
house.
have him in the bedroom.
He's not
You have
that.
the
No,
thing next
that's
to your
not.
bed.
That's a nightstand. A nightstand, you have a light, absolutely. But in the middle of those rooms, they give you nice lights now. It's a little bit different. The linchpin, though.
Not everybody's getting their house built recently, John.
in the linchpin.
No, we're just going to renovate it for 18 months.
Exactly. Hey, in the linchpin, Jamie wants to talk about 3 defensive players.
This is the linchpin.
Yeah, the defensive line was on my mind yesterday. One, because they need to improve their sack total or this defense is in trouble. Hassan Reddick should certainly help out with that, but I was thinking about the 3 guys in particular that are all pretty big roles on this defensive line and which one we believe will bounce back. Now, Brandon Graham is returning from injury. He's a little bit older. He's got the gray in the beard now. But he's returning from an Achilles, which for an older player can be a very difficult thing to return from. Derek Barnett is somehow back here. He's been an underperforming first-round pick. I wouldn't necessarily call him a bust, but he's underperformed for where he was drafted.
He's in the bust conversation.
He's like cousin of a bust.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, because he's actually playing, and I think he'll continue to play for a couple more
Yeah,
years.
if he plays,
He's a
then
boob.
Arthega-Whiteside was a bust.
Yeah, but Barnett's probably going to play for another 5-6 years after Philadelphia. And then finally, Fletcher Cox. All-decade player, potentially Canton-bound, had a down year. If you had to gamble on one of these 3 guys either getting back to their form or reaching their expected form, who you got?
Brandon Graham.
I have a feeling we might have all different answers. That's why I thought this was interesting.
It's
Bob?
a good question. I'm
It's
surprised
not
by
Cox.
your
It's
answer.
not Cox in my mind.
Cox is mine.
I thought you'd say Cox because of what you've said before, that Jordan Davis will make him have a better year.
Because he has to play less snaps, probably. Less stress on him.
Derek Barnett kind of has pressure off of him. That's why I put him in there. He's going to have a smaller sample size to make his impact felt.
I'll tell you what, I hate saying this, but I kind of alluded to it before. I'm not all in on Brandon Graham returning to form like this easily. I think it's going to be a tough year for him. Derek Barnett, I just don't think is a good player, so I don't think he's going to bounce anywhere. So I'm going to have to go Fletcher Cox, yeah.
And Pat?
I will go with Fletcher Cox.
So we got 3 Coxes to 1
Wow.
Graham.
We check back on that one.
But I battled between. Initially, I thought, it's Brandon Graham, but then I switched it to Cox. So I was on the fence with those 2.
Well, the weird
Derek
thing
Barnett's
is,
just such a bonehead that he's going to.
I didn't think anybody would pick him, but I was curious. Pressure off. He's just kind of a situational pass rusher now.
there is pressure off.
Yeah, like maybe that could help him.
He got paid again. The pressure was last year.
Yeah. Now
Honestly.
he's a rotational player. Maybe that helps him, but I doubt it.
And I'm not going to try to be intimidated by the fact that you guys all went Cox, because it makes logical sense because of the player behind him taking some snaps away from him, making him healthier, but also coming off the injury. I guess I'm drinking a little bit of the Brandon Graham Kool-Aid.
Not
that
necessarily.
that I'm a believer that he.
I mean, he was never really that speed guy.
No.
So it's not like he has to worry about that.
I always thought of him as right place, right time guy.
He's a very smart player. I think he
Yeah.
sets an edge. I think he's monumentally huge to their run defense.
We're the show that loves Cox.
I just love the fact. I'm scared of the fact that somebody coming back from an injury like that at his age, other parts of the body. Oh, there's a hamstring. There's a calf. There's this. There's that. I just worry about that with him.
It is not fun. So there's going to could be some problems with that one. Want to know real estate developers? Spring Garden Lending specializes in bridge and permanent loans that help you acquire, rehab, construct, and refinance investment properties. Spring Garden Lending, faster than a bank, less expensive than hard money lenders. JD says if you had the over-under on Bob pointing out something that John thinks is weird, set it 4.5. You can bet the over the over has hit.
Well, that depends on John. It just
over
depends
has
how
hit.
weird he is that day.
Coming up in the 9 o'clock hour, Ricky Bo comes from the bullpen. Well, he actually comes from the best show ever, which you hear every day on this station at 2 o'clock. Good to be able to chop it up with Ricky Bo next. It's the John Kincade Show here on 97.5 The Fanatic.
I know this. The Bet Park Sportsbook and Casino is absolutely amazing. I love it. It's very, very easy to use. I love the fact that it just makes us have access to, well, you want to play 25-cent blackjack hands while you're waiting at the doctor's office, you can. If you are interested in betting on preseason football, you can. I do not. I find baseball very difficult to bet on. But what I don't find difficult to bet on is individual player performances. So I've stayed away from the run line, and I went with more individuals. Is this player going to be over? The over-under line is set at half of a hit per night. Do you want to bet the over, bet the under? Do you want to bet on someone to hit a home run that night? You can usually cash in on some big ones with that. You will absolutely love the Bet Park Sportsbook. And if you're in Pennsylvania or New Jersey and you're 21 years old, you can get a risk-free bet and a new user up to $750 just by using my promo code Kincade. I do want to tell you, though, if you have a gambling problem, I implore you to please call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Hi, it's Cuz. Is your summer weight loss plan not working out as well as you hope? Well, hope is not a strategy. This is what you got to do. Contact njdiet.com today. They will contractually guarantee you will lose 20 to 40 plus pounds in only 40 days. Just go to njdiet.com. Their program starts with bioenergetically personalized supplements that are based on your saliva, your hair, and your blood work. And then NJ Diet uses DNA testing to create your ideal diet plan and workout regimen to help you keep the weight off. You're not sure you can do it alone? NJ Diet's with you every step of the way. You're fully monitored by their certified staff to make sure you're burning fat, not just losing water. You'll also get the doctor's personal email and phone number. NJ Diet is committed to you keeping the weight off. It's all natural, no shots, no hormones, no surgery, no prepackaged foods. Locations close by: Newark, Delaware, King of Prussia, Cherry Hill. Worldwide live online video consultations. Call them. 855-5NJ-DIET. Or go to NJDiet.com. That's NJDiet.com and lose the weight for good.
T-Mobile believes customers deserve to get more without paying more. Everything from entertainment benefits like Netflix on Us to travel benefits to Scam Shield protection, all with taxes and fees included. So the price you see is the price you pay. When you're a T-Mobile customer, you get over $225 in value every month in benefits with our Max Family Plan.
That's like paying for nosebleed seats and getting to sit in the front row.
That's right. At T-Mobile, your family gets over $225 worth of value and benefits with our Max Plan each and every month. Plus, with our Price Lock Guarantee, we won't raise your rate plan price for talk, text, and data ever.
That's like paying for a cab and getting a stretch limo.
At T-Mobile, you get value beyond the expected.
Qualifying service required. Value based on included monthly benefits. Sales tax and regulatory fees included in Max's monthly price. Price Lock guarantees rate price of talk, text, and data for new accounts with qualifying service. Exclusions apply. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Progressive presents Married to Your Home.
I'm disgusting.
Oh, House, don't say that.
You could live someplace so much better than me.
That's not true.
Oh, yeah? Look at these uneven stairs. Gross.
House, you know I don't care.
Ugh, and the squeaky door hinge.
I think it's cute.
No matter how much you already love your house, you'll love it more knowing you could save big bundling your home and auto with Progressive. Coverage from Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers. Bundle discount not available in all states or situations.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep the facility running, no matter the weather or supply chain hiccup. But we get you, Raymond in Buffalo, and Maria in Miami, Jules in Minneapolis, and Stan in Central Indiana, taking control of everything that's under your control. At Grainger, we're here for you with experienced branch staff at over 250 locations so you get the product you're looking for. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
A new Dick's Sporting Goods warehouse sales store is now open at the Overlook at King of Prussia. Get ready to score up to 70% off thousands of items from your favorite athletic brands. Check out can't-miss deals for the entire family, including tees, tanks, shorts, leggings, footwear, golf apparel, and more. Plus, new styles arrive weekly, so there's always more from the best brands. Check out your new Dick's Sporting Goods warehouse sales store for the grand opening celebration, August 19th to the 21st at the Overlook at King of Prussia.
Cigars are not a safe alternative to cigarettes. Looking for a premium smoke? Then welcome to the world of Al Capone cigars, where we're keeping it real. Using only premium natural leaf wrappers, Al Capones are hand-rolled for a unique look and smooth flavor. From mellow to bold to the rich flavor of sweet cognac, Al Capone cigars stand out. Elevate your style with Al Capone My Way. For Al Capone's near you, text premium to 909-909. Text premium to 909-909.
We're very excited about our new show, The Best Show Ever. And we want to thank the best partners ever.
Corpalese, world famous tomato pie and party trays, every bit as good. Online at corpalisebakery.com. And the new Bet Parks app. Everything you want in a digital casino and sportsbook in one sleek app. Go to betparks.com.
Thanks for supporting The Best Show Ever. Afternoons on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
This summer, the General Building Contractors Association is reminding the construction industry and all workers to stay safe while working in the heat.
Use the OSHA NIOSH Heat Safety Tool app to check the forecasts and get specific recommendations for heat risk levels. In an emergency, the app is also a resource on what to do and the first aid that will save a life.
Learn more about working safely in the heat by downloading Toolbox Talks at gbca.com. We're GBCA, and we're building safer together.
Wendy's knows everyone hates cold and soggy fries, so they changed theirs to serve them up hot and crispy all day, every day, using only natural cut, skin-on fries, prepared to golden goodness and perfectly sprinkled with sea salt. Try Wendy's hot and crispy fries today at participating U.S. Wendy's.
WPEN Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station, home of the most entertaining sports talk in Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. Now, back to the John Kincade Show.
Picking on Egan is extremely mean, but I assure you, it's just a small, minute, tiny part of our content.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Ricky Batalco trying to figure out what that wiener is on the counter.
He should be pretty familiar with it at this point. He's an old man.
It's a...
Why is it shriveled up?
Love
the big wiener.
It's a wiener. That's a
hell is wrong
Did
with
Jamie
you
just
guys?
call you an old man?
Jamie's an ass.
Jamie's better.
That kind of just came out
Like
natural.
like an older gentleman, not an old man.
Wow.
But somebody that should be familiar with a wiener after like 50 years on this earth.
He's saying he should be able to figure that out.
Not in a box.
Well, it's sort of like a limp wiener.
And it's orange.
It's orange flavored.
I definitely am not limp. Anyways, you know what? I am sponsored by Guided Door and Window.
I thought you were sponsored by
Take
Dr.
advantage of
Abdon
Guided Door and Windows. Big summer sales event. Receive 40% off all windows and doors. Call 1-877-GO-GUIDA or visit GoGuida, GUIDA.com.
He's Ricky Batalco, and he is from The Best Show Ever. And if you haven't been listening, you got to give the show a sample, hang out a little bit, and hang out with the fun they're having in the afternoon with Todd. With Ty, Hunter Brody.
They get in one fight and he forgets his name. He was talking about Todd Graffanini a second
Todd Graffanini,
ago.
I was talking because I was texting my buddy
Todd on the brain. Yeah.
With Ty and with Hunter Brody and with Jen Scordo and, of course, the aforementioned Ricky Batalco having some fun in the afternoons, which is great. 9 o'clock hour of the John Kincade Show, brought to you by the Bagster. It's a dumpster in a bag. Get yours today at Home Depot and Lowe's. And for details, go to Bagster.com. So, Ricky, do you think it's weird to leave two empty spots? Purposely leave two empty spots in a sort of half-empty parking lot between your car and the car you park next to?
I think it's pathetic. Well, it depends. It depends on how,
You're not using two spots. You're leaving empty spots.
You're leaving empty spots. Well, if you don't want your car hit, I think it's a good idea. I mean, that's why I can tell you this. There are people that will park in between two cars when there's 1,000 spots, which blows my mind.
And I don't think they should have driver's license.
Nah.
I think we should take them away. Those people.
John, I don't think they should live.
Bob, okay. Do you like end tables in a dining in a living room or whatever that have lamps on them?
I think lamps are just artistic now. I don't think they really serve a purpose. How's that? I'm
not as odd, Bob, as you look at me, even though but Bob gives you that look.
No, you said you hate lamps on
I hate
end
lamps on end tables
By the way,
I
good
hate
morning,
the wires.
John. Good morning,
Yeah.
Hi
Bob.
there. Hi, Ricky.
Good morning, Pat.
I
How
hate
are
the
you?
wires.
Hi, Rick.
I hate the wires showing.
Wow, Jamie.
Speak louder, Jamie. He can't hear you.
Jamie the jerk this morning.
Jamie's done. Jamie is
He's
done
out.
at this point.
No, I never got up enough energy to worry about lamps on a table.
No, but
is all I'm
lamps.
saying.
This is
It doesn't bother
Yeah.
me either way.
But it is
No.
an old.
Take it or leave it.
It is an old style of.
Just looks like it's going to get knocked over.
Yes, Mom always said.
Yeah.
Don't play ball in the
Come
house?
on, who broke a lamp when they were young? I did.
Everybody
Everybody
Young.
had
I
to.
broke one
And by the
last
way,
week.
Did you ever cover anything up that you broke? By trying to fix it before Mom got home?
You know what?
You weren't?
You're only kidding yourself if you thought you were getting away with that.
Why, you think it?
I used to break like picture windows, like from the outside and break a window. I couldn't hide that. I mean, kind of hard. Hey, I don't know what happened to the window. I'm just sitting here. A ball went through it.
Okay, do you know the frequency with which a team gets shut out 4 out of 8 games in a Major League Baseball season? How about 1.395? That's how often it happens.
Very rare, yeah.
4 out of 8 games shut
They're
out.
annoying sometimes, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yesterday was terrible.
That was the worst game I've seen in a long, long time. Just a terrible, terrible baseball game.
And Ranger gave them that outing. And
Ranger was outstanding.
What a road trip for him.
Man, I will tell you what, that guy has figured it out again. He's back to what he was last year.
You know who I give credit for? You.
Why? Because
I'm not kidding. Early in the year, and I brought it up on air, early in the year when he was struggling, you showed highlights of where he was hitting the corners last year and how he wasn't this year, and the ball was getting out in the middle of the plate. And then about 2 outings later, you pointed it out. Look, here it is. And he's been turned around since then.
He did. He really turned it around. I mean, you got to give somebody credit that could figure himself out. I know it took a little while this year, but all he had to do was go back and look at video from last year, and he would have figured out exactly what he was doing wrong. And the other thing is, you have to understand, he's cutting the baseball a lot. So there's a lot of fastballs that are cut that look like they're inside to right-handed hitters, but they actually hit the corner before they go inside.
It makes me wonder what you absolutely doubled down during spring training before the season started, that you thought Ranger Suarez was going to back up last year's effort. You said he's never going to get the number of ERA that he got last year. Right. But you doubled down and said he is going to be that pitcher. You believed in him. And early on in the year, you looked like you were going to be wrong.
Yeah, I just think
it came around.
Certain guys, he could pitch. I mean, that's something you don't find a lot of anymore. You find a lot of guys that could throw. You don't find a lot of guys that could pitch. I just think when you're throwing 92, 93 miles an hour and you're getting people out, you know how to pitch. And you know that you have to change speeds. You know that you have to hit spots. I thought it was and I mean, you know, to take away credit for myself, I was just watching what he was doing. And, I mean, you could pick up on what he's doing right. And I think a lot of people saw what he was doing right. But at the beginning of the season, what people were doing was trying to pick out what he was doing wrong. So you have to take what you're doing positive and build on that, not what you're doing wrong.
So you saw it. All right, he wasn't hitting his spot like he was last year. Was that because of his movement before he lets go of the ball? Because it's not just as easy as him saying, all right, yeah, I got to put it here. I don't think. What do you think are the changes he would have to make? Was it mechanical? Was it...
It's probably mechanical and pointer. And I know a lot of people use different terms. I call the line that you're going to home plate your pointer line. So it's basically your hip, your front shoulder, what direction they're facing when you're ready to go to home plate. And I just think he was a little bit off. I think, you know, a lot of guys will put a little bit more turn or a little bit more, trying to get a little bit more effort into it. I think he was doing that, leaving the ball out instead of mechanically bringing the ball near his ear to go to home plate. When you start going towards home plate, your turn comes a little quicker, which would leave the ball on the outside part of the plate.
So John asked us last week, based off the Braves and kind of locking up the core of their team before market value and all that.
They did it again.
I know, they got everybody locked up. It's crazy. He asked if we would extend Bohm and Stott. But
now, this offseason,
all of our answers were mostly no. But I'm going to put the question to you on Suarez. Have you seen enough now?
No. I would keep him right where he is.
Basically, it means, do you believe he can be a legit number 3 starter for the next 4 or 5 years?
Is number 3 what you're aiming for here?
I mean, Wheeler's here for another 3 or 4, and what's Nola? He's probably...
Well, they did it to Nola, but Aaron Nola was the number 1 pick. He was
basically, do you believe in what we're seeing now from Suarez 2 years in a row to project into the future? And if so, he might not be a bad guy to do that with.
I think the back issue would back them off.
Okay.
And the reason why I say that is because anybody who's had back issues, it usually comes back to haunt you at some point. I think a long-term deal with a guy like Grainger would be great, but I can't see it happening. I think they would save some money in the long run.
So then, don't you, in business, I'm always a believer that you look at best practices. You look at how the best organizations are doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Why keep kicking the can down the road when you've got young talent that I think you believe in. And by the way, at the end of the year,
you don't have to lock it right now.
No, you don't have to.
You're in a situation right now with Rhys Hoskins. I think number one, that has to be taken care of one way or the other.
Yeah, I mean the first baseman market's not good either. The next 2 years.
No, he's
probably your best option.
Yeah, but what do? Do you sign him for 4 years, 5 years? You're going to throw another $25 million at him, and
would you do 5 for $100 with him?
I'd do that.
5 for $100? Yes,
I would do 5 for $100 in a second.
Wouldn't even think about it. I don't know if they're going to get off that cheap.
I don't think so either.
I believe he's a Boris guy.
He is. I don't think they're getting away that cheap either. No. Not after Castellanos and he's asking for more than Castellanos and Schwarber. There's no way he's taking what they got. He's not taking $100 million. He's been there. He's homegrown.
I'm thinking he's going to want
140,
150 to 200.
I was thinking 140.
Then at some point I have a breaking point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus he can't really. How long is he really going to play first base for?
Well, that's the other question.
Okay, wait a minute. You never before had a breaking point with John Middleton's money. You always said it's not my money.
Because I want Trey Turner.
Yeah.
So that's the bottom line.
Or Swanson.
Yeah, I mean, I want Trey, but
and by
I'm
the
fine
way,
with
Dansby,
either.
I think, is reading the writing on the wall. They're not re-signing.
No, they're definitely not.
They're letting him go because they got Grissom, and they have other players. They have other young players. Yeah, they're going to move on. They're going to move on,
it's
and
fun
then
to
he's
have a
going to
farm
go
system.
On. Yeah,
it'll be interesting who Bryce Harper's favorite player becomes.
Okay, if no. By the way, if no, if you don't face DeGrom. And you don't face Scherzer.
There's question marks now, aren't there? Because it's supposed to rain.
Oh, yeah, big weather. Kincade over here says it's not going to rain out.
I'm going to trust WSB that there's
I don't
not.
know who that is.
That's the weather.
That's who he's bought by.
That's like the ABC station for the area. There's not expected to be bad weather at that time.
They're in his pockets. Don't believe.
So I'm going to say if you don't face DeGrom and Scherzer, you should win a series against the Mets. You haven't won one all year, and this is your last chance.
Oh, they definitely. Well, it's 4-gamer though, too.
It's your last chance. Yeah, but you're 4-11 against them. It's pathetic.
It's five series they've lost. Yeah, it's not fun. I mean, that's a better team. As of today, as of early in the season, they're a better team than the Phillies are right now, and until proven otherwise.
I agree with that.
Yeah, but I don't understand how you got Dodgers. The thing is, though, you've won the season series of Dodgers, Padres, Cardinals, Brewers. You can compete against every other good team. But you can't compete. They don't compete well against the Mets. They just don't. I mean,
they're not intimidated by them. I mean,
do you believe there's mental blocks with teams?
Nah. Well, no, I don't. Because they've had no problem in the past. It just seems like this year they've run into a little bit of a buzzsaw. I think early on in the season, I think that could be blamed on the manager. So, and then they moved on from him. I mean, you saw this last series. It was a pretty competitive series. So, what are you supposed to say? You got beat by two better pitchers.
Yeah, you played well in two games and you split.
Good.
You played well in 2 games and you split.
Right.
And then you wet the bed with your ace on the mound.
Well, let me put it this way. If their offense shows up like it did in the bookend games in Cincinnati, you're in trouble. Because
I'm just shocked.
That's a bad Cincinnati team.
Yeah.
I was looking at it. I was talking to Amy Fadula yesterday. I'm like, are you looking at these numbers on this team? I mean, their batting averages are horrible to start with, but then you look at the home run numbers. I think the highest number of home runs was like 7.
Oof.
I mean, it was
bad.
pathetic. How about this? You guys will love this stat. I don't know if you even knew this. How many extra base hits? They played 116 games. What do you think the leader in extra base hits is on the Reds, or who it was and how many?
No idea.
I'll say
21
30.
games.
21 games? What world are you talking? What are you talking about?
21 games. Somebody's had.
No.
He's not talking about games.
What player and how many extra base hits do you think he has in 116 games from the Reds? Who do you think leads?
22.
I'm saying 21 games.
22 and 116. That's a little low.
35.
Well, I'm thinking it's some crazy.
30.
That wasn't that far off.
That's not that crazy.
I want you to think about this for a second. It's 116 games.
Schwarber has 34 home runs.
Yes.
Alone.
I mean, are you guys seeing
you framed it as that it was going to be low, so I guess 21.
We were looking for it to be some crazy thing.
Extremely low.
So it was only 9 off.
What happened to India?
He was injured for a week.
I understand that, but I mean, this is a guy who a couple years ago looked like he was.
Well, last year he was Rookie of the Year.
Right.
Right.
I mean, you're talking about him being a guy set the world on fire.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of rookies that set the world on fire, and then they have that thing called the sophomore slump.
So does that mean they get a book on you?
They learn to pitch you, and quite frankly, when you're a rookie, you're not focused on. I mean, let's face it, unless you come into the league and you hit 40 home runs in your first 4 months, you're not really looked upon.
It kind of happened to Alec Boehm.
Yeah,
it did.
Yeah. Well, he was really good when he first came up, and then all of a sudden, okay, well, we know how to pitch this guy in on the hands. If you remember, that's what they started doing his second year, a lot of in on the hands. He didn't know how to adapt to that, and then all of a sudden he had to readjust. That's all baseball is just a game of completely readjusting.
Last year, Jamie brought it up, is the whole idea is that he was hoping that Alec Boehm would become Austin Riley, that he would have that bounce back where Austin Riley had the great start to his career, then literally hit the crapper and had to get sent to the minors.
I don't think
and then came back and he's an MVP candidate. I mean, Alec Boehm has taken a huge swing.
I mean, that's the ceiling.
No, but still, though, that was
the struggle.
You sort of called it, though.
Alec doesn't have the power.
Well, that's what I was going to ask.
No, but you sort of called it, though, that recovery.
Can Alec develop power? And by power, I mean, can he become a 22 home run guy?
I think a 20 home run guy, yeah. I don't think he's going to be like a 30, 35.
No, either do I. But can he be that 20 to 25 guy?
I think he can. I mean, you're talking, 3 a month? Yeah, I think he could probably do that.
We haven't seen it yet.
No, we haven't seen it yet. But, I mean, sometimes the home runs just start coming.
Do you see any signs of it coming?
I see him extending now. I see him starting to pull more balls. But usually when that happens, then they start going in the seats a little bit. I just think he's got more of a line drive swing, so his home runs are not going to be these epic, towering blasts.
Right.
I mean, they're going to be those line drives that go 410 feet into the left center field bleachers. So, I mean, do you see it coming? You never really see it coming, but I think 20 home runs is reasonable.
All right.
I mean, come on. It
should be for a guy that's 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, at some point, it should become reasonable, and I think the more he learns, the more he understands, and the more he sees pitches, he's only going to get better.
I'll preface this by saying, you comfortable with Stott being your leadoff hitter moving forward?
He's not going to be.
You don't think he will?
Not this year. I think Schwarber comes back, and he's probably going to take over.
Why? Because he wants to?
Probably because he's more comfortable there than anywhere else. Where would you put him if you're hitting 30-plus home runs and he feels good about it?
2.
I would put him in 4, but
no. But I mean, I would not want him. First of all, I would not care as far as he'll figure it out. He'll figure it out. I don't want him picking his spot in the lineup because Stott has.
How could he have shown anything? He's been in the leadoff spot 3 games.
But you haven't seen.
Come on, peeps.
You don't believe that at all?
I think he.
No, but Stott's shown you. I'm talking about Stott's shown you in the past month that he's taken a huge step forward. He was batting 114.
That's fair, but he also went 0 for 6 the other day.
I understand. He was batting 114 the day Rob Thompson took over.
Right. I understand. I get it. I know he's a good player. I've backed him up.
He's your future.
I think he's a future leadoff man. Yes. Do I think you just throw him in there now? He may get some spot starts in the leadoff spot, but I think you put him back where he was and just let him hit down there, and you put Schwarber right back where he was.
What's your top 4 when Harper returns?
Oh, man, I knew you were going to ask this.
Do it, Rick.
I was going to ask you the whole lineup, but because I thought you were going to throw Stott
Let's go
there.
1. Because I think this is going to happen, I'm going to keep Schwarber there. I wouldn't do that.
What would you do if you're the manager?
Yeah, no, you make your lineup.
I would probably go Stott 1.
Okay.
Okay, I would go Reese 2.
That's exactly what I have.
Harper 3. Schwarber 4. Hoskins 5.
No, you had Hoskins second.
Oh, excuse me. JT
5. Castellanos 6.
I guess Castellanos 6.
I'm telling you, he's a disappointment. I don't care. I mean, he's just.
I mean, you don't want to hurt him to the sense. Yeah, I would have to put him at 6. Gene 7. No. Wow.
Everybody does this.
I would probably go Boehm 6.
Everybody forgets
7,
about Boehm.
Gene 8, and Marsh 9.
That's a great lineup.
Yeah.
That's a really good line. It's a deep lineup. It's a good left-right balance.
That's something what's going to happen. Somebody's going to be put way down the lineup.
Yeah.
When it happens.
Ricky, it's so weird that you just did that because I asked these guys yesterday about a lineup saying if you kept Stott at leadoff. We all forgot about Boehm. I did it with friends yesterday, and I said, all right, what's your lineup? They all forgot Boehm. And then it got to be like 7. Oh, man, I forgot Boehm.
Why is that, I wonder?
I don't know.
Well, I just did it and went, Boehm's got to be put in there somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I think the names that pop up to you are the Castellanos because you don't know where to put him.
Yeah.
That's the biggest issue.
I keep looking at how many more years?
Well, you don't
Four
know.
more
You don't
years?
know that he's going to be like this.
No, we don't. But
we could rip on him all we want this year.
Pat had a great point. His first year in Cincinnati, he was horrible also. And he got used to the city, and then he was.
Go take a look at his numbers. And
he's almost he's like 265 now.
Yeah, it's been pretty soft, though. Except for this Cincinnati series, he started hitting the ball on
two
the
doubles in a game.
Now, you talk about turning on the ball, like you were talking about Bohm earlier, that if he's going to get home runs. As much as every time I close my eyes, I just see Castellanos hitting the ball to right center field for doubles, right center field. And I'm talking about before this year.
Yeah.
But when he turns on a ball, he can hit it pretty far away to left field. Is he better off turning on it?
He's a big guy. He's strong, man. Is he better turning on it? I don't know if you really want to get that deep into that because he's not hitting the pitch on the outside part of the plate. You have to recognize pitches out of a pitcher's hand to be able to turn.
Oh my, he's awful.
Think about this for a second. Pitcher throws a slider and it's on the outside part of the plate, and he's trying to turn on it. That's either a rollover or a swing and miss.
I got to tell you, I'm so tired of hearing he's starting to feel comfortable in Philadelphia.
He felt pretty comfortable in Cincinnati.
Get out the world's smallest violin for me. Honestly, so Kyle Schwarber comes in, and I know not everybody's the same, but I'm tired of hearing about it. We're almost to Labor Day. He's starting to feel comfortable.
It is.
Come on,
pretty
get
late
over
in the
it. Get over it. You're a
kinda
professional
throwing that out there,
athlete.
but he looks like he's not in a comfort zone. I will say he did look it in Cincinnati, though. I don't know why. Maybe
he was back home, and
he moved into a cursed house.
Ribs.
Hey, Giant is hiring non-CDL drivers for Giant Direct. Based on experience, you can earn up to $21 an hour, Pat, plus tips. Join their Giant team today. Apply online at giantfoodstores.com. That's giantfoodstores.com. It's a pretty good deal there. Ricky, we were talking yesterday about the Phillies used to have Bat Day.
Yeah.
Where they gave away full-size bats before the game.
Team did.
Teams having that. Do you remember any giveaways from a kid, like days where your parents took you to? What would you go to? Would you go to Red Sox?
No, Yankees.
Okay.
Helmet Day. They used to give away those helmets, and it used to say like Models on the back of it.
Yeah,
or MAB Paints.
MAB Paints.
I got
a
Tom
that's
Herr
the
glove.
paint lids.
Yeah.
They used to give away the paint.
They had a
lids.
glove. I had a Tom Herr glove that I actually played with one year.
Yeah, Yankees used to have batting glove day too. Also,
I had a Von Hayes batting glove.
See?
Did you?
Yeah, but the Tom Herr glove fell apart.
Tommy Herr glove fell apart?
Yeah, it was kind of like cheap plastic. It wasn't like genuine leather.
Oh no, they were
pleather.
Yeah, but I played with it.
They would rip apart.
Yeah, it wouldn't last it more than a season.
I would play wiffle ball with it.
Yeah,
I thought it was cool.
That sounds.
The Von Hayes batting glove was a prized
I can remember
possession.
the smell of it when I got it too. It was awesome.
It's like the formaldehyde.
It just reminded it. The smell was Yankee Stadium. I don't know. I don't know how to put it.
New glove, new baseball glove, shaving cream, baseball in it, rubber bands. How did you loosen up
that?
That's how my dad thought that's how you did.
Literally, I threw with the gloves.
So that's what you did. You didn't do the sleep on the sticking under the mattress.
I will tell you this much: when I got to the big league, when I was little,
yeah.
When I was little, it was I wouldn't
shaving cream. We did oil.
You did oil.
I would do the oil and then elastic band around it at night, and then use it the next. Make sure I used it the next morning, though.
Yeah,
that was the best way to break it.
Done.
And then I used to have to do this thing where I would on the top of my catcher's mitts because I like the flap on the top. I don't know why. I used to always have to play with the top of it.
It's like a hat.
Just so it kind of would come down.
Yeah, when you catch it in the mitts,
you know what they used to do?
The bounce back. Yeah.
When Jamie needed a new glove, they would make Jeeves, the butler, wear the glove.
Get a butler
around the house.
Well, first he'd have to field dress the cow, procure the leather, make it for me.
And then he would actually have to wear the glove to break it in for Master Jamie.
Tell you what, I used to love like the big leagues. I mean, their gloves are legit.
Yeah,
when you'd get them at the beginning of the year. But Wilson used to make this. I had it my first couple of years, and then I switched to Mizuno. It was called Conform, and it literally had a dial on it where you could tighten the glove, loosen the glove.
What?
And literally the first time you
where was the dial? Inside around your wrist?
The dial was on the wrist. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and like literally when you put your hand inside the glove and played catch with it for the first time, it would literally form to your hand. It was awesome.
Did you keep finger? Were you a finger out guy or finger all five?
I had an issue. I actually had an issue with this when I was in Double-A. The Indians always hit me hard, and I couldn't figure out why.
You were tipping your pitches.
The last game we play them, I end up having a good outing against them, and one of their coaches walks up to me and goes, "Hey, He goes, you know why we hit you this at times this year? I said, no. He goes, your index finger pops up on your curveball.
Oh, wow.
So I would throw my curveball, and my index finger would say you're number one, so they knew the curveball was coming.
Did everybody love their Wendy's breakfast this morning?
Indeed.
Wendy's is spectacular.
It was absolutely awesome. Go get yourself some Wendy's today. All right, we're going to find out what Ricky Bo knows coming up. Plus, look ahead to the Mets series. Can the Phillies finally look like they belong? We'll get to it next. John Kincade Show on The Fanatic. I know the BetParx app has got everything you could ever want in a digital sports betting app. Plus, it's got the casino games all in one, too. So I find that I'm not really good on, betting who's going to win a baseball game, especially with that run line at a 1.5. Just not good at it. So what do? I bet individual player performances. With the NFL, I refuse to bet preseason football. But what I can bet in the preseason are all of those over-unders on win totals. I can bet on whether a team is going to win the division or not. We did a little exercise this morning. If you took notes, we tried to give you a little bit of an idea of who we are leaning to for winning each of the divisions. I know this. The BetParx app is fantastic, and it's also got a $750 risk-free bet for you when you use the promo code Kincade. Now, you got to be 21. And you have to be in the state of Pennsylvania or New Jersey. And should you lose, the bet will be refunded to you in site credit. I know this. The BetParx app is always there when you need it. It's going to take your enjoyment of this football season to a whole new level. You got to be 21 in Pennsylvania, New Jersey. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The John Kincade Show.
Say it. I'll say it. Loser, putz, dork, doof, dink, schmo, dingus, goober.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia. 97.5 The Fanatic's 2022 Summer Golf Classic, the Scramblewood at Ramblewood, presented by Corona Premier. Next Tuesday, August 23rd at Ron Jaworski's Ramblewood Country Club in Mount Laurel, New Jersey.
Take a day off and spend it on the links with 97.5 The Fanatic.
The John Kincade Show and Anthony Gargano will broadcast live, and everyone from The Fanatic will be there.
Dad, he got all of that one.
Dinner is included, and your first Corona is free.
Plus, everyone gets a free pair of tickets to FanFest 2022.
This is almost sold out. Sign up now at 975thefanatic.com. Portions of the proceeds benefit the American Association for Cancer Research. Support life-saving cancer research by making a donation to the AACR. Go to 975thefanatic.com/AACR.
97.5 The Fanatic's 2022 Summer Golf Classic.
Presented by Everfresh Juices and Juice Drinks, Nature's Refreshment, DryTech Waterproofing Solutions, the leader in basement waterproofing and foundation repair.
And 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's in the hole! It's in the hole!
Philadelphia.
Yo, Philadelphia, Anthony Gargano here with the new voice of Spring Garden Lending, President Andy Racklin, a national player in economic development and finance. Andy!
Happy to be back, Anthony.
All right, last time we talked, you said your game plan to expand Spring Garden Lending's product lineup and open new markets, so?
We're batting 1,000, man. We opened a Pittsburgh office. We've got exciting projects going there. It's great.
Oh, that's awesome. The new product?
So Spring Garden Lending is now offering lines of credit.
Highlights?
What these revolving lines of credit do is let our borrowers move fast. It puts them on an equal playing field with cash buyers.
Oh, that's incredible. Not only is Spring Garden Lending providing bridge loans to acquire, rehab, construct, and refinance properties to rent or flip, 30-year fixed-rate permanent financing, and now lines of credit.
That's right. Our goal is supporting developers who are challenged finding funding through traditional sources so they can provide housing people can afford. That's it.
Andy, you're impressive. That's right. Listen up, developers, investors. Touch base with Spring Garden Lending right now.
Shroud, an esports player who most consider the single greatest first-person shooter player to ever live, has come out of retirement and isn't doing so quietly. This week, Shroud commented that Valorant makes Counter-Strike look like a joke in terms of difficulty. This comment created hot debate given that Valorant draws heavy inspiration from Counter-Strike. Shroud will be making his grand return for Sentinels on August 1st. Hopefully, the difficulty doesn't get to him.
The latest esports and gaming news. Find it online at checkpointxp.com.
Parents, are you tired of helping put your kids' shoes on? They're squirming, watching cartoons, anything but helping. Luckily, it's Skechers to the rescue. Introducing new hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Footwear you can just get your kids to step into and their shoes are on. You don't need to bend over. You don't need to sit on the floor and try to wrangle them on. And they're available in all types of Skechers styles with and without laces, and most are machine washable. Find Skechers slip-ins for kids or mom and dad at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish shoes are sold.
Are you a skilled and creative carpenter? If so, Valley Grove Construction is looking for you. We keep our carpenters engaged and motivated by doing a variety of work throughout the day. We strive to keep a safe and entertaining work environment, so our carpenters look forward to coming in each day. If you're looking to make top dollar and join a company that will truly value your talent, please apply today. That's valleygroveconstruction.com and click on the Join Our Team link. Apply today. We're waiting. valleygroveconstruction.com. That's valleygroveconstruction.com.
If you run a small business, efficiency has never been more important. So for a limited time, Comcast Business is introducing small business savings. Call now to get powerful internet for just $39 a month for 12 months with no annual contract and a money-back guarantee. All on the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 9/21/22. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Restrictions apply. New business 50 megabits per second customers only. Equipment, taxes, and other charges extra and subject to change. After promo, regular rates apply.
Staples has everything for school at great prices. So this year you won't go back to school. You'll be ready to move forward into art class.
A 4-foot replica of the Statue of Liberty using elbow macaroni?
With glue and art supplies from Staples.
By tomorrow.
Right now, 24-count Crayola crayons and Polly Pocket folders are just 50 cents each. Plus, select lunch and backpack sets are only $14.99. Staples, we're not going back. We're going forward to school. In-store only folder and crayon offers and 827, limit 30. Backpacks and 820.
Hey, it's cause the savings are heating up at Colonial Marble and Granite's sizzling summer savings sale. Get up to 50% off all marble, granite, and quartz countertops. Purchase a sink and faucet gold package fully installed for $4.99. This is a value of $1,200. Financing available on all purchases of $19.99 or more, and one of their designers will help you with your dream kitchen. Hurry in. Details on these sizzling summer savings. Visit one of Colonial's local showrooms or online at colonialmarble.net.
We buy any car. We buy any car. We buy any car. Any.
Did you know trading in your car at a dealer could cost you money? A recent study found consumers who trade in their car pay an average of $990 more. So don't trade in. Sell it to We Buy Any Car. Learn more and get your free online valuation now at WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Find out how much your car's worth at We Buy Any Car.
As the official snack of summer, the Philly Pretzel Factory Rivet Bucket goes everywhere. The ballpark, the pool, the beach, even hanging with friends and family in the backyard. Rivets are bite-sized Philly Pretzel Factory pretzels. With dips like traditional mustard, honey mustard, or brownie batter, there's something for everyone. Find your nearest Philly location today at phillypretzelfactory.com and grab a Rivet Bucket, the official snack of summer.
Philly, we're big fans of keeping you healthy. With Health Fanatics by Virtua Health, explore exclusive articles, expert insights, and so much more. Visit 97.5thefanatic.com/Virtua.
Hello? Whether you're at home or on the go, listen to 97.5 The Fanatic on Odyssey on your smartphone, Roku, LG Smart TV, Waze, and more. That's Odyssey, AUDACY. Check it out now.
Hey, guys, it's Thursday morning after a week of games at the ballparks, and that means it's time for me to award the official Pierce Phelps Bryant Whatever It Takes award to the Phillies player who did whatever it took to help the club this week. Well, this week, that award goes to... How about pitcher Grainger Suarez? That's right. Listen to these numbers in his last 6 outings. 35 1/3 innings pitched, 24 hits, 4 earned runs, 8 walks, 33 strikeouts. That's a 1.02 ERA over that time. And just like Grainger Suarez, your Pierce Phelps Bryant heating and air conditioning contractor will do whatever it takes to keep you comfortable when you're watching the game at home from your couch this summer. To find a Pierce Phelps Bryant contractor near you, visit NoPayBryant.com.
The John Kincade Show.
I watch TV, I play video games, and then I go to happy hour.
On 97.5 The Fanatic. Philadelphia.
Hope you're having a great day. It is a Thursday morning John Kincade show on The Fanatic. I want to remind you that the Wendy's folks bring you the Thursday edition of the John Kincade show. And boy, do they do a nice job. They do a really, really good job. You'll love it. Go get your lunch at Wendy's. Go get some fries at Wendy's. Ricky loves to get the triple, which just seems to, I can't even imagine the triple.
With grease just going all down your chin and that cheese on it.
You can't do that on the best show ever, though. Can't do it because you got to look good. You're on television.
I don't care.
You really don't care? You're just going to go dirty?
Just work. You go do cardio afterwards. You're fine.
No, I'm talking about you're going to look messy. You don't want to look messy on the best show ever.
Does it? Oh, okay.
Hunter, Hunter's always got he's got the pony going.
Call it a man bun.
The man bun, the pony.
Headband.
Does Hunter and Syndergaard, do they collaborate?
I'll ask him today. I don't know.
Does he want to do, has he done the Syndergaard? Like the Pebbles Flintstone one?
The sideways one?
Well, there's the Pebbles.
I haven't noticed it sideways yet, no.
I guess it's something he could try if for the good of the show.
I'm sure he could try it.
For the good of the show, they should have like a man bun week where he shifts it every day.
And then I'll put mine in a man bun too.
That's going to take a little while to grow.
Me and you both.
It's going to take a little while to grow.
See in about 6 months.
How is Ricky Bo brought to us? Here for this hour.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'd like to know.
Ricky Bo is brought to you by Guided Door and Window. Take advantage of Guided Door and Window's big summer sales event. Receive 40% off all windows and doors. Call 1-877-GO-GUIDA or visit GUIDA.com.
Let's find out what Ricky Bo knows.
Bo knows baseball. Bo knows football.
We couldn't get Bo Jackson, but we do have Ricky Bo. So let's find out what Ricky Bo knows.
What does Ricky Bo know about plug-in air fresheners?
I actually like them. I know a lot of people don't enjoy that, and I know a lot of people think they're dangerous, but they're not bad.
Dangerous?
They can start fires.
Ones? Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They can start fires.
News
honestly.
to me.
A cat or a dog goes and licks it. Yeah, they're dangerous.
We have them in the basement.
Google it.
Oh, great. Something else to worry about.
Well, you got fire extinguishers and you have alarm system.
A lot of them have the timers on it where it'll shoot out stuff by itself. So I know a little bit about them.
There you go.
Bob, you're up.
Ricky, what do you know about house cleaning?
House cleaning. Wow. I will tell you what. I will tell you what. When I had my yellow lab, it was every day. House cleaning was every day. Oh,
lab
man.
Shed.
She left a lot of fur on the floor, but, we had one of those things where you just push it into the bottom and it goes
Was she up on
downstairs.
couches?
Oh, yeah. Oh, she ruled a roost. Are you kidding me?
So you couldn't sit on furniture because you'd have hair all over you.
Pillow. Oh. So, yeah.
I'm not big on letting the dog on the couch.
And house cleaning, I'm kind of a little picky when it comes to it.
Do you do it, or are you picky of who does it?
I absolutely do it.
Right.
If you don't, who's gonna? You know what I mean?
You have to do it,
You
right?
always have to rely on yourself to make sure things are clean as you want them.
Rick, what do you know about catfishing based on the Manti Te'o documentary that just came out?
What do I know about catfishing? I hope I'm not being catfished. I don't know. I know you can catch them in some back creeks down in Florida.
With Delaware River, you can probably go on.
You can
Little
catch
catfish?
them. You can catch them a lot of places.
You go to Cracker Barrel.
I know where you're going, and I'm not biting on your catfish thing.
Really?
No, I'm not really going anywhere.
Cracker Barrel gets some great catfish.
Yeah,
with the hush puppies.
I love
blackened catfish with the hush puppies.
He's talking about like being reeled in by somebody. Yeah.
That Manti Te'o documentary, and I can't wait for Jamie to watch it because I know he's going to watch it. We watched it the other day, and my wife and I both said, that story's not true.
No, everybody thought it was false when it first came out.
First of all, he got paid to do it.
Bob, are we boring you?
And it just doesn't. It doesn't. None of it makes sense. So Ricky Batalico, you're the big man on campus for 3 years at Notre Dame. 3 years. You are the girls. They show girls lined up 10 deep to come meet you at the mall.
Right.
But you're in a committed relationship with a girl you've never met from the internet, and you've never seen her, and you've never seen her face to face. You've never FaceTimed with her or anything. But you're in a committed relationship with her.
I don't know how that completely happens, to be completely honest.
I don't buy the story.
I don't buy the story either. Yeah, but it does happen to people. So you could buy the story, not buy the story. It does
MTV did a whole show on these people.
They got to be the dumbest people on earth.
I'm sure that show was
but wait a
real
minute.
too.
Well, I think it's just very stupid people.
So a 20.
Well, everybody watches all this. What do they call it?
Reality?
Reality TV, and a lot of it is produced.
But I mean, a 20, 21, 22-year-old big man on campus at Notre Dame, where they show you during the documentary, girls lined up 10 deep to meet him at the mall, but he's in a committed relationship with a girl he's never met.
Maybe he's a virgin and didn't want to. Wanted a good cover? I don't know.
No, he says that no, it's not the case. He explains it. That's why I want you to see it.
Yeah, because I don't remember the details of it.
You're going to be shocked by some of it, but it's a little bit crazy. What
Ricky,
do we got,
what
Patty?
do you know about pineapple on pizza? Do you agree with that?
I do not.
It's delicious.
I have had it. And I didn't think it was terrible. I think when you think of pineapple, you're going to get that really tart taste, but when it's cooked, it doesn't taste like that.
And you get the salty
It's
ham.
almost like a caramelized type pineapple.
Yeah.
So it's not terrible. I do not hate it. I do not prefer it, so I wouldn't get it.
You're putting ham in?
Yeah, the Hawaiian pizza. It's delicious.
Ham and pineapple is big, yeah.
I don't order it very often, but when I see one, I get excited by it.
Bob gave us the other day on Cooking with Cooney. Bob gave us the skewers. And one of the things that I will like to do on the grill skewers are pineapple. Pineapple in with it is really good.
You don't have to put it on the skewer. You can just put it flat on. Cut it and put it flat on.
Put it flat on and get the lines. And get the
Absolutely.
Now, that doesn't make all the juice come out of it, though?
It makes the sugar rise to the top. Yeah,
so it's
a
really
special
good.
item. Special item,
good.
Ricky.
What does Ricky Bo know about having to watch political ads during your Phillies broadcast? I swear to you, every single break, both sides are just bombarding us with political ads.
Fetterman,
Oh,
Fetterman.
my gosh.
I'm tired of politics.
I'm so tired of it.
Let's face it. These everything's about. I find it funny that all these politicians will say, kids and being bullied in school, and they're bashing each other.
And that's all they do.
Way to teach the right way. And it's everybody. It's not just one side. So I'm not taking sides, but it's just bashing each other left and right. And we're trying to teach our kids that are younger not to do this kind of stuff.
Dr. Oz hates puppies.
Yeah.
Fetterman wants to steal every dollar from your IRS.
So
give me a break.
stupid.
Give me a break.
What do you know about Australia?
I know they're 24-hour difference, I believe, from us. And I know they're, if I'm not wrong, their seasons are completely opposite of ours.
I think it's 16 and a half or something like that. Something weird.
I know it's a half somewhere,
does
right?
that even
no,
mean?
it's like there is a half hour time difference.
All right.
Something weird like that.
No,
I see what you're getting.
That's the East Coast Australian bias. Out west, it's different.
And they do have a team in the Little League World Series because they were on last night.
Oh, do they?
Playing against Canada last night.
That's exactly why I asked the question. Have you ever been there?
I have not, and I don't want to. It's a long flight.
It's awesome.
How do we know the kids' ages
Once
are
I'm there,
true?
I'd be fine.
Yeah.
The flight's way too long.
Yeah, it sucks.
How do we know the kids' ages are true from the Australian team?
You don't, because that
Exactly.
starting pitcher for them last
Yes.
night looked
Give me
like
a break.
Looked like he was 18.
He looked like he was 18 years old. There's no way that kid. Go pull up the highlights.
Danny Almonte?
The kid looks.
No, he was he was a monster.
The kid looks. I was more going to say 15.
Looked like he just shaved.
Yeah, I don't believe it. I don't believe those ages.
Rick, when you pull up to a four-way stop sign and you're there clearly there first, and the person comes up rolling to the next stop sign and then gives you the wave, what are your thoughts?
What are you, an idiot? Why are you waving at me? I'm the one that was here a long time ago.
Thank you.
Yeah, that is. And
You
Rick
guys
gets it.
By
You
the
guys
way,
are kindred spirits.
Yeah.
saw another hit and run yesterday on the.
Oh my
yesterday
gosh.
or 2 days ago on the interstate.
And you almost got hit walking. A few weeks
I've
back.
almost been hit walking.
Wow.
I don't know. Drivers suck. There are some really bad drivers out there. And you know what? Here's my public service announcement. Stay home. If you can't drive, stay home. Don't bother getting on the roads because you're aggravating everybody.
Oh, I like that.
I wish everybody would live by the rule that one of my sons, Kyle, and all his friends did, that when they drove, you had to put your phone in the glove compartment.
Yeah, I don't know if I buy that.
I wish to God people could do that.
I had a
You
lady.
think they told Dad
I
that?
think they told you that. And
No,
I
I'm
don't
not-
believe
I'm
for
not-
1 second that they actually did it.
I don't care what you
I had the
believe.
lady this morning in front of me drive up to the green light and just stop.
At
Just
a green
stopped.
light.
Just stopped. I'm behind her, throwing up my hands like it's doesn't get any greater than that.
I was in a parking lot the other day. Lady pulled out of her spot and stopped. There was no driveway there out onto the highway. She stopped in the middle of the parking lot. I was behind her. There's nowhere else to go, and she's sitting there. I'm like laying on my horn, nothing.
What was she looking
down? Yeah, she's looking at her phone.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're in the middle of a parking lot.
That deserves the third finger.
A
person.
Oh, that one.
A person looking at their phone at a green light deserves the third finger.
I can't get over the obsession with the phone. I just don't.
It's pretty cool.
No, I don't understand how you can't go. It's like a binky.
You ever download Doodle Jump?
I can't.
It's a fun game.
I've played it at Dave & Buster's, though, and I love that game.
Yeah, you get it.
Doodle Jump?
I love that game.
Yeah.
I don't have any games on my phone.
By the way,
By the way, he's the dummy with the little kids, and he's driving around with his phone.
Have you been in his car, though? Oh, it's a sweet ride.
What's the jungle running?
Temple Run.
X on to at Dave & Buster's on the big screen.
Yeah, we're coming
I'm
around.
not playing it on my phone.
Yeah, you got to play on your phone.
Jamie, anything?
In the
Or is
car.
it good?
It's Egan.
Oh, yeah, it's my turn. Okay, so what's the biggest lie you've ever told your parents?
Oh, goodness.
Come on.
I don't even know.
But you never lied to your parents.
No, I just can't, top of my head. I just
You
don't
can't
know.
remember
Rick,
the
they're not
biggest
listening,
one?
Man. It's fine.
No, I don't care
They
if
don't
they're
listen to our
listening.
show.
I'm just. Give me a minute or two on that one.
That's a tough one.
How do you think of that off the top of your head?
See, Ricky Bo knows a lot of stuff, and he shares a lot of it every afternoon on the best show ever, right here on 97.5 The Fanatic. And by the way, the best show ever crew will be out on Tuesday before the Scramblewood at Ramblewood, presented by Corona premiere. Next Tuesday, August 23rd, Ron Jaworski's Ramblewood Country Club in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. You get lunch from Jersey Mike's. You get dinner afterwards. You get your first Corona for free, and everyone gets a free pair of tickets to FanFest. It's almost sold out. Time to get in is running short. So go to 97.5thefanatic.com. Get yourself signed up. Portions of the proceeds benefit the American Association for Cancer Research. And we want to thank Corona Premier, Steven Singer Jewelers, Co-Pair, Ferguson HVAC, your Delaware Valley Train heating and air conditioning distributor, Everfresh Juices and Juice Drinks, Drytech Waterproofing Solutions. We will see you there on Tuesday.
Pat, are you going to be there?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Can I have your first Corona?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Bob just usurping.
That's like a shotgun thing that I just
buy me a
did.
Coke, though,
You're going to shotgun
I
the
got
beer?
you Coke.
Yeah.
I'm not going to shotgun the beer, no. But if we
How
all get a
about-
free beer and Pat doesn't drink, if he gets one, I'm going to
What
take
if Bob says, you ain't getting no Coke?
I'd say it's Caddyshack.
Yeah.
Very good, thank you.
50 cents.
50 cents,
I
yes.
gladly pay 50 cents for a Coke.
That's the thing. What
And
if
then he pops it open and drinks it right
and
in
it was
front
the
of him.
bottle Coke.
That's the part of the movie where I actually cracked up.
You didn't really dig it, did you?
It
you
took me-
ain't getting a no
it took me
Coke.
like 4 times to get through it. It didn't resonate with me at all. Maybe it's because I don't really golf too much.
That could
But I don't really
be.
get it.
But by
Movie is hilarious.
next Tuesday, Pat Egan will have a new club in his bag, and he'll be hitting it like you wouldn't
What
believe.
club is that?
He used
Club.
he used my 3-wood hybrid.
Okay.
That's sort of like almost like a rescue.
I've seen it.
3.5. He played as the minute he started hitting that off the tee. I just said, just hit it off the tee, hit it off the fairway. He was progressing the ball down 150 yards, 160 yards. He's learning.
Big hitter.
No, but he's learning. No, but Rick, he's
People
learning.
were calling me the llama.
He's
Big
learning, though,
hitter.
Rick.
Modern day.
It's a big hitter.
Modern
he's
day
doing good.
VJ Singh, Rick.
You know why he's going to be good?
VA.
You know why he's going to be good if he ever puts his mind to it? Because Pat Egan doesn't care about, as he's learning, he's not embarrassed, like, oh, I'm playing poorly. He tries to learn, and then he says, okay, I've had enough swings. I'm picking up on this hole. Until he plays on another
That's
one.
not very nice, Bob.
Bob's not very reassuring, is he?
No. Pat has admitted he's not going to play enough to try to get
Probably not. No.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
You don't enjoy it that much, is it?
It's not even that. It's golf
kind
is
of
that
that,
sport
though.
where I go, I really like it, and 2 holes in, I'm like, this effing sucks. Why did I come out? So it's just like, and then for $40, it's usually low end is $40 to play. Like if I'm invited out, I'll stop by, but
Like you'll be at the scramble with a ramble.
yeah, but I'm never going to actively go. You know what I love to do today is golf.
Well, you know we
Are
do
you
is
guys playing?
yeah, we're playing. You have to do the best show ever, so you will be there early.
I'll hit a couple shots for you guys. I'll jump in.
We won't. I don't,
For us? You'll do it for us?
I'll jump in.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that kind?
I can get you guys some distance.
I've seen you can do that. I'm sure
I'm
you're
shook after the worst golf shot of my life the other day.
What happened?
Fired one into the porch of a country club. Luckily, nobody was out there. I'm shook.
Which is also a Caddyshack reference.
By the way, I did that in
Rick, I need a new pair of shorts immediately.
You don't have that problem at a municipal.
Avalon, I was told it was a dogleg right, so I go over the trees in Avalon.
Fancy.
Right through a person's door, apparently.
Did you?
Right
so
through their
he catches
door?
up to us. The guy comes out like 5 holes later. I didn't know it hit a house.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, what do you got? Ricky Bo. I'm like, oh, crap.
No, wait a minute, though.
Sign the
And you
golf
didn't
ball.
say-
You just
and
put
you
through
did
my.
not say-
I did.
Did you? No, wait a minute, though. You did not. Don't tell me that he was trying to get you to pay for it.
No, he didn't know who hit it. I mean, he knows that I did it.
You
now.
live on a golf course. You take on that risk.
That depends. The golf course has to be there before the house has been there, apparently by law.
The golf course has to be there.
I played a course up in Norristown.
Okay.
Not too long ago, and it says you are responsible if you hit a car.
I do not believe that is the case. I think it's one of those things like on the back of a truck where it says "Stay back from me because I'm not responsible for what comes off my truck." That's completely false.
I see where you're coming
That
from.
That sticker put on the back of the truck is to deter you from getting the license plate and paying attention to it.
I've also been in a tournament where a guy in my group hit one through a kitchen window, like in the back. And
like one of the big ones.
The lady he felt so bad. The lady comes out and she's like, "Oh my God, I'm getting a divorce. The guy's coming to see the house today. I'm never gonna sell it like this."
Oh no!
Oh my God!
Oh no!
Right through a big picture window too.
Tell me, I asked you this before. You didn't have an answer for me. You've now had another week under your belt. What's something we don't know about the team at the best show ever? Some little inside skinny that may be something I didn't know about Jen. We don't know about Hunter. We don't know about Ty.
Well, we are trying Spam today for the first time.
I saw that.
I have never eaten Spam before.
I've never had it.
It's pork roll-ish.
All right, well, I'm going to try it today.
More
Do you cook it?
You can. I prefer it warm.
It's so hard to say what people don't know and what they do know. Jen is a big-time country girl. I don't think a lot of people knew that. She's down from your area, right?
Yeah, she is. She's born in the same hospital as my
big-time
daughter.
country music girl.
Oh, yes.
All honky-tonkish and stuff like that.
The boots with the fur, the whole 9 yards.
Hunter's big on rap music.
Yes. Hunter will listen to the entire run, and then he'll break down the tracks.
He's a huge Kanye fan.
Oh, yes.
Huge, and we make fun of him for that.
Why?
That dude's off his rocker.
Well, wait a minute. Kanye can't two things be true?
Yes, his first 3 or 4 albums are incredible.
He's an incredible musical mind. You can't listen to it at all, even the beat?
I don't listen to
His
it.
new church gospel rap stuff is weird.
You got to understand, I was caught off guard in this whole music thing. I am the worst at music, by the way, and I've been kicking some ass naming songs lately. But that put aside, I don't know my music. I know that for a fact. And I've never been a rap guy. Sorry.
No, but I mean, you don't even I don't tend to like rap music either, but I like the beats.
I could deal with the beats.
Well, that's
but
what I
don't ask
mean.
me the name of the song.
Well, no, that's the key. I couldn't tell you either.
That's my thing. I listen to music. I don't know names of songs, which is odd.
I struggle with it too. The
Yeah,
names of
right.
songs. And I love music. I go to a ton of concerts.
Even like stuff where I used to listen to it, I'll be like, what is the name of that song?
Like I was at the Dead show, and it was a song, I forget what song it was, but it was one I've heard probably 175 times in my life, and I was like, what's the name of this song?
Yeah, yeah.
You don't know
it's kind of irrelevant to me, which sounds weird.
Yeah, we went to a Dave Matthews concert one time with friends, and they're big Dave Matthews fans. And yes, exactly. So he's like, some of his songs. I'm like, I don't know if I do. And then sure enough, as
what's
going on, a bunch of them. Yeah.
Liv will yell from the other one. I'll go, Liv, who is this? It'll be on the speaker. She's like, Dad, for the 1,000th time, it's Kendrick Lamar. You like Kendrick Lamar. So she's like, I don't know who it is.
Oh, my God. He was just at the Wells Fargo.
And I don't know who, I don't know. She's like, Dad, you like Kendrick Lamar for the 1,000th time. That's who you like. Remember the name.
That place, you walk into the concourse that night, it smelled like a bong.
Sixers had a noon game one time.
Doobies.
Sixers had a game at noon on a Sunday after a Saturday night, 5 rap band concert. I mean, the players were walking in laughing their asses off how bad it smelled in there.
No, that was Nerlens Noel's locker.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, it's pretty much any concert you go to these days.
It
was unbelievable, though. Because I went in to grab something to eat, and I was like, holy crap.
You weren't even hungry when you got until you got there.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, they're now
Jamie got
the Vegas local legislature is now like calling in. They're getting so many complaints from people visiting going, it smells like pot everywhere you go, that they're now going to try to change the law. Because it's just too much. It's just too much everywhere you go. You're
a great smell.
You're bombarded.
They changed the law. People aren't going to go there. They'll go elsewhere.
I don't believe it.
Yeah.
I don't believe
There's too much money attached
There's
to it.
way too much going on with that stuff.
Hey, want you to, Bob, hope you have a great weekend.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're off,
Bobby, do you?
I am off tomorrow.
Yeah. You won't see Jamie till Tuesday, so you two need to,
I'm all right.
have a nice little hug. Hey, support life-saving cancer research. Join us and our generous partner, the Davis CPA Group. Make a donation to the AACR today, the American Association for Cancer Research. Go to 97.5thefanatic.com/AACR because cancer research saves lives. Good job, Ricky. We'll listen to you today at 2 o'clock.
Thank you, sir.
On the best show ever. Everybody, have a great time. Thanks for playing hurt today, Pat Egan. Have a great day, everybody. Hey, if you're organizing your garage, your attic, or the bathroom, I know what you need. It's one part of the project you might not have thought of. How are you going to get rid of it all? Well, what you do is you set up a Bagster. It's only $29.99. You go and get one at Home Depot or Lowe's or any local home improvement store. You set it up, and considering I know how to set one up, I know you could. It's a 3-cubic-yard dumpster in a bag, and what you do is there's no time limit. So it's not like, okay, you have this for 48 hours. You got to fill it then. You've got a big project going on. Take your time. Get it done right. And then call to have it picked up. There's no time limits, completely on demand. Here's what I want you to do. Get the project done that you've been putting off. You're going to be able to have all the stuff hauled away. It's no hassle to you. Go to thebagster.com to find the store nearest you for more details. John Kincade telling you, clean it up with the Bagster. It's a dumpster in a bag.
The John Kincade Show.
Talking sense into people isn't really my thing. In fact, I'm better at the opposite.
On 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Fred Beans here from Fred Beans Family of Dealerships. This August marks our 47th anniversary. I've authorized all our general managers to do whatever it takes to make a deal. We've loaded our lots with the best new and used car inventory, and you can be sure